Video game podcast.
Oh, yes, whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage, and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. We are your host, Al G857.
Every time.
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chuck. What up?
And special guest we got on returning to the podcast tonight is the leader / founder of Game Review Click and YouTube channel Media Glitch. He's also a writer and director of 2 awesome films, Beautiful Prison and Corazon de Campeon.
Oh,
You got that. You got
look at you.
Please welcome.
I was actually shocked that you had that was awesome. I didn't even know you were going to come with that.
Yeah, same here, man.
Please welcome the return of devoted family man and father of many, Joe Vallie.
Father of many.
That shit is wild.
I love
That shit is
That was
wild.
funny, man.
That was awesome. Father of many.
You need a
I
shirt.
do, man. I got a gang load of kids, man. I don't know how I get anything done. People get mad at me. I have this video on Media Glitch that kind of blew up, you know, how to get a PS5. And I have 2 of them, and I'm holding 2 of them.
Oh, shit.
And the comment sections, people are always mad. They're like, why do you have 2 of them? Why do you need 2 of them? I'm like, sucker, I got 4 kids. Game. If I don't have 2, how am I going to play?
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Very good point. Yeah. Very
Thank you for that lovely intro. That was great.
Oh, no
I
problem.
loved it. I loved it, man. I always love being on the show. Thank you guys for having me. I love the Altered Beast shirt.
Yes.
As you know, I'm a Sega fanboy through and through.
Yes.
You know. And you got Double Dragon over there.
I got Double
Okay,
Dragon.
I thought that was Streets of Rage for a second.
No, that's in the background. That's in the background.
that's
Well, it does have Billy and Jimmy in the same time, so it could be the Sega Master version.
It can.
Version, right? Master. Okay, and then I see. Okay, something I gotta tell you guys before we start the show. I'm just hijacking the show right
Go
now.
for it. Go
Man,
Okay.
do your thing.
I see Contra back there. I see Punch Out. I see Ninja Gaiden.
Dude.
I see the classics, Golden Axe,
Sky,
man.
Yes.
I see Altered Beast,
Oh, yeah.
Zelda. These
Oh,
are great.
Yes.
But what I do not see back there,
It
kids,
might be underneath us back there.
is Revenge of Shinobi. Where is it?
Regular Shinobi
No,
from
no,
Master
not
System.
Shinobi.
It's right
Not
bottom.
Shinobi.
It's
That's
right here.
Great.
We have regular Shinobi.
Regular one. The Revenge of Shinobi is my favorite game of all time.
That's a
Why
dope
isn't
game.
it on your wall?
You-
Okay.
And it is a
You
better
didn't-
game. Revenge Shinobi is better than the
It
original
is,
Shinobi.
it
It is.
Yeah, so you just got I don't know what we pluck out of there and put it in its place.
We could rotate it. That's
Yeah,
what
we
do.
should
know what
rotate
I
them.
mean?
We should rotate
Maybe that
these.
crash. Take that crash out. I feel like it's gotta have
Damn.
Yeah, some
Get
of
rid of that
these.
No
crash.
love for
Some,
Sony.
yeah, some of these need to get retired, man. Some of these.
Actually,
yeah.
where is
Or
the,
we could just move them out. We could just move them out.
But Shinobi 3 is better than Revenge of Shinobi, though.
You better shut up.
Yeah,
I would
he's
leave
got
you
the
without
jump
a
kick.
guest on this show right now.
Come on, that Saturn Shinobi is the best ever.
Yo,
I forgot there was a Saturn.
You know, I've never played the Saturn version. I want to, but I want to play
you
the
don't need
Japanese
to.
version because I hear there's all these cutscenes
Yes.
that we didn't get.
It's,
It's like
that
a
was
whole
promotion.
full-on movie
Yes, promotion
that goes
video.
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Why did they take that out? You know?
Oh, you'll find out.
Revenge of Shinobi had Spider-Man and Batman in it, man.
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah.
And
Shinobi had
Godzilla,
freaking
and
Spider-Man.
Rambo, and Terminator, and Hulk. Come on, it's got everything in there. If you get the first version before,
Yeah,
you know,
Edition B is
copyright
gone.
law sent.
I was just about to say, I
you
was
know.
like, Hulk and Terminator was in there? First version?
No, they had Bat Guy.
The Hulk Terminator guy's still in there.
Oh, really?
He's still kind of in there. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
the only
the-
one that kind of made the cut. Rambo's still in there, but they made him bald,
Ah, they ruined that shit.
and they took his red bandana off.
Oh, it's not Rambo.
It's Jason Statham.
yeah.
There.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's not Rambo.
Godzilla,
Dude, Sega took.
technically he's still in there, but he's just the skeleton of Godzilla.
Sega used to take that all the time, man.
Yeah,
Remember in
they
Choplifter they had Superman?
Yeah, that Superman Choplifter. Yeah, they do that shit.
Superman was in charge. Yeah, he was.
yeah,
He was, yeah.
He just popped out. He had Jaws. Yeah. He was in there.
And Choplifter?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jaws?
I think so. And,
Wow.
What you call it? They had Spider-Man and Shinobi 1. He was still in there. Popping off the wall. They had Marilyn Monroe. The poster. Yeah, they had Marilyn Monroe. in the
Oh
poster.
yeah, they took that out though for the re-release, right? Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, it was a different picture.
Wow.
They just went. They just said, "Oh, we can
They
do
take
whatever.
things.
We can do whatever." It's the '80s.
Oh yeah.
It's the 80s. We can do
And
what
in
we
the
want.
80s. And in the '90s, you couldn't do that no more.
Can't get away with that.
Nah.
But yeah, see, I still got the gun. This is the light phaser I had, the Zillion gun.
Zillion.
Oh yeah.
That's another Sega Master System classic.
Why do I have a feeling that someone's going to do, like, an indie developer is going to do a game of Zillion? If you're going to see
No one has talked about.
Well, the thing
Zillion.
is, no one talked about Alex Kidd, and then it just popped out of nowhere.
That's true.
But he had.
Isn't
lineage,
Zillion
so-
based on a
Well,
old
dude,
It's
anime?
an
though?
anime.
Yeah,
it's an
it's
anime.
an anime.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know if
the-
it
the
gun-
Alex Kidd remake was a surprise to me too. Like I was like, holy cow, someone else besides me played this. Like,
Well, it was
I
out of
no
the blue.
clue.
Yes.
It was so out of the blue.
Yeah.
And they did an incredible job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You played it, Joel. You liked it?
He did the
Yes, I think that's the newest review on mine.
Oh, that's no-
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
I saw that review,
Okay.
actually, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch it.
And
I
they
see.
sent it to me. I was totally geeked out, and I had played so much Alex Kidd as a kid because I was a Sega fanboy that it's kind of sad to just sit down and run through it, in one sitting.
Right.
You
That
know.
was my Mario.
Yeah.
That was my Mario. I used to be like, forget y'all.
His design
I
is
got
way
my
better.
Alex Kidd.
They did his design better now.
The punches. I love the punch sounds.
Yeah,
It's dope
everything
game.
looks
I've
great.
read several.
They even have like animation, like text, pow, like Batman style.
Yep.
When you punch someone, I was like, oh my god, it feels like you're giving it to them, man. You know.
Yeah, they did a great job with that. It looks.
I gotta
so
play
good.
it because I've
Looks
read
good.
several bad reviews bashing the game.
I didn't read one
Because
bad
they never
review.
played
I
the
didn't
real.
read anything
Because they
bad.
never played the real game.
Yeah.
They never played the real
Well,
game.
here's
and
the
they're 20
thing:
years
it's
old.
retro hard. So like,
Right.
well, I've seen some reviewers that they put on the unlimited lives. If you put it on that, then you just walk through it. Which
It's not-
that
I
doesn't.
did.
That wasn't even a concept for me to
Wait,
do
you
that.
did?
I did at the end.
I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did that?
No,
Look
because
at
I played
you.
it. I played through it, and then I died. And then I was like, I got to the castle, and I was like, I don't want to start this over.
Well,
'Cause
you're
I was
streaming. You're
I was
streaming
streaming.
it, too.
And I was like, I don't want to start this again.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to put on Infinite Lives. And there was a part that would have ripped every life if I had it on
Well,
normal. It would have
That
destroyed
last
me.
castle. Is
There was a spike
notorious.
area, and I was like, this would have killed every life. And I was like, this doesn't even make sense. But I
The
figured it
spike
out.
area is more intimidating because it really isn't that. Are you talking about with the water?
Under the water, yes. But there's a way
Yeah, yeah.
you don't, there's,
There-
yeah. There's a way to get
Exactly.
through it. But
Yes,
you
there
don't
is.
know right away. And I was like, this is impossible. Impossible.
It isn't possible. I remember as a kid, I was just like, because you'd have to start all over.
Yep.
I would get to that one point, that one part you're talking about, and I have to start all over again, man, and start all over again.
That's so old
So-
school, man.
No,
That's an
thank you.
old school. That's an old school mentality. That's the generation we're from. Is when you play something for a long time with a certain amount of lives and you die, you start the whole shit over.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
No
people-
continues. And there was always
Games
a secret.
don't do that shit now.
There's always a secret to continue.
Hmm.
But I tried those codes and they don't work.
Oh,
It's like hold down, up hit B twice, and
You
it
gonna
says
suffer.
game over, game over.
You
I'm
gonna
like, nah, it didn't work.
See, as you know, when I had a Sega Master System when it came out, so like no one else had those. You go to school, you hear all the Nintendo codes. Ain't no one talking about Sega Master System codes.
No.
So I didn't have any of those.
No.
You know? I remember the one time the guy, some kid said, "Oh, there's a snail game in your Master
Yes,
System."
the maze.
What?
The maze. Yes.
Hit all the
And
buttons.
I went home and I tried it. I was like, "Holy smokes, there it is."
That was my favorite game.
You
It was
just
broke.
didn't
It was
know
broke.
that. Like
Yep.
they weren't talking about that at school.
Yeah.
They weren't talking about Sega Master System. It was all Nintendo, man.
I thought I busted the remake though. Before we get into what we usually do with the news, but before I get off this topic, I almost busted the game when I was playing. I was like,
I saw that.
Yeah, I hit the
yeah.
I
You
got
be
it.
breaking games all the time, dude.
so I got up to a boss on the Jenkins thing, right? Right before I got up to it, I mistakenly hit because you hit a button, you use your special now. You don't have to hit pause to use your special.
Yeah.
I hit the button by mistake and it used the cane, the flying cane, and it went to cinema while it was flying and glitched out. And it wouldn't
Oh,
leave.
no.
It wouldn't leave me flying.
Dude,
So
you
I
need-
sat there for like 5 minutes.
Why
like,
don't you be a game tester? You,
know
find
what?
all the
No.
glitches in
No
every
one
fucking
found it.
game.
No, even better, you got to change your name from Sticks to Glitch. you have to, man.
I was like,
You
how did
find
this-
all these
Glitch.
fucking glitches.
I was
every
like,
time.
how did this make it through testing? And no one used this here. And I'm stuck here flying. And no boss came out. And I was like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm streaming.
You were able to start this stage over.
I
though, right?
reset
Yeah.
and continued at the part. And I was like, okay. At least it did that. Because I was used to starting at the beginning if that happened.
Any developers watching
Yeah.
this right now, you got to hire this man.
Yes,
Hire
please.
this
Hey,
man.
I
He'll
find
test
that
your game.
I find it.
I'm the same way. I find these little things. The same thing happened to me in the new Wonder Boy.
Mm.
I had died a certain way, and I used something, and she just floated. Actually, I have have it. I have it. Because I'm gonna make a glitch video because I find glitches all the time.
Yeah, I should
I'm
just
making
put
like
that up.
I'm making a compilation.
Oh, well,
of glitches.
yeah, media glitch.
Maybe we should put it up on the on what you call on YouTube on the shorts.
Yeah.
You're like, look at this, look at this.
And yeah, any glitch
Yeah.
we should
Someone
just put
fix
up.
this.
Put that shit up as a short, man. That shit's out of control.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I found a bunch when I played the what was it, Assassin's Creed? I think it was
Odyssey?
Odyssey, yeah, dudes just like you'd hit him with a counter and he'd just fly up to the moon. Like, where the fuck did he go?
That was a special. That was a special move.
Like he would fly straight up.
Special move, yeah.
Like
Like
where the fuck did he go?
it's a power up.
Well, Ubisoft, they're notorious.
Oh, hell
for that,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's just like what it.
I
I feel like they do that on purpose.
I enjoy that shit sometimes because I'll be dying. That shit's
Well, it's not game breaking. It's fine.
I like watching montages of glitches.
Yes.
I love it.
That's the only reason
I love that shit.
WWE was popular.
Oh, that's right. They had so many.
just the glitches. It was just a glitch fest.
They had so
They all like
many.
they had the chicken walk, the
The
duck
head
walk,
would get
whatever.
caught under the rope.
Yo,
and
if you
shit,
guys
it's
start
great.
shaking.
That's hilarious.
Look that up, man, on YouTube. That shit.
Oh
is
my God.
hilarious.
Oh, if you haven't, yeah, definitely check it out.
Oh my
It's
god,
amazing.
That's the funniest thing ever.
All right, so just shout out to the chat.
What up,
Yes.
chat?
Yes, shout
going
out to
on?
the
Heavy
chat.
metal.
Let us know what
I
you're
see
drinking.
heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Let us know what you're drinking in the chat. And then we move on.
Thanks for your kind words, heavy metal.
Oh yeah.
Where
All
we-
right.
where was that
And
name?
outdoors, Joe. That was absolutely.
We're gonna need a theme song.
I felt like the news was coming to me. Right? It was.
We just play that sample every
Brilliant.
time we hit the button.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're just mimicking. it. Yeah, it's not actually us.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Pre-recorded.
Mad lazy.
We're gonna need to get a real one.
Nah, that's the
Eventually.
real
You're
one.
like,
No, that's
No,
the
that-
real one.
that is
Live
the-
every time, man. Live
I was
every
gonna
time.
get a write something.
that
but
shit.
I'm like, nah.
All right, so let's get it started. So Metroid Dread hype leads to older Metroid games becoming top sellers on Wii's Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo's like, yes,
Wii U.
yes, more money, yes.
Well, all of Nintendo's older systems, the 3DS and everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Metroid isn't really. I mean, listen.
What's a Wii U? Let me stop.
Isn't the Wii U? Isn't the Wii U a Wii? But like a new version.
Yeah,
It's a Wii.
You no.
How about you? But
It's an add-on to the Wii. Let me stop.
so Metroid is considered like one of Nintendo's franchise titles. You know, they have like a good 9 titles. They always come out with every system. That's one of them. But for the most part, and you know, as a surprise for the most part, Metroid isn't one of their best sellers at all.
No, it's not.
It's not one of their big franchise. I mean, it's silly when you say 3 million is not big. 3 million is big for every other company.
Minion.
Besides, Minions.
3 million.
Besides Nintendo, because when you have a game that sells 30 million and you have a game that sells 3, it looks minuscule in
Yeah,
comparison.
it's like tiny.
But if you're a regular publisher and you get 3 million sales, you're like, oh, that's awesome. This is great. This is a great
Right.
time to be alive.
Right.
But for them, they're like, oh, why do we even bother? That's why F-Zero doesn't come out. That's why these titles don't get thought of.
And it's so funny because people are like Nintendo fanboys are
think
still
Metroid-
asking for these
Yeah,
titles.
yeah. But you think Metro would be
Punch
big.
out.
You yeah, exactly. Punch out also.
Punch out, man. I want to fucking punch out. Anyway.
But, you know, it's been over 10 years since a like actual Metroid game. That's crazy to think about.
19 since it's 19 years since an original Metroid game
Okay.
has came out.
Besides like Fusion. Well, besides like
Other M.
Based on the main story, not
Okay,
the
okay.
primes,
Oh,
not
it's like the
primes.
sequels.
Okay.
Yeah, since Fusion,
So this is the
Okay.
so Dread is like considered their 5th title for
Yeah.
Metroid
Yeah.
in the storyline of Samus.
They confused everybody with that shit. They said Metroid 5. Metroid Dread. Huh?
Yeah.
Like,
The Metroid
what?
Prime trilogy takes place between 1 and 2, which is Samus Returns,
Oh yeah.
or Return of Samus, depending on which version you're talking about.
I keep thinking of Judge Dredd. Every time I see the name, Dredd. I'm like Judge Dredd. And then with the helmet, it's almost similar to the. Anyway,
Well, the
Anyway.
title's been around for a very long time.
Yes.
People have been hinting at Dread.
But is this Metroid 5 that they announced 4 years ago?
Probably.
It's
Yeah,
probably
it's
the same
probably,
thing.
yeah, same one.
And they,
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Like
Metroid 5
why
or
did it
Metroid
take-
4?
Why did it take 4 or 5 years to make a side-scrolling game?
well,
Because it was like one person.
It probably,
Or are you referring
I
to
feel-
Metroid Prime 4?
no.
No.
This
Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
fine.
Okay, so Metroid Prime 4 is what they announced.
Right.
They announced and then they canceled it and had to start from scratch.
right.
They
But on
said,
Game Boy Advance, when that came out, Dread was being talked about.
Right.
Right.
That was
Well,
like
it was a long time.
I think this is just buying time for them to work on the Metroid.
No, this
Prime.
is a perfect time because
is awesome.
they know Prime 4 is nowhere close to being done. So they're like, here, shut up. Here's
this is-
something that is done.
They probably shelved
this.
this. They probably just shelved this.
It was shelved. It was like
It was definitely shelved, and then
Yeah.
they're bringing it out now
That's smart.
to buy time to make the Prime series and just.
Well, it's supposed to be for
And
the
only
next
Nintendo can get away with this.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Art.
Yeah.
It's probably supposed to be
You know
for the
what I
next Game Boy, like
it was.
like for a portable. But
It
then
was,
fucking-
it was originally
The
supposed to
3DS.
be for the DS.
Right.
That was supposed to be for the
Get
DS,
out
but
of
they
here.
shelved it for whatever reason. But they
Right.
brought it back because they like Mercury Steam or whatever the name was, who made Samus Returns. They liked
Yeah.
their work on that, so they were
Right.
just like, you know what, these guys understand Metroid.
That should have
Let's
came out
bring
for-
this project back up and put this game out.
that should have came out for the Switch also.
All right,
I was very mad at that
Watch this.
when the
thing.
Switch first came out and they announced it for the 3DS.
Oh, Dread?
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, no.
Uh,
The Samus Returns.
okay.
And I was like, come on, what?
There are people pissed that Dread's not coming to the 3DS.
Well, they can get over it.
Seriously, dude?
You know how much a
That's
3DS
funny.
costs? It costs more than a Switch right now.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it does.
It's going for over $300 right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm about to sell mine.
Really?
I was about to say, sell that shit, dude.
Yeah, they are. They're going for over that.
I find those at garage sales all the time.
Just flip them. Flip them.
Don't say it too
I
loud.
am.
They're gonna hear it. Let me say.
I always wait till Christmas, man, and I let people's nostalgia kick in, and I hike up the price.
yeah, exactly.
You could probably trade a 3DS for a PS5 right now.
Yo,
Damn.
don't
An
stop
Xbox.
lying.
Definitely an Xbox.
Stop playing.
Always the cheap shots.
Oh, an S. Not
Always
the
the
X.
cheap
Stop
shots.
playing.
Ain't no one gonna trade in their 3DS for an Xbox. No,
Moving on.
people smarter than that.
This game. Okay, but all right. So how many titles do have the power to do this though? Like, I mean, the way that the collectors are right now, like everything is skyrocketing. I don't know what's going on with collectors in video games right now. It's ridiculous. Ever since Sony said they're closing the stores, prices have
Yeah.
been skyrocketing, and they didn't look back. Even after they said no, they're going to keep the stores.
Right.
So, what other title gets announced and boosts the sales of games that don't sell at all? Like everybody's been raising the price. It's like $70 for Super Nintendo's Metroid.
You know, it's
It's-
crazy.
bro,
It is
everything is jumping
crazy
up.
that their highest selling was 3 million. The funny thing is, Metroid Dread's gonna destroy that. Like it's going
Well,
to destroy that.
If it came out tomorrow, I think it would do gangbusters. Like it would just sell. Like
yeah,
everyone
no,
would
it's
just buy
going
it.
to be
It's
ridiculous.
coming out in October, but it depends. That's
I'm
going
gonna
to
buy
be.
that.
I
It's
still
going to be
think
busy.
it's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be way busier at that time before
Yeah.
Christmas, so it's going to sell less. But I mean, Nintendo, people buy stuff for Switch. They just
Yeah,
buy it.
of course.
They just buy it. So it's going to sell more than 3 million.
That's going to
Guaranteed.
shatter that and like
Guaranteed. Especially if it's good.
yeah.
Like, obviously,
and,
it's
and they
good.
showed like
Looks
half
done.
an hour of fucking gameplay. It looks incredible.
I saw it and I was like, instantly, I'm like, yep, I'm buying it.
yeah.
I'm buying it.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
did-
weird when it comes to Metroid. Like I played 1, I played 2. Super Metroid was incredible. I didn't play all of them, but I want to fuck with it. And I actually I do want to play Other M too. I
Other
never,
M's
I,
I
I
played
never,
Other-
I,
that
I
was
never
good.
messed with it, but I heard
That was
you
good.
said it was dope.
I love
That
it.
was good.
I love it.
Very,
Other
very
M.
good. I don't know why.
And it gets
people
hated
hate-
on
I don't
a
know why
lot.
people hated on it.
Storyline.
Yeah, it's my favorite Metroid.
I bought Other M. I'm no lie for $2.99,
$2.99.
Whoa.
brand new
Whoa.
at the store, like a week after it came out. It was just mismarked, and they gave it to me.
Oh,
that's dope.
And now it's $2.99.
And I honestly thought, I was like, man, does it suck that
What
much?
is this, Anthem? I thought this was Anthem.
Damn.
I was looking at other prices, like, no, man, they just messed up, and they gave it to me for $2.99, man.
Now it's $299.
Did you like Other M, Joe? Did you like Other M?
I never played it.
Oh, he's selling it
I
for
kid you not.
$2.99.
Yeah. All the Prime games that I have, never played them.
Wow.
I played like 70% of Prime 1.
I
Here's the
played
thing.
like
I've always
20%.
I saw someone playing Prime. Prime came out in a time when where my drug addiction was like crazy, and I had to get away from games. I put down a controller for like 6 years or something.
Wow.
It was crazy, right? But and I'd seen Prime, and I was just like, what? Why would I want a first person? No, I don't want that. You know what I mean? And so like for me, my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time is Super Metroid.
Yeah.
That game's incredible.
Like to me, like that's where it was like
It's a masterpiece.
awesome. But then I played Fusion, and I was like, holy cow, this thing's awesome too.
Fusion's dope.
Like Fusion is awesome. So I'm happy that this is coming out before the Prime 4 whatever garbage.
It surprises me that this came out at all, but because they announced so long ago Prime 4.
Funny thing is, I'm happy about this because I have absolutely zero interest in the Prime series because it's first person. I'm not a first person guy.
Exactly.
I have zero
Me too,
interest. You can tell
exactly.
me it's the greatest game ever made. I'm not gonna play it because it's first person.
I'll tell you though, I'm not a first-person fan. I always say I want the Prime series in third person, but the games are solid.
Well, you
But
bend though.
not
You
bad.
bend.
They're
You
not
bend.
I
You bend.
actually play.
But I don't break.
I like playing first person narrative, like storyline type
Yeah.
of games, but.
You got to scan everything.
And I
though.
tried to get into the
Scanning's fun,
Prime
though.
series, and I couldn't get into the first one.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I like to see the
Just 'cause
character.
it-
I like to see the suit. I like to see me
Yeah, yeah.
killing people. I don't
Right.
like to just see
Right.
a fucking. It's like the Resident Evil thing for me. Like I like to see my character.
They did a good job though.
What?
As
Listen,
good. I mean, listen,
I hear
as
it's great.
first
It-
person,
yeah.
They
Hey,
did a good job to
it-
make you feel like it's still Metroid.
It's
I give them
probably
that.
They really do.
it's probably a good game, but I'm not gonna play it ever
But Dread
in my
looks way-
lifetime.
Dread looks way
Ever.
better. Dread looks way better.
to be honest,
For me at least.
it's the same thing.
I'm with him, man. Like I don't want a first person Metroid.
Yeah,
I just don't.
Same with Resident Evil, man. I don't want a first.
yeah.
person
I won't touch it
I'm the
first. I
same
will
way.
never touch a first.
But then how are we
person
gonna get
Resident-
out? How are we gonna get our Master Chief Samus crossover? They got.
We won't be able to see them. We gotta be able to see them. That's what it is.
They don't even have to draw them. They can just say it. That's it. It's just a gun.
I will say this: looking at the footage of the new Metroid game, and they did this with Strider too. Why do they have to back up so far? You know what I mean? I want it zoomed in more. Does that make any
It does
sense?
make sense. Yeah, no, I remember Strider. It's a great game when they came out with Xbox 360, and it is kind of backed up a little bit.
At least it doesn't.
Yeah. Like it's still a fun game, and I believe Metroid's still gonna be a great side scroller. I just wish the camera was more in. I don't know why nowadays when they make platformers, your guy's like this big, and you see this
Yeah,
whole
they
world
zoom
like
it out.
that's not
Because of the
that's not how
widescreen.
we had it.
It depends on how big the
Bring
boss
it
is.
back how we had it.
The boss could be
They're
like
preparing you for a giant boss.
Crate is gonna be like 18 stories high. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Just gotta squint.
At least it's not gonna be as small as Castlevania, that multiplayer.
Oh
Castlevania.
no! And I like that game a lot.
Did you see me playing that?
No, did you had it?
So I play that multiplayer Castlevania with Reggie
I think I did actually. I did see you play.
and John, and these guys didn't tell me it zoomed in. I'm playing like this little. I can't even. I'm not.
can't see
they're-
shit.
It's tough. That's really tough. It really is.
I'm like, how are you guys making this jump? These jumps this is ridiculous, man. I don't know how long I played for until I hit the button and it zoomed in. I was like, oh man, come on.
That's tough. That's tough, dude.
No,
Probably something you should mention right from the
Yeah.
jump
Yeah.
when we started playing.
Yeah,
That's
there is a
hilarious.
button
That's
that kind of zooms
funny.
in.
But a lot of people are turned off if they're not liking Metroid Dread. They're turned off by the graphics looking like Strider,
Man.
the newer Strider.
People need to shut the fuck up.
And
complain about
smooth.
anything.
Like I like the way it
It
looks.
looks beautiful.
And I like the twist that they did. Obviously, we played Metroid. We know Metroid. But the fact that something's chasing you now and you have to hide,
Yes.
that's interesting.
And it's
like
not.
that.
It's not
Well, that
everywhere.
was Fusion,
too.
Oh,
It's
too.
good.
No,
But it's kind of like Resident Evil 3, where you're chasing you.
Well, that's Fusion too.
Oh, do they chase you?
You always
too?
have that evil Metroid running after you, right?
Yep.
You
Fusion,
played
yeah. Yep. The SA-X.
Of course, you
Yeah.
know the
Yo, you be busting out these
So
names.
this is it.
son.
It
It's like,
isn't a new
dude.
concept they're bringing.
SA-X.
Yeah.
He said that shit mad quick.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Metroid Fusion, you're trying to eradicate the X parasites. So you have this super one that took all of Samus's powers, so she stalks you for the whole game.
I swear, you must write the back.
Yo, I swear to God, you work for the. I swear.
He works for Nintendo on the
He
low.
does.
He
Why
puts
don't
the
you?
paragraph
Nah,
on the
man.
back. He puts the
He's not an
paragraph.
IT guy for some.
He's
bull-
lying his
bull-
ass off.
Hey,
Idiot
works
savant.
like-
Let me
don't
give you a
hate on
synopsis real
Turbo
quick.
because he knows more than you. That's all you're doing right now.
Let me
You're
drop
hating
this.
on Turbo because he knows more than you.
Nintendo's
Look at
like, you know that
Yes.
shit.
He's like, did I play it? Let me give you a synopsis real quick. This is what happened.
The creator's like,
Yeah, you,
yo, you remember
Third
that?
you remember that? We were just fucking around.
The third Metroid, the one with the eye, that's the one that was the child of the one in the first one, and that one had it's a whole backstory.
The
You just
lore,
don't know.
man. He knows that lore.
You just don't know.
He's the guy you call when you're like, man, what was that
Yes.
cheat code?
Yes.
Right? Like, what was that cheat code on
Samus
this
was
game?
raised by Chozos. What?
Yes, the Chozo.
Phone a friend. Phone a friend.
So,
That's the guy.
how many people in the chat or in the comments have never played the earlier Metroids and are inclined to go buy them now since this got hyped up?
Yeah.
So leave it in the comments. Let us know.
Let us know.
And if you did, tell us how excited you are about the new one coming up.
Yeah.
Heavy Metal says, I hate first-person games. I thought I was the only one on Earth. No, man, I'm
No.
right there with you.
I'm with you.
Most of the old schools
I don't hate first-person games.
Don't go that way.
I don't hate them.
I don't hate first-person
I don't prefer
games.
them. I definitely
Yeah.
prefer the third person.
I can enjoy them. I just don't like online first-person games.
There's
Like
a play.
like
There's
the
definitely
multiplayer
there's a
first-person.
place for them. I just don't care for them.
Don't worry, Chuck. I'll play Halo with
There
you.
are some.
I can
that
play
that
them, but it just depends on what
Yeah.
it is. You know
Left
what I
4
mean?
Dead,
Like I had,
good
it took me
first-person
forever
game.
to finish Resident Evil 7.
Now that the
because
frame
it's
rates are
first-person.
better, I am more, I could play it now. But when they first came out, when Doom and what was that and all that, they were choppy as hell, and I would get sick. So that's why I never jumped into playing them.
See, I think the frame rate higher makes me sick.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like, if I play VR, dude, I'm throwing up.
Oh, yeah, no, that's different. VR is different. VR is different.
I'm afraid to fuck with DR.
I did.
VR.
And you're not afraid of DR.
Who's afraid of
They've
DR?
been in DR like 3 times.
What the, I guess
DDR?
I'm not even gonna defend myself. I'm just gonna sit here with my head
DDR.
down.
You really
DDR.
like your last vacation?
No, I didn't like DR. I hated it.
Last
I'm afraid of DR,
You're
yo.
afraid of it. You can't go back. You can't go back.
I'm not even gonna correct myself. I'm just gonna sit here.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's move on to the next news.
Sony acquires Returnal developers Housemarque.
Housemarque.
Oh man,
Housemarque.
Housemarque.
Listen,
Housemarque.
Housemarque.
I love it when Jay
Housemarque.
The French term.
Housemarque.
Housemarque. All right.
Marquette, yeah.
Housemarque. Hence, Bluepoint is next.
I love it when Jay reads. I love it.
Hey, it's a name. I tell you, that's not English.
Maybe if we change the font, then we'll have a better
Font, you know,
It's the font's killing Jay.
and make it spell it out for him. Sound
I'm
it
gonna
out.
change the
So
font.
Sony has picked up this studio. It's a Finnish
studio? Which studio is that?
It's a Finnish studio, and they recently made Returnal.
Yes.
So, listen, they made games for other systems before, but they primarily lately have been doing Sony games. So they made games for PC, iOS, Xbox 360, and and Sony obviously.
Right.
The first game I played, well, actually, people might know it more for Super Stardust, and I
Oh,
played
yes.
that for PSP. That was a big title on PSP when I had that.
For the Vita?
It came out for PSP and
it
PS3 and PS4.
I thought it was the.
They did a
The
remake.
Vita.
I think a remake was done.
So that's
for the
that's
PSP.
the only one I played.
Yeah, the remake.
And
That was good.
The first game I played on my PS4 was Resogun, which they made also.
Oh, they
And-
made that one too.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that was
that's good.
because I don't know. I like that game. It's simple. You just go around in a circle, but it's a shooter, and it's multiplayer, and you got to save the people.
Yeah, to save the
Little
stick
guys
figures.
who drop. Yeah,
Little guys from
it was a great game. I mean, obviously, it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
showing off. It showed off like the particle effects of the PS4.
Yes.
Kind of like Fantavision, but but not quite. It was a better game. But you never would have thought that they would come out with something like Returnal. So
That's a big jump.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
From like Resogun
Yeah.
to
yeah.
Returnal, man. Was there anything in between there?
there was a robot, a mech in a game. It was an adventure game, action game.
Really?
But it was not a shooter. It was a shooter, but you were like, what's the other game that you were?
So the RPG.
Titanfall.
No, I forget the name. No, that's first person, man. It was side scrolling stuff. But there was another game, and then it still wasn't a 3D game like this. So
yeah.
this is a big jump from 2D to 3D. But they still
And
kept the
Returnal's
particles.
amazing.
They still kept the particles. They still kept the frame rate, and they just made it into a third-person Metroid, basically.
It looks awesome.
And that's what I would have wanted, Metroid. This is why I was like, Nintendo, see what this is what you could have done with Metroid.
Prime.
Imagine
Right.
Prime.
I was
And,
thinking
yeah,
that.
if that was like,
Were you in my stream when I was playing that? Someone said that.
oh really?
That
It's
said,
a
this
it's
is
a common
what Metroid
it's a
should
common
be.
thing, yeah. And I was like, you know what? That's a great freaking idea. And Sony was like, they probably saw that comment and was like, we can own the next Metroid right here. And they damn sure bought them. And it probably wasn't for that much.
Yeah, if they did
It
a
probably
Prime
wasn't for that
series
much.
like
$5.
that would be
It wasn't
amazing.
$5.
That'd be a
They
crazy.
I
did
think
a
they
Prime
bought them because
series
they were
like
like
that.
the only company that made a game for the PS5 when it came out. They're like,
It was like,
you guys are the only ones that got our back. All right.
They're the first ones. First
There
ones
weren't
with
no
the dev
games
kit.
out.
What a smooth looking game. That I mean, listen, I would have definitely bought that game if it wasn't roguelike. If it wasn't a roguelike game,
that's
I would have definitely bought it. But because of that, and because of my hatred for that type of game, I have to pass on it unless it's like $20.
You know what's fucked up about
Look,
like roguelike?
I was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
there's some that like just get you.
Well, if they
That's
do it
the
right.
that's the fucked up
It
thing
looks like
about
this
it.
is one that's
This
done
is
right.
one that
though.
looks
Yeah,
like it, though.
a lot of people just. I haven't heard anyone complain about it.
You have to
They
get
really,
good,
yeah, they
though.
really enjoy it.
You have to get good
Yeah.
at it, though.
But I thought the same thing, and people were like, "You should get it. You should get it." And I was like, "I ain't buying that. I don't like those kinds of games, man. I ain't doing it."
Right.
So finally, the CAG man just sent it to me.
Oh, yeah?
Showed up on my doorstep.
Damn. He's like, you're going to play this.
You are going to play this.
Guess I ain't got no choice now, and I played it, and it makes you want to get better.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good
And
game.
it makes you want. It doesn't feel like those roguelike games where you're just like, oh man, I gotta start over, because you get to keep some things, and you can get to a certain part where then now you start from that part.
Then that's better.
That's a lot better.
That's a lot
That's
better.
a lot better. And
That's
some
better.
roguelites do that. Like Children of Mortar
Children
did.
of Mortar.
Children of Mortar did stuff like that, and that'll
Okay.
get me enough to play, because if I could keep some stuff, and if I beat a certain area,
Yep.
that means I don't
That's
have to
it.
go
You
back
don't
to it
gotta go
again.
back to it.
Then that's good.
Well,
That's-
if they give you some type of gratification
Yes.
for doing something,
Yes.
then that's worth playing.
That's
if
like,
they just kill you and take all your stuff, then
Fuck
that's
that game.
And you
terrible.
start and you start from the
Right.
beginning, like Dead Cells and
Oh,
There's a
no.
bunch.
Enter the
There's a ton of
Gungeon
them.
and
There's a ton of
freaking
them.
like that.
Fuck the Gungeon, man. I hate that game.
But
Ugh.
it's about
Damn.
learning. It's about not beating it right away. You have to take about a year to get good enough to
Yeah.
beat something like
It's
that.
just- it's
It's
just
an
pain.
old school
Pain.
way of playing. like when
Pain.
you played Ninja Gaiden as a kid.
pain.
You probably didn't
Yep.
beat that for a good 3 years.
I beat,
it's a half an hour
it's
game.
pain.
I beat Ninja Gaiden 2 on Nintendo once.
It's a half an hour game.
and that's
That's the
easier
easy
than
one.
part
That's
one.
the easy one.
Huh?
What do you say?
And that's the easy one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 is the easy one, and that's some fucked up shit.
Listen, I
it's
take
still a tough game.
take great pride in making it to stage 6 on all of them. I call it a day. That's it. I call it a day. After that, it's over.
Stage
But
6.
But I mean, for Sony to buy them, that's a good move, because obviously they have a good handle on the PS5, and they're going to be funded better now, apparently.
Yeah.
Because of Sony.
Right.
And what they come out with next, whether it be a new title or a sequel or something.
Come out with Metroid.
Exactly. No, I'm saying they could be like,
could
put
you
a helmet
imagine?
on it. Put a helmet on it.
Vetroid with a V.
Metroid. I swear to God, you motherfuckers.
Not Retroid.
Metroid.
Retroid.
Yeah. Returnal, Retroid. it's fine.
Metroid. Yo, shit, that's awesome. I'd be like, yo, they got some balls to do that.
But I think
Retroid Prime.
I think they saw the bigger picture though.
Retroid Premiere.
Damn.
But
It'd be Retroid Primal.
what company made Primal, dude? I forgot about that game.
Midway.
That was a
Was that
polish.
Midway?
No, not Primal Rage.
Far Cry Primal.
Primal. That game, yeah, it looked good.
Primal Rage.
You're giving them ideas right now. We're giving them mad ideas.
They have the listen. They dropped the money. They
Some
got the
Sony
ideas.
exec is like,
Sony's like,
These level 857 dudes, they got some ideas. Right?
Retroid Primal.
Put us on the payroll now.
So they announced this. Listen, Sony announced this through a Twitter. Like they don't need video. They don't need anything. They just drop it on Twitter.
they don't
Make
need
the world
E3.
shake.
They don't need
They
anything.
don't need anything. They could have announced this at E3 and blew away Capcom.
Yeah. Oh God.
But they didn't.
I can blow away Capcom, and I have no games to announce.
Yeah.
I can say, yo, E3 was dope. Kill Capcom.
Damn.
But listen, they could have done something in an announcement form, but they just drop it on Twitter, and that's all they had to do. But apparently, they used the same picture, and it just changed the name, and it said Bluepoint, welcome to the family. But that was leaked by mistake, apparently, from Japan, Sony of Japan. And I don't know if it's just a thing they were testing. Maybe they're going to offer them money or something. I don't know, because they didn't say they bought Bluepoint yet. But to have that drop, it's the same art. So I don't know if they just had that placement there.
Yeah.
But they released that
Somebody fucked up.
after the fact.
You don't
And then they
that
pulled
moment I
that.
realized he
Their
fucked up.
social media manager is fired.
Yeah, that guy fucked up.
They pulled that down now.
up.
So they still haven't announced that they bought Bluepoint. And Bluepoint is the company that made all the remakes for Sony. Like,
Shadow Colossus
Yeah,
and
yeah.
well,
Demon Souls.
the latest
was
one
the
was
most
Demon
recent.
Souls. They did Shadow Colossus. They did Uncharted Trilogy. They're the kings of making older titles new again. And I don't know if they bought them to be
Like
that.
M2.
Pretty much. Yes. But I don't know if they bought them to continue making remakes and polishing them up again and use them for their strengths, or will they be able to make a new game? I don't know whether they're up to make a new game. I mean, obviously they can program anything.
Yeah.
They do the game perfectly like it was. Like the biggest thing, if they did Demon Souls and it didn't play like the old game, but it didn't play old like the old game, but it played like the feeling of the game was still the same, and they get the magic that it takes to get you to still like the game if it's remade.
It's all about the
Because
magic.
you've seen remakes and they mess up how the magic.
Yep.
And you're like, this is trash.
And then you get blacklisted for a while. Like, don't ever trust that company again.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the Sega ages.
Sega ages, yo.
You've seen companies do remakes and destroy them, and like they don't have any magic.
Not Switch Sega Ages
No.
games, but
No.
PlayStation 2
No, the
Sega
original-
Ages.
Yeah,
original
PlayStation 2, yeah.
Just want to make that
The
distinction.
2500 series,
Yes.
awful,
They were bad.
awful.
They're
But
bad.
yeah,
They shit on
Hey,
everything.
but listen, Bluepoint does make astonishing games
And
if
beer. I'm sorry.
Oh dear God!
Blue
Come
Point.
on,
He
man.
said Blue Point. I'm sorry. I said Blue Point.
This is a different company.
I'm sorry.
This is Bluepoint Games.
Yeah.
So we are anticipating and saying that Sony is going to buy them, and it wouldn't be out of the question. So more power to them. They need to buy some things. They haven't bought companies in a while, and these are solid companies. These are like AAA developers.
Get them
Like,
before Microsoft buys them all again.
Microsoft probably had the money up, and they're like, "Listen, we know y'all do Sony, but come on."
Yeah, like enough of this shit.
Yeah.
They're buying everybody.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't played a bad Bluepoint game, so if they do pick that up, that's a solid pickup. And of course,
And it's-
Housemarque
I think they will.
is also a great pickup.
He said, Marquis. Why did you have to say that?
Smart.
Housemarque, that's a great pickup too.
Oh, so is that John from Intrigue Gaming in the chat?
Yes, it is.
John
Yeah.
from Intrigue Gaming.
What up,
Oh, yeah.
John?
What's good, man?
Yo.
An Emerald Wizard.
The Emerald Wizard, yes, welcome.
And
The
The
Emerald
Emerald
Wizard.
Visit has entered the
Yes,
chat.
yes.
And he's been here for a minute, so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I know. We couldn't interrupt.
I know.
But yeah, let us know what you think about these acquisitions, and let's see what titles they pop up, and hopefully they're going to be AAA.
Think it's going to be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Let us know. Let us know.
Good.
Real good.
Not good. What?
Good. All right.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Dante and Skyrim's Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin? Dovahkiin.
They should have just said Dragonborn.
They did say Dragonborn.
It was Dragonborn.
You should just put that in there. Yeah. I don't know who the fuck Dovahkiin is.
Dovahkiin.
That's probably his real name, right?
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
But he's a me, so he's not even real. All right. They're all not real.
No,
but
they're not. They're just there.
He's just less real.
Yeah.
But they joined Smash Brothers as me fighters. Plus they got Shantae and they got
Lloyd.
Lloyd from
Tales.
Tales series.
Yes. I can let you talk about this because I know you're well versed in your Smash Brothers.
I
lore.
thought the whole thing was hilarious because I'm a big Smash Brothers fan, and they always have their 1,000,001 leaks. This person's gonna be in the game. This person's gonna be in the game. Blah 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 blah. And nobody knows shit at the end of the day. Okay, nobody
apparently.
knows. Not one person out there knows a damn thing about who's gonna be released.
Well,
Nobody.
They weren't completely wrong though.
Oh no, they were.
Well,
Anybody- any of
they're
these
all
characters-
costumes. That's what they were predicting.
Well, they're technically in the game.
And online, they were calling this the Me Massacre because everyone who was like confirmed got deconfirmed
Yeah.
in seconds. And
Yeah.
the first one was Lloyd because he was like the last Me costume that wasn't confirmed.
Right.
And they're like, oh shit, they started with Lloyd. And then they went to Dragonborn. And people were like, okay, Dragonborn, that's cool. And then when Dante hit, everyone was like depressed and sad.
I don't
And
understand.
I'm like,
It was a long shot.
Bayonetta is basically the same character.
Bayonetta
but
has been in the
female.
game for years.
Yeah, it's like it. I
Bayonetta
didn't
is
think
the same
I didn't think Dante was gonna be in it because Bayonetta is basically the same fucking character.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll give you the reason. I'll give you a quick reason why Dante was. I never believed Dante would be in this game because he was in PlayStation All Stars.
Yeah.
That's
you
another.
can't-
Yeah, that's another.
yeah.
You
reason.
can't have him be in
Yes.
both of those games, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is the crossover that we were waiting for." He's in both.
People don't think they just want.
Yeah, I know.
They don't think about like.
Would Dante make a good? Yeah, he
I
would
thought,
be a good character.
If
in
you
it.
really figure it out.
But
and
never did I
moveset-
believe he would be in the game.
I didn't think he'd be in.
Right.
He was a great character in PlayStation All Stars.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
It was
He's better
good.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah. But it's like, and Shantae,
Yes.
it's like you know.
Yes.
Shantae is big, but she's not big enough to be a main character in Smash.
Listen, if Shovel Knight is an assist trophy,
exactly.
then if he can't get in the game as a character, then Shantae can't get in the character.
I mean, would she be nicely represented in there as a chick in the game? Yeah, that's dope. But there's only so much space in the game. And they're down to the last character. If
Isn't
they
there-
announce Shantae as the last character, people will be furious.
Isn't there a
It's going to be M. Bison.
Isn't there an indie? isn't there an indie version of Smash Brothers? With
yeah,
the
yeah,
indie,
yeah.
I forgot the name of the.
They have.
No, not
Brawlha-
not Brawlhalla. No.
Brawlhalla,
No. That's
Brawl-
another one.
Something Brawl.
Something Brawl.
Well,
you
they
have it.
They have a
Indie
what you call
peeps.
it? No, the night.
But it's all Shovel
They have
Knight's in
Shovel
it.
Knight in it.
They have
Shantae's in it. All
Hyper
the
Light Drifter.
all the
that's the
Drifter.
all the indie game
shit.
characters are in this.
Yeah.
Isn't that a 3D
Smash
fighter,
Brothers
though?
like?
Is what?
Yeah,
It's a 3D fighter.
Well, no.
Oh, no, it's size.
No,
That's the same shit,
It's
same
Smash
shit.
Brothers identical. It's
It's a
ripped
Smash
off.
Bros. I'm not good at.
Yeah.
I tried playing, I was getting waxed. I'm like, yo, I ain't playing this shit.
But it's with the indie characters.
It's crazy how heartbroken people get. Like, just get over it.
See, I think this is the thing.
Yeah.
And they had the Kazuya presentation, right? And Sakurai's like, this will be the last character. The next character is the last character in Smash Brothers. And I think he needs to basically put it out of its misery because the fans are ruining it.
It's becoming like a sickness.
And before it was fun, and it's fun for me every time.
Yeah.
Every time they announce someone, they got the big trailer, and I'm like, oh, who the fuck is it? Because, you know,
They're not.
I'm already happy with my characters, whatever. But if they
Nothing is good enough now, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. No
Nothing.
one's ever going to be happy. You could announce Goku. Everyone's not going to be happy. You could announce Crash. Not everyone's going to be happy. You could announce Master Chief, Ryu Hayabusa, anybody.
Rayman.
Someone's gonna be pissed.
Someone and a big bunch of people are going to be butthurt
But it's
because
not-
of one fucking character.
It's gonna
But
be the
listen,
Toxic Crusader.
Yeah.
It's not even. Yeah.
Exactly. If I was Sakurai, I'd be like this. Oh, this is how y'all gonna act? I'm the last fucking character. Go fuck yourself.
And that's the only one they'll be happy about.
You
But
know?
listen, they're not gonna be mad at the character. It doesn't matter who the last character is. They're gonna be mad that it's the last character.
Yes.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
this dream is over.
If they said it's this
done.
guy,
Well-
but we have another pack, they'd be like, oh yes, and then maybe
don't-
there's a possibility of my character. It's
I don't
like-
think there's gonna be another pack, man.
I don't
Oh,
think there
hell
is. No, he's not gonna
it's
do it.
done. But the fact that they
I think-
did this to us and said there's 5 more, now
know
you
what?
give people hope that you're gonna do it over and over and over.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, it would be amazing though if Sakurai was like, "Yo, this
I'm
is
out.
this is the last character. That's it." He announces it, and that's it, guys. I'm out. But I got someone else here. He's my.
Okay,
he's my
yeah.
He's gonna take over. He's gonna take
no,
over.
he's my apprentice. I've been training him all this time, and we're coming out with a new game with all the mature game characters that can't be in regular Smash Brothers, and this is a spin-off.
Everyone will sit there like this.
Yo, that would be crazy though.
Everyone
Imagine
will
that.
be like, man, fuck that.
Well, yeah.
I thought you.
Well, you gotta have a good lineup though. You gotta.
I thought you were gonna be like, he's gonna bring over this dude, and it's Reggie, and his
Well,
body
yeah.
is ready, and he's back with Nintendo.
Reggie Fils-Aimé, not Radical Reggie though. Nobody wants that game. Nobody wants that game.
Disrespect.
We don't want Radical Reggie in Smash.
Oh, Reggie wouldn't want to be in Smash at all. He's like, this fake.
That'd be a fun
fake
character.
game.
It's gonna be Star Fox's ship.
What if it was? What if it was?
No, I
Reggie
wanted to
in
be the
Smash?
Tetris piece. Fuck it. But
Touch.
I think that would be kind of epic.
yeah,
I
be
would
dope.
laugh. I wouldn't be mad.
Like a floating Tetris piece that just goes crazy when you hit the button.
It's just a bunch of pieces.
What if
put
what if
together.
it's us
I wish.
from Retromania?
I doubt it. We
Yeah,
haven't been told. We haven't been told.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
It's a
But-
surprise. It's a surprise.
What do you think of the toxic character inclusion in these games? Like, no one's gonna be happy regardless.
I don't even know anything about Smash, man. You know what I mean? I play real fighting games.
Yo, he made that joke during Fighter
I
Fridays.
feel that, man. I
No,
feel
no,
that.
but
I'm
the
not
thing
a
is,
Smash guy
I
at
can't
all,
even
man.
hate on that comment because Smash Bros is a fighting
community's
platformer.
toxic.
Yeah.
It's a platforming fighting game. It's not really like a Mortal Kombat or Street
No, it's not a
Fighter.
fighter.
It's its own thing. It's its own
It's
thing.
the highest selling fighting game in the history of game.
It's a fighting platformer game.
It's not.
It's a fighting
It's a
game.
platforming fighting game. That's what it is.
Yeah, Kung Fu is a fighting
I'm
game.
not.
Doesn't
I'm
mean
not
I gotta play
hating,
it.
man. I think people who love it, that's great. I'm not hating. I just do that to get under people's skin who love
No,
it.
it's a fighting.
I can't even hate on that. to
It's
be
a
honest.
fighter party game.
It does have the most. It has the most sex offenders than any freaking fighting.
Yeah, that community
Yeah,
is
it's like
super toxic.
it probably has the worst community.
I will agree on that. It might have the most
might have
toxic
the
community.
worst.
It
Toxic.
probably gets the award for.
So it's it
There's a
actually.
lot- there's a lot of people who bought it though. There's a small fraction of the actual community.
15 million.
no, that's a
Minion.
It is a system seller though. It is.
Yeah. And
I
I
love
will
the
fact
say
game.
that
there's
that
a lot of
legacy-
things they did that made me want to start playing when they announced that like the Dragon Quest guys.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Hero.
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 Yeah.
See.
When
That
they
was pretty
announced
dope.
like the what is it? Was it the Rathalos or the Rathion?
Oh,
was
from
going to be in there from Monster.
from
Oh,
Hunter.
Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like a summon.
I
Yeah.
almost bought in, but I was just like, nah, man. Every time I buy this game,
Yeah.
I just shelf it. I can't.
That's the
play
thing
it.
with this game. They try to sucker people in who don't play it.
They still buy it.
Like yeah. And they'll buy it. They
still
won't.
buy it.
Yeah, they'll buy it, play it for a week, and they will stop. And the funny thing is, we were talking about this before.
Yes.
If they made Alucard a character, you would fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like it
I'm
depends
not a
on
player
if
at
you
all.
like that character.
Yes.
But the
you
fact-
might think about fucking with
Yeah.
it.
The fact that there's so much in there
was.
and how much it represents in gaming, there's pretty much someone in there for everyone.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to play it after.
It's very true. It's very true. That's why.
No, exactly. There's a lot of characters that are cool, you know. But I ain't. Yeah. Maybe if they put Retroid Primal in it, I might.
They're gonna
coming out.
put
It's
they're gonna
coming
put
out.
one of the characters from Among Us.
It's on the PS5 exclusive.
Dude, if they
Smash
do that,
Brothers exclusive on PlayStation.
Imagine, yeah.
All right, so this
Good day.
that's what we'll do
weird.
right now.
It'll be called Smash Brothers All Stars.
Oh man,
And they have
Damn.
everyone. Then
Oh,
you'll get
man.
Crash finally. Actually, Sony can't even get Crash. He's out of the game.
Crash is not on it.
not in the game.
He's not in anything.
He's not going to be in the
they
game.
gotta
He's
get
not
Rayman.
anything.
They gotta get Rayman.
I think Rayman's an easy one. I think that's an easy one.
That's a
They'd
no-brainer.
be like, here he goes, Rayman piece. That's it. He wouldn't even
It
announce
makes sense.
It's gonna be Vector Man.
I think Rayman makes the most sense. Obviously, for me, Ryu Hayabusa would, but
I want Ryu Hayabusa.
Ryu
gonna be-
Hayabusa, in terms of his impact on video games, he should be in the game.
I tell you, and I tell you all the time.
Yep.
I think if they wanted to end this with a bang, with the most people happy, I
Ryu
know people
Hay-
will still be mad.
Ryu Hayabusa is the most bang.
No, Master Chief. If they announce Master Chief, get Microsoft in there because they're already talking with them. It's already been rumored, blah blah
They
blah.
already got Minecraft in there.
And they got Banjo.
Minecraft,
And they got Banjo.
Minecraft. But listen,
And
if
Banjo.
But
if-
they don't
if
have
he was-
Booger Man. Let me say
If it was the last, I'm saying though, if that was the last one, I think people would be satisfied enough to be like, okay, at least we got that.
I think there's a
That's
chance.
it.
I do think
No,
there's
I
a
think,
chance.
I think Master Chief is a chance, yeah.
The funny thing, I don't rule out after the Kazuya reveal. I don't rule out a lot of people. Like
No.
before, I ruled out Ryu Hayabusa. I don't rule it out because I don't think Nintendo gives a shit of what people want.
Yeah.
Like I think they think about. All right, think about Kazuya and Tekken. He has a big impact. Tekken's a big impact on the video game industry. Look at Ryu Hayabusa and how Koei Tecmo is butt buddies with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And look at the history from the NES to the 3D games. That's a big fucking influence.
I think it's gonna be Ryu.
So if it's Ryu Hayabusa, it's
gotta
like
be Ryu.
there's no lore from the Ninja Gaiden games in Smash whatsoever. No spirits, no assist trophies.
I think it's gonna be-
nothing.
It's gonna be Ryu.
So how do you and you have no official ninja in that game? Greninja does not count in neither does
Greninja is
Sheik.
a ninja.
So how do you not put him last?
It's gonna be him.
Like technically it
It'll
has
be
to
nice.
be him.
It'll be
I
nice.
think
But
it's gonna be him.
I have no idea what
How
they're
would you
thinking.
not
Probably gonna
represent-
be Naruto.
How would you not represent?
I will
Listen,
throw his bottle of beer at your face.
how would you not represent Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden with one character?
That's
That's
it's
already
to
a
me
fighting
it's a
game.
no-brainer.
It should have been
That's a
happening.
no-brainer.
It should have happened though.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, it should have happened like this.
And the
video.
soundtracks. Kazuya has 39 tracks
Yeah,
from
it's crazy.
Tekken.
Tekken has some dope
39
music.
It's
tracks
39 tracks.
for one character.
Tekken has
wow.
dope music.
You're
man.
bugging if you don't put Ryu Hayabusa.
He does have music.
How many characters are in this game?
81.
81.
That's
82
crazy.
after this last reveal.
And that's
There's
not,
no
What
way
fight-
that game's balanced.
What fighting games do you know has that?
Oh no, this Kazuya is broken as fuck. I mean, they make updates all the fucking time because people
They have to.
exploit the characters
They have
and
to.
shit.
It's not. It's pretty balanced though. It's definitely the most.
How's the net code?
Oh, well,
No.
well,
That's
no
that's
net code.
Nintendo.
There's
Trash.
no rolling net code.
This is Nintendo.
Red
Yeah.
trash.
Nintendo.
That's
we're
like
talking
huge for me.
Yeah. It's,
Oh no, it's terrible.
It's.
It's not the worst.
I don't have bad.
No,
lag
it's the
usually.
worst.
No, dude.
It's the worst.
recently,
the worst.
All right,
Well,
recently.
Well, you do 4-player constantly. You do 4-player constantly.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
still
it.
the worst.
well,
It's gonna be the worst of 4 people. Ever.
Recent-
One-on-one, it's still the worst.
recently,
Fuck.
I've been playing Smash a lot lately. I probably could say out of like 30 matches, 3 lags.
Yeah,
It's
something
like
like that. Yeah.
It's
I'll
actually been better.
It's like
Really?
It's been better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's been better.
Well,
So-
we gonna find out on Friday.
yeah.
Oh.
When there's 4 people, that's a big deal. But right now, we're gonna have Joel predict the last character. Right now, Joel is going
on,
to
man.
predict the last character in Smash Brothers.
non-Smash
You heard
player.
it here first.
The non-Smash player. Go.
Okay. Jago.
From
Yeah,
Killer
yo,
Instinct?
Killer Instinct.
Okay.
All right.
You know what?
Yo.
You never know.
You never know.
You
dude.
never know.
It
I
could
like
be
it.
anybody at this point.
Imagine.
I think Wesker would be cool.
Nah, you already said it.
No, man.
You already said the last character.
Yeah.
All right.
There is no
Yeah,
more.
that's
All
it.
right.
Are you making a prediction?
No,
Okay.
I'm just throwing out
Nah,
random names to make
I
people
think
laugh.
it's- I think it's
Jago could've been in
Reaver.
it. I don't know.
And
But would you play it if he was in it, Jago?
Nah.
It'd just be cool. It'd just be cool.
And Pac-Man
Like,
Case is in the chat,
Pac-Man case. Yo.
and he says that wasn't Crash in PlayStation All Stars.
No, surprisingly.
No.
believe
He was
was.
not. I
funny
thought
thing
this, You know what? I
thought
thought
he
the same.
was.
I thought he was also.
He wasn't. Isn't that the most
Because-
crazy thing? You
And
can't
I
Sony-
owned the game, and I
Sony-
thought the same thing.
Because Sony didn't
was like,
own
no.
Crash then. They
Right.
still don't own him, but they're closer to Sony now. But back when that came out, that was all. I think it was Universal.
How did they not own?
I thought it was
He
Naughty
wasn't on
Dog.
the PlayStation Classic either.
Is that not Naughty Dog?
I thought it was.
How did
No,
It's not.
originally it was. That's when they were close to Sony.
Oh,
Right.
originally
yeah,
it was.
and then they
okay.
went out and made all those bad games.
How did Sony not own their original mascot?
No, that's crazy.
because that
No,
wasn't.
their original mascot was Polygon Man.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't the
Purple
original.
polygon face guy.
Yeah, it wasn't the original.
What?
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was their guy.
Okay. Yeah, that was Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
Oh, hold on. I see someone in the chat guys singing this song. Radical Reggie.
Yeah, he's happy because Bill Cosby's free.
Bill Cosby.
That's
What
cool.
do you mean about
No, that's good stuff.
I got no comment on that.
I didn't even say one word of English.
No, I was talking about you. I'm just
Oh, okay.
saying, in general, that whole Bill Cosby thing.
Neither does.
Zero comments.
Well, we still got one more news, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys, we gotta move
I
on.
forgot.
Perfect segue.
Let's move on.
Legacy of Kain Soul Weaver Remastered. Maybe
Yes.
this year.
That's going to make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, man.
In 2020.
That's awesome news.
So we talked about this earlier this year, I believe. Well, maybe last year.
Yeah.
But
It was a big news topic.
Actually, this
it was a
with-
rumor.
This
It
was
was a
with
rumor.
actually Reggie was on our as a guest on the podcast when we talked about this.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So if for none of these titles, there's 5 titles for the Soul Weaver, well, Legacy of Kain series,
Yeah.
and then one that wasn't released. For that not to have one single remake
That's crazy.
is insane. With the like, with Bluepoint making all these titles, you would think, hey, guys, step up and make some Soul Reaver for people, because that was the pinnacle of like polish back when the PlayStation was out. This was original PlayStation,
Yeah.
and the Dreamcast.
You played it recently.
I did play it
yeah.
recently,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let me tell you about
looks
that.
good.
Let me tell you about that playthrough. So certain games have a certain nostalgia to people. So I like to go back and play stuff and see if it still holds up. So that's why I throw on Throwback Thursday.
Throwback.
But,
Yep.
but I like to see if it holds up. The way the game starts, the way the story is told,
It's the best, man.
the way the music plays with it, it's so epic
Yeah.
and so amazing. Even back then with the graphics that it had, it was still classic. And it was played out and acted so well. They don't have to hire new voice actors. Take the red audio,
Dub that shit over.
put it right into the new games.
Just
I don't
polish
care.
the game
If
itself,
you need
yeah.
somebody to imitate the voice to do a new line,
Yeah.
just do it. But you don't have to hire people.
I
again.
got that. I'll work for free.
Because apparently all the voice actors aren't around anymore. But just use it. Just use the same thing. It was already polished enough.
Yeah.
The game itself is good for the time that it was out, but
update.
that needs to be updated.
Just updated.
It's like Sonic Adventure. It needs to be.
Yeah.
It was dope at the
The
time,
camera-
but you got to fix the
the
camera.
camera
issues,
needs to be
the
adjusted
textures,
much better.
The environment. Needs
Obviously,
to
the
be fixed.
graphics will be better,
Yeah.
but I'm saying gameplay wise, you need something to tell you where to go in that game.
yes.
Hit the button, have
Oh, yeah.
something tell you which way to go.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes,
the
yes.
map and everything that tells you where to navigate in that game is
The app-
completely busted.
The freaking the
No,
weird
there's
thing
nothing.
that
There's nothing.
there was like a sensor or some shit that like
There's
changed
nothing.
colors. I'm like,
There's nothing. So I got lost in that game for a good hour
oh, yeah.
on my stream, and I was like, it started so good, and I just got lost completely.
Yeah.
And I've beaten the game. I've beaten all of those games, and they're astounding. The storyline, even if you want to start at Legacy of Kain, which is weird
Yeah.
because they're starting at Soul Reaver, if they do this. Legacy of Kain was the first one. And if they redo that in 3D, I'd be like, oh my gosh, come
How
on.
old is Legacy of Kain?
That was
Old.
Wasn't it a PC?
That was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was a
It was
PC.
late 90s.
Damn.
It was PC and
It's Blood Omen, right?
Blood
Yes.
Omen was the
First
first
one,
one.
Yes,
Yes.
Blood Omen.
That might have been 97,
Yes.
97, 98.
Old.
Yeah, it was a PC.
We're
title.
not
Maybe.
even in and then Soul Reaver was is that early 2000s or is that still 90s?
When Dreamcast came out, they came
99.
out again. It came
You
out
guys
on
are making me
PlayStation.
feel old with all these. I was like, man, I was old when I played that.
That was yesterday. That was yesterday.
I know, dude. Like,
It's only like
That's
2 years
awesome.
ago, like 2,
That's
3
awesome.
years, right?
But Dreamcast is what, 2001, right?
Dreamcast?
Yeah.
99.
I mean, when Soul Reaver was the original title? Was it original?
It was either 2000.
You make me look
So
it up
2000.
right
Okay. I'll say it came out in 2000.
I'm gonna say 2000 because
no, Legacy of Kain's 99.
Like it came.
Oh, 99?
That's 99. Okay.
Well, the Soul Reaver one.
No, that was PlayStation. Dreamcast came out in 2000.
right.
It came out
Oh.
later. It came out again.
Dreamcast, the Dreamcast console was released in '99.
Soul Reaver came out August 16th, 1999.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
For
Okay.
PlayStation. For PlayStation. But it was great for PlayStation. But
Right.
that's the last time you heard of it. And it's crazy because the amount of
Right.
people remaking games, no one says, hey, Soul Reaver was a good one. I mean, how many times has Lara Croft come back out? Like that was around the time when Tomb Raider was the shit. And that has so many, it's been remade countless times and like
Rebooted.
redone completely in the
Bad.
storyline and everything.
Bad.
Redone. So let's do Legacy of Kain storyline. It has all these games.
Yeah.
It's like a Legend of Zelda. Like, why wouldn't you mess with that?
Yeah.
Just do it all over, starting from Legacy of Kain. I don't even want to see it start with Soul Reaver, but I will buy it in seconds.
Talk about a forgotten franchise, man.
In seconds, I would
is
buy
one,
that.
That is one of those that's like nobody talks about that shit.
And they should. We talk about it.
Yeah.
We will continue to talk about it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even know that was in the works, so I think that's great.
it's been talked about. Like, it's been rumored for a while
And
now.
this is the second time I'm hearing. We got the article in our
I talked
on
with
our
I talked with the indie guys who were working on it as a small team.
right.
And something happened with that, and they couldn't do it, or they couldn't finish it, or whatever.
Right.
And they had like a thing online that showed you it. Obviously, it's not going to be as polished as what they can do now. So I can imagine something like a Bluepoint doing it over. But apparently, who knows what they're doing? But hey, Sony, let's get in there.
Gotta get it.
New
We gotta get it.
exclusive.
We gotta make it happen.
I think rather than remaster, it needs like a remake. I think a remake.
I think
a
a remake
no,
remake would be,
no.
would be beautiful.
No,
But keep the
remake
voices
has to
though.
be a
Just
remake.
take the
Yeah,
voices.
yeah, keep everything.
Keep everything storyline wise.
There's some games that came out long ago. It's like if they say a remaster, be like, I prefer just redo the fucking shit because it.
And if they
be
do though,
really
also if they can, if they for whatever reason they
It was
can't,
done well enough.
if they can't get those same voice actors,
You don't
or
have to
whatever,
get them.
Just get somebody to do the same shit.
Yeah.
Like to mimic the same
Give me
exact.
$50. I'll do every character. What do you need?
Like if they took Metal Gear and they took the same exact audio from Metal Gear Solid,
They
1,
should have.
and they didn't change it at all. They just kept the same recordings. Why not just do that? Like
Yeah.
you don't want them to change it. So same with Soul Reaver. Keep that. Change the game.
Yeah.
Keep the voices.
Would you play
That's
a
it.
remake of Clock Tower 2?
Yeah,
I
Reggie
would
stay.
definitely-
He loved that shit.
I would definitely play a remake of Clock Tower 2. Scissor Man has to be repulsive and little. And ugly. He still has to have the same graphics as the PlayStation.
He's got to be corny as hell. He's
I
got
want him to
say,
hide behind the door still, and
wanna-
then shock the hell out of me and not move. But but like CK and Soul Reaver, as good as a masterpiece as it is, hopefully that this rumor is actually real, and it keeps popping up. So there has to be some smoke to the like. There's fire there. Actually, this is smoke. There's fire. So
I think it'll be done.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of these
I
companies
want it to
does
be
it.
done.
I think it will.
and I want it to be done right. Don't do no Ubisoft.
Yes.
Don't make a Prince of Persia.
Yes.
And then cancel that shit. Like,
Oh, God.
hopefully, listen, that's not out yet. I can't talk about it. Maybe they're fixing it. Maybe they're fixing
I
it.
hope
But
they
I
are.
hope it doesn't come out like a low budget title. Please put some money behind
the
this.
Sands of Time, like
I honestly
And that's
don't
a great
think
game.
that doesn't need a remake.
that
doesn't need a remake.
Sands of Time.
No, hell no, it doesn't need a remake. It's fine. Leave it alone.
I have to play it. I haven't played
The original is great.
Original's very good.
Original's great.
I haven't
Very
played it in
great
a long
game. Leave it
time.
alone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone's like remakes.
Well, no, I'm saying they
leave
made it
alone.
though. They already did it, and it looked busted. It looked busted.
Which one?
The remake of Sands of Time.
Oh, is that the?
It was busted looking. It looked like
Prince of
Sega.
Persia?
It looked like one of the Sega busted remakes.
I'm trying to remember which one. Did I
Which
play
one
that?
was
I
that?
don't think I played that.
No, it's
one.
not out. It's not
Oh,
out.
okay,
It was just
alright.
it was just a video, a leaked video, but it's
It
not
looked
out.
like shit.
Oh yeah.
Don't do it then. Don't
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Don't do it.
Whatever that one that looked like God of War kind of.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that one.
gotta
Definitely. I want to
chill
see
with
that.
that.
I want to
Stop.
see that one.
Man, they got.
Hey, listen, there's still a lot of titles that they need to go back and still make. There's franchises that are left in the dust.
Yeah.
That are still
I can give them a list.
great. So, like we said before, the title's still not out. In the comments, let us know if you're excited about a Soul Reaver remake or remaster.
Yeah.
Tell us which one you want.
Yeah.
Or do you just want to play the old game? Just tell them to release all of them in one collection.
Imagine.
That's easy, man. It's easy.
Why not? Why not?
It's an easy
At
purchase.
least let it be known.
Yeah. All right.
I would buy that.
Yeah.
See?
No, it's an easy. It's a no-brainer. It's like, oh, everything in one.
I'd
Right.
buy that for $1.
Yep.
For real. $1. Sorry.
All right.
Think
Bathroom
about
break, y'all.
Bathroom break.
And I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Glad it
All right.
was
Sorry, guys.
Too old.
Nah, it's called beer. It's called beer.
Oh,
beer,
my
yes.
God.
It's called beer.
All right. Now we got to Joel, if you have to use the restroom, go right ahead. This is the time to do it.
I didn't even know there was a break. Everyone just took off.
Sorry,
I was like,
no,
what's going
I
on?
saw them struggling. Like they were like shaking before, like through the news. I'm like, oh shit, we gotta do this.
They
bathroom
can't
break.
hold their beer. I don't know what it is. They
Nah,
can't
if
hold
you
their
guys,
beer.
and we're talking to the chat right now, so
Let me go take a
shout out to
bathroom
everybody
break,
in the
too.
chat. What's good, man? Historic nerd.
Historic
What's up?
nerd.
A remake of
Oh, so
the
they
remake
can hear us.
What
of
was
Sega's Shinobi. Oh wow, yeah, yeah, man.
a remake of what? Sega Shinobi. The first one? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to see a remake of that. They have an arcade. They have a Sega Ages of the Arcade, right?
Right.
They got Sega Master System
Yeah.
version of Shinobi. I'd rather see Shinobi 3 or Revenge of Shinobi remade before I see the first one. That's just my opinion.
Hey man,
No,
everybody.
Revenge of Shinobi's a masterpiece. There's no reason to touch that. Mine's the remake Shinobi 3.
It's good the way it is.
Some people are purists, man, and that's cool. That's cool.
But number 3, that's
cool.
when he got the, you could dash and do a slash. He had like a jump kick. Like,
Oh.
Alucard. Did Alucard have a jump kick in Symphony of the Night?
Since
Alucard? Yeah. Did he have a jump kick at all?
No.
No, he didn't have a jump
he
kick.
had the dash, the floor
A
swoop,
back dash.
like
Okay, a back dash.
and the
But
back dash.
other Castlevanias for the Game Boy Advance or whatever like that, a lot of the
Yes.
protagonists had like jump kicks and stuff like that.
Yes,
They
yes,
had
yes.
that for Shinobi 3, and I thought that was pretty cool. He was even riding on a horse. It looked funny seeing a ninja riding a horse, but I was impressed by that.
Since we're on the subject of remakes, I was gonna say one remake that I was like, "What the hell?" The Prince of Persia, where it was just literally named Prince of Persia,
Oh,
and you couldn't die. It was a reboot.
Xbox.
Xbox
Cell
360.
shaded?
It was a 360. Yes,
You
cell
liked
shaded.
it a lot, right?
It wasn't. No,
You didn't like it a lot.
What
It
about
was
that 360 one?
It was good, but it wasn't like it was weird, man.
right?
Like you couldn't die in the game. Like
That's trash.
You
It
lent
was
it
a
to
good-
me. I never played it.
it was a good concept. Like I love puzzles and stuff. I love 3D puzzles. I love puzzle games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that aspect of the game was fun.
Yeah.
But the fact that like when you got to the combat, or even when you were doing the wall jumps or the puzzles or whatever, if you couldn't die.
Yeah.
You just couldn't die.
That's whack.
So it was more like I don't know. It was like an exploration game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more like one of those, which I'm not a fan of those types of games. I know there's a lot of people that like these type of games.
Mm-hmm.
Games like what was it, Journey?
Yes.
PlayStation Journey. It's like
Don't stop.
and no man, not that Journey, not that. Flower was another one that's like it's like a artistic type of game. Like this one had like more of like an artistic, like it wasn't
looked
about
cool.
It wasn't about like battling and stuff. It
What
was
about
more
that
about
other?
like exploration.
Did y'all ever mess with the other Prince of Persia that was for 360?
Warrior Within.
No, that's.
I played
think
the
it
first
was,
one.
no, this one's like not a sequel. It's just like it was.
It was the one where you can never die.
No, not that
That's
one.
the one I
No,
was just
no,
talking
no,
about.
no. See,
Chalk just walking in.
I don't think anyone knows.
Let me fill it.
No.
Let
But-
me. Go ahead.
But
Buzz.
before you fill in, historic nerd, going back to Shinobi, he said, "You ever play PS2 Shinobi?" Yes, I
Oh.
did play PS2. Is Joel there still? Joel, you there? No, he's
I'll
not
take
there.
a bathroom
He went to go bathroom break. I'm
Bathroom
gonna
break,
ask him if he played PS2 Shinobi because he loves Revenge Shinobi so much. I liked. A lot of people didn't like PS2 Shinobi. I did, and they also came out with a spin-off starring a female ninja. I think it was Kanachi. I thought that was good too. You have to like kill the people as fast as possible. If you, if you kill 4 people, he does this thing with his sword, sheaths it, and they all die. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I don't know. It's like I think the classic ones, the ones for the 3DS was an awesome freaking Shinobi. If you played Historic Nerd, if you played the 3DS one, that was a great Shinobi.
The which Prince of Persia are you referring to, man?
I think it's the Forgotten Sands.
Forgotten Sands. Yeah, that was good.
That
That
was.
one
good.
was so dope.
That was amazing. No, that was good.
Is that the second?
That
No,
no,
it's-
that was
it's
on
its own
360.
thing.
It was a 360, and it took everything that was good about.
All of them.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
Was it a reboot?
No,
Part 3? What
that
was
came out right after the Prince of Persia, the one that I was just describing to you,
Yeah.
the artistic whatever one that you can't die
came out
in.
after, yeah.
It
It,
came
almost
out
felt
right
like
after.
a reboot in a sense. And it was the end sequence was one of the cooler things I
Nah,
played
it
at
was
the end
good.
of it. It was really no one played it. Absolutely nobody played it.
I played it, man.
And it was
Forgot-
fucking
And that
dope.
was good.
Forgotten
that was a
Sands.
good.
I never played
that
it.
was a good one.
It was so good.
Joel, is that a Rastan shirt or is that a
Rasta.
Conan shirt?
Oh, you know what it is.
Uh oh.
It could be. He's a barbarian. He could
That's
be
like
anything.
Styx's. That's one of his favorite Master System games, man. It's freaking good games.
the only one
Rostan
that
is the
didn't go to
reason
Master.
why I bought a Master System.
Yeah, that might have been one of my first games for it.
Maybe.
I was in there.
You.
Here, I'll
you had
I'll
that.
show the chat so they can see.
Yeah.
Yep. Rostan. Yep.
That's the arcade version. That guy.
Yep.
That's dope.
Let's not talk about Rostan Saga 2, though.
Yeah,
That was 2 players, right?
I didn't know there was a part 3, dude.
There was a part.
I
three,
just
right?
saw that like this year.
There was 3 of them.
Yeah, it's a
Arcade?
super
You're the
wide
first
angle.
person to notice that know what that shirt is, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, you're dealing with the
Congratulations.
real deal. You're dealing with the real deal here.
Yeah,
Real
we-
Sega Master System guy.
We started with that.
Oh yeah.
Master System at NES.
Yeah, I played that. I streamed that 2 weeks ago. I can hum the music right now.
Please don't.
Oh, I'll tell you what. The music in that game is so good.
Yes.
It's so
Rostan
good.
was good.
Yes. I can sing
Both
all the music in
They,
it.
I don't- I feel like they recycle it on like
Oh, no, it's on every stage. It's on every stage.
level.
That's
Well,
how old
they
school
have
it
it-
is.
hmm No, it's the same 2
You know,
songs.
the first when you're outside and then when you go in the dungeon. In the dungeon it changes, and that's how good it is. You don't care.
No.
The music is that good. It doesn't even matter that they recycle
Let me
it
hear
on every
that.
stage.
Let me hear that track again.
Throw it back on. Throw it back on.
Throw that back on.
I wish Game Ground did that.
Oh,
Yo, the same first stage. Just
Yes.
throw the first
Just
stage
play the
on.
first stage song over the whole time.
First stage.
Oh, dude, I can't do Game Ground, man. I just can't.
I can't do the arcade one.
Wow, you got a
arcade is
beer in there,
hard.
dude. There's a beer in there. Oh. He's grabbing another one.
I forgot you guys had 2 coolers down here. Or a cooler
Well-
in the fridge.
It's time to chat with Media Glitch. Joel is in the house.
Yes.
My first question for Joel is,
Nah, not yet. So,
I thought that's what we were doing. I thought that's what we were doing.
Nigga talks face. He's like, yo.
if you got questions, throw them now. It's good. It's a good time to start.
Yo. It's the disrespect.
Yeah, anybody in the chat, you got any questions?
What happened? What happened?
yeah, you know what? I'm good. No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
No, and it was gonna be something funny to start off with, something lighthearted.
Go ahead.
How fun was it whooping my ass in Mortal Kombat 11?
If anyone didn't see that stream,
I saw. Yeah, I saw.
every last match, either fatality,
That's a friendship.
brutality, a friendship,
Friendship.
Oh, he played with you.
Oh, yeah,
you were
hell yeah.
having
He
fun.
played with you.
straight clown me
We was having fun.
the entire time.
it was what is it called? Friday Night Fights.
Fighter
What do you got?
Fridays.
So I see that you're streaming Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, oh man, he knows how to play Mortal Kombat. Sweet.
I wouldn't say know how to play Mortal Kombat.
So I go in there, and it took us a minute because he was on Xbox. I don't know why. And I was on the PS5.
Oh, shit.
Because it's a better system.
And so finally we connected, and man, I'm sorry to embarrass you like that in front of your audience. I did think, I was like, should I let him win one?
Don't ever let him win.
Don't
No,
let me
no,
win.
Should I let
never,
him win?
never,
Dude,
never.
no mercy.
You know why?
No mercy.
I mean, I
mercy,
wouldn't
man.
show you mercy.
Yeah.
No mercy.
Be as
dude.
disrespectful as possible.
Yes.
But you know what's really funny? I actually did steal one from him because his kids distracted him, and
Yes.
I was like, yeah,
I think he's still around. I think he's still around, right?
yeah. It was a round.
Oh,
I think it was a round.
And then I came back and just took the match.
Probably.
That's why you gotta link up with one of his kids, man.
Yo, be like-
the text will be like,
Yo, bother him, bother him.
bother your dad right
Yeah,
now.
distract him right
Bother
now.
him. What's good?
Here's a link to the stream. You can watch it.
Just yell, I fell real quick.
I hurt
in the other
myself.
room.
What happened? I got him.
Dad, I need you right now. Oh shit! Son of a bitch. No.
Listen, that's what makes Fighter Fighters so good.
Hell yeah.
Seeing you get
But you
your
know,
ass-
you're not the first person to lose to me. So
I've seen you and Reggie go at it.
Oh,
Those
yeah?
fights are pretty epic.
In Mortal Kombat.
And Mortal Kombat.
Reggie
yeah.
plays Mortal Kombat pretty good as
I
well.
haven't seen
Oh,
that.
they're pretty. Yeah, they're doing that
yeah.
thing. They're doing that thing.
Reggie don't play Street Fighter no more.
Reggie's learning.
Yeah. Did Reggie stop playing Street Fighter?
Yeah, I think we stopped them from.
I think
Oh.
we
I'll
stopped.
tell you what, Reggie puts it
Yeah,
down
he's
in
not the
Street
only
Fighter,
one, though.
No.
Damn.
He's not.
Yeah, I think Overthink Gaming and Reggie doesn't play Street Fighter anymore.
I think they retired.
They
man. I think
retired.
They do the challenge, you know. Reggie never formally did the challenge though. He only did it in Fighter Fridays. He never actually had like the showdown.
Joe, you saw that,
like the
right?
Super Bowl.
I did not.
You didn't
What
see it?
was
Like Reggie was talking all this smack to Chalk on his stream, saying Chalk ain't gonna get one round. I already know what he gonna do. He comes to the stream, gets his ass whooped.
Oh no!
Actually, he won. This is how it worked out. He won the first time, and then it was 1-1.
It was 1-1, and then he bounced.
And then he jetted.
left.
Yes.
And then y'all fought on another stream.
Yeah.
And you took 2-1. Was it 2-1 or?
He fought both of us on that stream.
Yeah.
Or
What
did
Street Fighter were you
you
playing?
sweep him?
I don't know. If
No,
I
no. He
swept
won
him.
with Bison. He got me with Bison. Then he got you, and then you got him, and then I got him, and then he left again.
Yeah, no, I fought. No, I had.
Actually, his controller busted. His controller got fucked
No,
up.
he got kicked. Because I beat him one round like pretty decisively, and then I was
he
beating him
jumped
the
out.
next round, and the game, his game just he got kicked.
No, he unplugged that shit, man.
He got
He unplugged that
Rage
shit.
quit.
He rage quit that shit.
Rage quit.
No, but then when I was fighting him, he kept looking like shaking because.
Oh yeah, it was he kept punching and he wasn't moving.
And I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
all right.
something that malfunctioned.
I was like, we gotta get another round,
yeah,
that
and,
wasn't
then he
motherfucker.
lost, and then he lost, and then he stopped.
But what were you guys? What version were you playing?
Street Fighter 5.
No, was that Street Fighter 5?
I think it was
That was Street Fighter 5.
He
It
was
was
playing
all
Street
the
Fighter
time.
5. Yeah,
We played Overthinking Alpha.
Oh, that's right. I was
yeah.
Blanca though. Right? Yeah. He taught mad shit when I was Ryu. Nope. When I was Blanca, there was no talking.
Overthink. We haven't seen him since.
Oh, everything stopped playing games in general.
He was he was our guest and everything, and it was like, no.
It's not below.
Oh, we love talking shit. Even when like Chalk
We'll have him
lost,
back.
even when Chalk lost to you in Mortal Kombat, it's all fucking hilarious. It's all,
Yeah, for real.
that's why it's like we always advertise Fire Fridays. It's either Chalk gonna get his ass kicked or he's gonna whoop someone's ass. It's one or the other.
Right.
It's
One or the
entertainment one way or another.
Something's gonna happen.
Never a double KO.
Yeah.
Nope.
He took it good. He took it.
Chalk, she isn't taking it good.
I do want to play.
Like,
I do want to play
I didn't.
part 2.
I showed Mercy a little bit.
I
But
do want to play some part 2. I haven't played in a long time though, but
He did some.
no, I know you
friendships.
said 2 was your shit.
You did friendships, man. That was good.
2 was your shit. I want to play you in 2, but I got. I
oh
need
yeah,
some-
Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
I'm probably the best at that one.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be a
That
good
was
link
my
up.
shit.
Yeah, that'd be a good link because you
But I
like
definitely
to.
have to. I definitely have to.
I'm about to say you better
I'm
get your
rusty
shit
as
together.
hell today.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
But who was your
Oh,
character
you-
in 2?
So, did you hear that story? I told this on my stream when Daniel Pacina, who plays Johnny Cage, he was on my. We had a stream like a month ago when Mortal Kombat the movie came out.
Really?
We just dogged all over it.
Oh, nice.
And one time, me and Daniel are sitting there, and when he goes to cons, he's got MK1 machine and MK2 machine, and I'm sitting there just hanging out at the booth, because we just kick it like that. And this dude comes up and he introduced himself as a Super Nintendo Mortal Kombat 2 champion. Like he's the champion. I said, oh. And Daniel looks at me and he goes, this is a Super Nintendo champion right here. I was like, really? I was like, oh man, can I play you? I'd love to, play you. I was like, yeah. I just whooped him. Like this. And I just turned around and I shook his hand. I'm like, oh, I'm the arcade Mortal Kombat 2 champion. Good to meet you.
Damn.
So it's a little different.
That's like arcade master race.
It's like not get your ass up out of here now.
That's
Get
why
your
I
I
ass
can
up
tell
out
you
of
right
here.
now, he was just talking smack. Like he was just lying because it wasn't even a challenge.
Damn.
See, that's why I never talk junk before a fight.
Nah.
Well, it's because you didn't fight the real champ.
No.
You didn't fight the real champ.
You never know who you're playing against. You just never know.
No.
I
like-
just keep quiet.
I'm just like, yeah, I know how to play. I do okay.
There was
And
this
then we see what
5-year-old. There was
happens.
this
Yeah.
he was like 7 years old. This dude was like the champ. he came in on the second day and knew all the fatalities in the arcade before the internet. And I was like, dude, that's impossible.
That was a child of a developer.
He was a child of a man who looked
Yes.
like Einstein.
He was
An
a
old
prodigy.
dude, he would bring him in. He was a prodigy.
He was a
and he
prodigy.
would whip
He was a
everyone's
prodigy.
ass and rip their heads off. I'm like, dude, no one knows how to do this. How are you doing
They
this?
built him in the lab. Let me say.
He trained.
He's probably like a founder of one of the fighting freaking tournaments now. Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, man.
I miss those days, like Mortal Kombat 2, Killer Instinct, where you just had one quarter and you just sat there and just
You had to survive.
went through the line of people,
You had to
man.
survive.
Doo-doo. That was the best, man. And you just don't have that no more.
No.
No.
It's sad.
I did that with X-Men versus Street Fighter once, and then another day I got clowned. This dude was using, I think, Charlie and Sabretooth.
Oh, we were at the mall. I
we
remember
were
that.
at
I
the
remember
mall.
it like it was yesterday.
And y'all laughed at me the entire
Yeah, the
time
dude
on the
wore
way home.
all black. He wore all black. He popped in, put his quarter there. And just fucking, because you were killing everybody.
He didn't
say
Yeah,
shit.
you were killing everybody.
He
He
didn't
just came
say
in Sabretooth and Charlie, and he did this
say
shit where he would hit you, and he would have Charlie pop in and do the sun kick
Bro.
off the floor.
Yep.
And you were like, oh, hell no. After
You know-
you lost, did it again.
You know, you're
Did it again.
when you say sun kick.
Yeah,
Charlie.
Yo,
Instead of
I
flash.
check it. He didn't even lose. He walked away from the game.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
worst part. He walked away.
Yeah,
Just
he had
left
to
you
go.
with your thumb.
He was done
just-
whipping my ass and he just had to leave.
I would be like, "Where are you going?" Like I would have to like,
No,
"No,
he
you
walked-
are not
no, he
leaving
walked
me
away.
like this."
I would have been like, I'm taking over. Move. I take your game.
No.
He left. I think that's more disrespectful than anything.
Oh, yeah, look, just like Jay in Virtua Fighter 5.
Yeah, bounced.
Oh, he
Yeah,
bounced.
he
off.
just left. He beat me 6 times straight and left.
I saw it. I was like 6 times. That's
Reggie.
good enough. That's good enough.
Now you gotta make them leave. You gotta make your opponent leave. Like I did in Street Fighter Alpha 2, like years ago in high school. 12-0. Remember that?
That's like an old football story for you.
Seriously.
That's like some
But
Al
it
Bundy.
still holds up.
Bundy
It
shit.
still
That is
holds
some
up,
Al
though.
Bundy
It
shit.
still holds up.
Remember back when it was 12?
Yo, come on, it still holds up.
Old football story.
Yeah, but
I
I
have
got
the same
got
exact-
you back for that.
I had the
No,
same
you
exact
really didn't.
story.
I got you back.
I had the same exact story with Turbo.
5-3.
Oh,
You
old
had to
football-
quit.
5-3.
Old
you
football
decided-
story.
5-3.
You decided to quit.
It was 5-3.
You decided
Old
to quit.
football story is when I made him walk home from my house.
Everyone made
And I got you back for that, too.
No, you didn't.
See what
Yes,
you
I
did. See what you did,
There's no
Joe. This is
proof.
what happened.
I got you back for that.
This is what happened.
Yo, everyone want to claim.
Where's the proof?
We
Everyone
have
wants to
gone
claim to have
far
a
off
versus
rails.
victory over me.
How did we
Right?
get
Two
here?
guys
How
that
did we
work at
get
the
here?
railroad
How
have
did we
gone
get
off
here?
the rails.
And
How did
then
we get
when
here?
I get him back, everyone wants to pretend like it didn't
How
happen.
did we get here?
I'll be having flashbacks. He'd be like, "Oh, he
How
beat
we-
me
how
7
did we
times
get
straight
here?
in Puzzle Fighter.
How did we
Let me
get here?
delete this footage ASAP."
Lucky I can
Nobody
chop
can
this
see
on
this.
the edit.
I'm the puzzle guy. He took my job.
Lucky I can edit all of this out.
He walked all the way home though. From my
As you can see, the competitive shit really gets out of control sometimes.
So-
There's tons of rivalry.
That was over 20 years ago.
That was like 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
And the passion is still
That
there.
was like last week. That was like last week.
No, it wasn't.
Is
Only
one
the
thing I've
games
learned
change.
playing fighting games my whole life is there's always someone better than
Yes.
you. man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's always gonna. That's
Always,
always
that's
someone
gonna
better.
happen.
That is the truth. Yes.
It's always gonna happen.
Yes.
And the minute that you think you're the best is when you meet that guy.
Everybody has an off day. You have an
Yo.
off day. Even if you're the best, you have an off day.
I met that guy when I did the Tetris tournament.
He didn't even look at you.
Dude, if you
He held his control like this and
Fucking
just
guy.
like,
But the sad thing is, listen, the sad thing is though,
I got
as
third
good as you
place.
think you are, if you think
yeah.
you're the best, there's a guy who will reverse everything you do, like
Yeah,
and
no,
make it
no.
look simple. Like I knew exactly what you were gonna do the whole
Dude.
time, and I'm like, how could you be that?
I don't
good?
mind losing, but having that person know what I'm gonna
Embarrassment.
do
Embarrassing.
before I'm gonna do it, there's something that bothers me about that.
I gotta say,
Oh, yeah.
You don't even know who I am. You never fought me, but you know everything I'm gonna do. That's fucked up.
I held my own, which I'm happy that I
Fucked
did.
up.
But I was like, I did everything. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna die
There's
right here.
nothing.
I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, he's gonna die right here. This is it. This always. Yo, you're still alive.
He's still alive.
You're still alive. all right. Let me keep.
And he's back home.
No, you're still alive, and he's not even.
Not one sweat bead.
Dude,
He's
this
just,
guy didn't even say, like I said, hey, good game before. Nothing. He didn't say a
He
fucking
ate a
word to
sandwich.
me.
Great machine.
He didn't say a word
He was
to
on
me,
his
man.
lunch break.
He
He's
just
like
came
this.
in. He won the whole tournament. I didn't freaking talk to this dude.
Wow.
He didn't say nothing. Everyone else was like, hey, man, good luck, whatever. This guy said nothing.
Nope.
And he dominated the whole freaking
I'm here to break your spirit and leave.
That's basically what
Have
it
you
was.
ever heard the Grim Reaper talk to someone?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's pretty much what it is.
Soul-crushing
You
defeat.
haven't.
Some people are just.
We saw him at the
ridiculous.
Game Expo the
Yeah.
following year, and I was
So-
like, oh, my God.
I'm like,
This
oh,
is-
that-
this
that
is
goes
the-
your arch rival.
This is how
Pennsylvania,
this is how versus goes over here, Joe. So if you didn't know, this is how it goes over here. So the fact that you came in and destroyed him in Mortal Kombat is a great thing. But yeah, the challenge is always up. Challenge is always up. I'm sure chat wants to see something go down between the factions. So we gotta build something up for at least that.
Speaking of something going down between the factions, when are we going to have the Media Glitch versus Level 857?
This has been the talk of legends.
This is like, like, come on, man. When is this going to happen?
I
On
would
what
say
game?
play 4 and 4 in Smash, but y'all don't
Yeah,
want that
yeah.
smoke.
You gotta
Well,
find
I
first. You
don't-
gotta find the game.
Well,
you
you
gotta
can't-
find the
Can't play
right game.
online
You can't even do it.
before
Well, I
that.
want to
Yeah,
play
that's
Smash,
true.
so.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta find the
that's
right
That's
game.
tough. I don't
That's
know.
why I said 4.
Like, what game would it be?
We haven't played Among Us enough for me to be like, I would do it, but I wouldn't be confident in playing.
But it wouldn't be.
I don't
It wouldn't be.
even
It wouldn't be
know.
us
I
versus
don't even know
them.
how to
It would
play
be
that game.
everybody
Can you
for
do
themselves.
teams though? No,
You can't do no
can't
teams
do
in Among
teams.
Us.
No, there's no teams in Among Us.
I mean, if they own Night Squad 2,
Night Squad 2 would be dope.
then that's it. Then you could do a
That's-
team thing like
What
that.
about CD Run? No,
That's not online.
That's
though.
not online. It's not online.
Fuck, yeah, you're right.
No, there's a couple of party games you could probably figure out, and some that aren't that much money. Because nobody wants to break the
There's
bank, you know.
There's a great game I love, but it's not online either. It's called Towerfall.
Oh yes,
Oh, Towerfall's
yeah, great.
amazing.
Towerfall's
That is that shit was $2 in the
not
fucking
online?
eShop
Yeah.
the other day.
It's not online on Switch.
We have that shit.
I don't think
It's
it
only
is.
co-op.
I'll double check.
I mean, it's only local.
I don't like the Switch version because they put 6 people in it and it
It breaks
makes it unbalanced.
Oh.
Yeah, it breaks it.
Oh yeah, you get caught in 2 seconds. Plus,
yeah.
when you have the freaking power-ups and everybody's against you.
Oh yeah, it's
And
a hot
you just
mess.
cheat.
It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess.
Yeah, you
an
got
awesome
to get
game,
the
though.
PS4
Towerfall's
version. That's-
awesome.
Night Squad 2, I
have
think
that.
it might be a good.
I'm gonna say Night Squad 2 also.
Night Squad 2 might be
The easiest one to set
the
up.
easiest one to set up.
I don't even know what that is.
Dude,
We streamed it. We streamed it.
Watch it on our
it's
channel.
very simple. Very simple
Watch
game.
it on our channel. It's 2 buttons.
It's kind of like a gauntlet overhead type
Yeah.
game, but
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Yeah, there's capture the flag. There's like every man for themselves.
It's like
There's-
It's kind of like overhead Towerfall.
Kind of.
Yeah,
It looks like there's a
actually, yeah, it's
sequel,
kind of like
right?
an overhead tower fall in
Yeah.
a sense.
You get power ups.
It's very easy to get into.
And
Very-
that's up to 8.
It's a sequel, right?
Sequel, yeah.
Yes.
That's up to 8.
So you guys are playing Night Squad 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it up to 8 or is it more?
Man, if we had
think it's
guys like
think it's
first-person shooters, we could have played like Call of Duty or Halo.
What is a lot of?
I'm not trying to be the fucking worst on there. I'm gonna be the guy getting murdered all the time.
Yeah, no, we need.
If it was like a Gears, okay, I could mess with a little Gears, but I mean, shit. I ain't
Halo.
fucking with
Yeah,
Halo.
I don't do first-person shooters.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Me and Joel will be the
third person,
first out every time. That's not fun.
Perfectly fine. That's why we play games with respawn.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. That'll happen.
We'll get something.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it done.
Yeah.
We'll get it done.
Hell yeah.
let us know in the chat. Like,
Yeah, give us some suggestions.
If
You
you
want to
guys
see
have-
some level 857 media glitch versus?
yeah.
They're gonna say Minecraft, man. Don't let them.
Nah, no Minecraft, no
What?
first person.
How do you play
They'll be like, yo, play
Minecraft?
Roblox.
Yeah.
I know.
Roblox.
You guys gonna Fortnite? No,
I'd be like, hide the chat.
No.
Overwatch. They'll be like, Overwatch. Nobody
Chill.
talks about Overwatch.
You're gonna
nowadays.
get banned
Good.
if you say Overwatch. You're gonna say
Fortnite.
Fortnite, Overwatch, any of that
Minecraft.
shit, Minecraft.
You get
you're
banned.
gonna- Automatic.
Man, listen, we need the views.
Chill.
No, Fortnite, they get millions of views.
Chill.
Wow. Fortnite.
I only played that one time, man. One
So did
time.
I. I was just not into
I
it.
understand
Same
why.
here.
I understand why. It's good, but nah, not for me.
Fortnite. No,
Not for me.
That's a hell no for
The
me.
hype is too.
I don't
too much.
understand why that's good.
It's the hype is like ridiculous.
I don't like the building. I don't like building houses around me.
The hype is
Yeah, in the middle of shooting.
ridiculous.
I don't like building stuff. Command and Conquer.
I do remember when Epic Games reached out to Media Glitch and asked if we wanted to review Fortnite when it was
Fortnite,
just in its infancy.
the original Fortnite.
Really?
The one where you were.
And probably the
protecting
biggest
yourself.
mistake of my life was like, nah. Because you know those first videos of Fortnite that went out are like billions of views now.
Yes.
And so I think about that often. You know? Like, had I just said yeah, you know?
You
Yeah.
could have
And
broken.
then later I think we did a review, but like 43 people watched it or something.
Wow.
That's like hitting the lotto or getting that
Yeah,
extra.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got
Scratch.
$4.
You got the scratch ticket for $5.
Yeah. You wanna do that.
Like shit.
That's it. That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
That's how
man.
it goes sometimes.
Listen, nobody even knew that was going to be a good game. Like they first announced it as a what you protect your base. It's like a one of those types of games.
Yeah.
And you got to last through the night.
Did they just throw that away?
No, it was still
Like,
it was still a
that-
one player thing that they still had.
But is
in
it
there.
still like in the beta? Like it's been
yeah,
in this
not-
beta
Well, it took
came back.
status.
It
for-
took over PUBG, right?
No, that part of the game came back I think later. So it was there.
Right, there was a part of the game that my son would always be telling me about. Oh, it's gonna be released like next month, and he'd always have me checking. I'd be like, dude, it's still not out, man. It's still not like a game. You know what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah. The part where you got to protect your place overnight. That's why it was
Like from
Fortnite.
zombies and
Yeah,
stuff,
from the
right?
zombies. Yeah.
Huh?
Is that
That was
did
a
they
thing.
ever
It's a thing.
do that?
It's a thing.
It is a thing?
Yeah, it's
Finish?
a thing.
It's a
Okay.
thing.
It's a forgotten thing.
Wow.
Oh man,
I originally thought that was the concept of the game. And
That's what it was
I actually
originally.
I looked at it because I like Stay at Decay, and I'm like, oh word.
that was what it was gonna be.
Zombies coming in, and then it just turned into some whole other shit. I said, oh, thank God I didn't fuck with this. Thank God I'm not
You
about
could have
this
been
life.
Ninja. You could have been a millionaire.
No.
That's the only game that's banned in my house.
Band, yeah.
Fortnite.
Boy, it's
It's the only game that's banned in my house,
Wow.
man. Because my son was playing it, and he's playing it a lot. And I've never seen my kid throw a temper tantrum. None of my
No,
kids.
that's not good.
And because of
Get
Fortnite,
it out.
I just seen this thing manifest, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh wow.
I was like, "Nuh-uh, it's done. It's over."
Yeah.
And I just never again, man. I deleted it, and he could never go back.
Wow.
You gonna act like that over a game?
Yeah. It's just a
He
game.
raging
Like,
like
I'm not about taking anybody's gaming away.
that's
But if you
like
can act
Ninja.
like that,
No,
Ain't
it does,
happening.
it does have to be,
That's
man.
true. No,
It does have to be.
Ninja,
That's
yeah.
good. I mean, listen, everybody's great. Everybody rages out sometime, maybe once or twice of the game. But
Oh hell
mean,
yeah,
as
as a little
absolutely.
kid, though, you gotta watch
You gotta
it.
stop that
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
gotta be a
yeah.
pattern. That's a pattern right
As
there.
a teenager,
That's
you
not
can
a good
snap a
trait.
controller like one time.
I broke 2 controllers now.
I broke.
I'm saying though, it's
punched
a
a hole
thing.
in the
It
wall in
happens.
my
It
parents'
happens.
it's
but-
one thing to get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, you can't temper
At a
tantrum
game.
though, like that.
But like when you're throwing a tantrum because you can't play.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? That ain't it.
No,
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
That ain't right.
that's gotta go. That's toxic behavior.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
have that
that's
shit
what-
in there.
That's what makes a retro site, like a retro channel online, different than every other gaming channel because everybody
Yeah.
else has
Yeah.
Fortnite constantly, and then you go to someone else like, oh, all of these games are actually out. They don't care. They don't care. That's the only game that they care about, and Call of Duty. But none of these games I play. I
That's
don't
not
play any.
that's
of
not
these.
gaming to me, man.
I don't play any of these things. It's just I need progression in my games. I need to be able to pass a level. I need to be able to fight a boss.
I need
That's
a
just how-
story. I
that's
need to
just
be
how
engrossed
games
in
work for
something.
me. That's just how
Exactly.
games work for me. I can't play an endless game.
Give me a narrative.
I like a narrative. I like listen, open world is great, but I like a linear.
There still has
game
to be a
sometimes.
part that you
I
go
like-
to. You got to
I
go
like
to
a
the
linear
circle.
fucking story. Like just give me
Go
a
to the star.
path.
That's what turned me off to Overwatch. Like,
There
I
was
I
no
turned on
story.
the game and I'm like, why am I playing people online? Where's the campaign?
For hours
Yeah,
upon
my man,
hours. You're playing
my
the
man.
same thing hours and
There's-
hours and hours.
The
with
camp.
nothing.
You know what the campaign is? You have to go online. You have to
And watch it on YouTube.
You gotta watch it on YouTube. You gotta follow, like
Yeah.
read. You gotta read like the stories of the characters and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, why isn't this in the game? Why
Yeah.
is this in the game? No.
Yeah.
Great.
Fuck that.
Titanfall.
The most popular video on Media Glitches on channel is the interview we did with the Overwatch actors.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's dope.
Wow.
That's dope.
It's the most popular one.
Did they say that
I
they
had to
didn't
actually do it because I didn't play it at all.
Yeah.
Did they say none of them have stories in the game, so they didn't act
Right.
in the
Yeah,
game?
yeah. We just did the voices.
We said,
did the-
"Ow!
So
Take
what-
that! Die!"
What
Those
was
are the
what was your
cartoons.
motivation? I don't know. I don't know the fucking game.
At least do a cartoon. At least do a CG cartoon or something.
I just saw a picture of my character and that's it. I just made up.
just do it. Just ow.
I thought they did something like that for Overwatch, but
They did.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I thought I heard. Nah.
I know they had shorts.
I don't know.
The
That's
sequel's
shorts.
gonna have a campaign and like a one
be
player
nice.
mode.
It should.
It looks
Everything
good.
should have
Listen,
a campaign. man.
Towerfall, right?
Tight.
Titanfall.
Titan.
Sorry, I said
Towerfall.
Towerfall. Titanfall, the first one
I thought that was a
was an
game.
online only.
Yeah.
No campaign. It was
Yep.
literally just multiplayer, whatever.
Two wasn't.
And two.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
They added a story.
The second one they added a story.
Guess
they
which one did
freaking-
better?
Two.
One.
One by far.
One.
Yep.
One by far.
Online. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Why?
Two. No one played.
You're
I love that.
you're
Game.
saying Titanfall 1 is better than 2?
No. I said
No,
it
it's
did
not
better.
better.
It said it did better.
Money wise.
two.
Yes.
Oh,
Two is a
okay.
better game. One did better.
Two is a much better game.
Because
got
like
slept
I
on.
can say that Titanfall 2 is one of the only first-person shooters that like I finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because it was so good.
it's freaking amazing.
You didn't
It
play
was
that.
You know what I
You
mean?
didn't play that Vin Diesel game. No, that was a dope first person.
Wait, Chronicles
Oh
of Riddick?
yeah, you know
Chronicles of
what?
Riddick
Like
was
Butcher
dope.
Bay,
What's that?
like the Butcher Bay one.
Yes, that was
Yes,
amazing.
I did. I don't think I've completed it though,
I didn't beat it, but it's good though.
That's one of the only first persons I went.
That's
through.
a good one. That is
It
a
was good.
but that was a good one.
About family.
That was a good one.
Nah.
That was about
Family.
No. You didn't
Tell me you were a cop.
he was a cop.
Is this all still the first question?
Yes.
I guess so.
to answer it in like 50 parts.
I got a second question though.
No, you can't. You got. Wait.
Nah,
Man,
man.
he didn't even answer
Good
that.
though.
He has a good question though.
It's good though.
Okay,
All right, fine.
Why don't you like God of War?
Oh gosh.
That was going to be the main
That's
topic.
the main topic.
Yeah,
Well,
that
we're
was
here,
me.
guys.
Let me pull up my list.
This is what
The
y'all
God
been
of
waiting
War.
for.
Because everybody here beat God of
No.
War. Right?
Is that
No, okay.
that's
Chalk
hilarious?
is the only one.
No, he beat God.
What you mean? I beat God of
The
War.
last one.
Oh, but he beat it.
I think I was the last one. He beat it before me.
No, I was the last
No,
one.
no.
I'm actually-
I was the
Oh, no.
last
He's
one.
I
only-
only, I
I'm
only beat the
saying-
last one.
He only played the last one.
Yeah.
Oh damn! You should be.
That's what I meant.
Oh, he should be.
Wait,
He should be
Who
exempt.
only played the last one? And you liked it?
Yes, I did.
That's why you like it. Okay, cool.
Damn. That means you're exempt from the conversation.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm
Next
actually
question.
pulling up a text to Jimmy from Lots of Games. Because as I was playing it, I was like, "What the heck, dude?"
Oh, this is going to be a debate, y'all.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look, man, I like what you like, man.
Okay, first of all, and I'm not gonna remember everything because I've kind of already blocked it.
Damn.
my memory.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got PTSD from it. Well, I think okay. So look, there's no denying that graphically,
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
beautiful game,
Yeah,
like
okay.
one of the most beautiful games ever made, right?
Yes.
But my gosh, it's almost like a walking simulator at times. Okay, you're doing nothing, and you're just like, you can't even jump. Like,
Dude, actually,
I want Kratos to jump.
that's my
you
biggest
know?
concern.
That's funny because we're all mixed on this. I hated jumping.
I'm so glad that he cannot jump.
I was
I-
very happy
get
about
that
that.
outta here.
Yeah, I hated the jumping.
I was the opposite. I was actually
I hated it.
the one thing that I was like looking for. I'm like, why can't he jump?
I'm so
It's,
glad.
it's the only thing that
He
kept
can't
me
jump.
from thinking.
Like, you walk
No,
to
no,
the
no,
edge,
no.
you jump over to
It
the
was
other
Zelda
edge.
jumping.
No.
It was Zelda jumping.
Yeah.
But it's still a jump.
No, it's not. It was not. No.
Or when
I'm
he clo-
glad. They don't need platforms.
It's not-
Listen, that was the
I
one thing.
hate-
That was the
He's
one
a big
thing.
meathead. He shouldn't have to jump anywhere.
I
That was
hate
the one
platforming
thing that
in
sucked
my beat 'em ups.
in
Yeah.
God of War was the platforming.
Yeah.
The one thing they could have improved on was the
1 and 2
platforming.
pissed me off because of that.
And you can't say that they did platforming to the fullest extent in God of War.
I had no issue with the platform.
None?
Exactly.
I
Neither
hate.
did
I hated
Okay,
it.
all I have to say to
Neither
that
did
is get good.
I hated
Like,
it. Oh, I got good. I beat that game.
I didn't like the. I didn't mind the puzzles. I didn't mind the platforming.
right.
It's,
But yeah.
it's a divide. It's a divide.
But yeah,
It's a divide.
but yeah, no, I can feel you on that. That makes
well,
sense.
here, like in the new God of War, I was just like, it's too easy. I felt like it was too easy. I felt like, remember Golden Axe?
Yes.
I love Golden Axe. Okay. And back then, when you just kept fighting the same enemies and they just changed them colors, you were okay with that back then.
Right.
That's what they're doing in this God of War. They're just feeding you the same enemies, and they're just like blue now, you know, or they shoot ice, and it's like there was no creativity at all for the enemies here. If you compare it to the like God of War 3 and the roster of enemies that come at you, Medusa and all these people that are coming at you,
Right.
it's just like, wow, what enemy am I gonna fight now? And here you already knew. How many times do you fight that stupid giant ogre thing?
If I,
Come
a
on,
few times,
man.
yeah.
Actually, you do fight him
A couple times.
And then that really big thing, that's just a quick time event.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
that one, you know what I mean? And then I'm just like, why are they just reskinning enemies? Like, there's no challenge here. You know?
And you beat the game, right? You beat God of War, Joel?
I
You
did.
did.
Oh, I mean, if you call that an ending, one of the most
thing is
a setup for,
unclimactic
you know.
games ever, dude. Like, I'm getting to this guy, beat him up.
Right.
You know, his mom's pissed off at me. Okay, whatever. And then the game ends.
I could agree with Joel on that because I did not know the game was over.
It seems like it ain't out of nowhere yet.
Yeah, I
It
was just
does.
like, oh, it's
But
over?
the
Okay.
thing about the fighting, though,
Yeah.
although you don't fight a lot of enemies, the enemies that you do fight, I feel it's a lot more fun to fight them as far as the gameplay.
Yeah.
As far as fighting. Listen.
No,
listen,
dude. They're-
3 is an amazing game. Amazing game.
the greatest.
One of the
It's the
perfect
greatest
10
game.
games.
3 destroys 1 and 2
But
easily.
the new God of War is also an amazing game.
Yes.
And
No.
I anticipated fighting in this game. Everyone.
So that, yeah.
Everyone. And I bought the game just to fight the Valkyries at the end because they were whipping my ass. There was nothing easy about fighting those things. I don't know. Maybe you built your character up better than me, but there was nothing easy about fighting the Valkyries at the end because I still haven't beaten them.
Not everyone fought the Valkyries.
No.
Well, here's the thing, man. I felt it because people can say that this is what I would see in reviews and stuff. Oh, it's not a button masher anymore. And I'm like,
It is.
it felt more like a button masher than back in the day because you got rewarded for creativity of your combos with the more like, what are they called? This, like the soul points or the blood points or whatever. I can't. I played so many video games now. I don't freaking remember what it's. You know what I mean?
I don't even remember.
And you can and you upgrade your stuff, and I just felt like the combat was way better back in the day. It was a lot more fun. Here, I was bored. I was just bored. I'm like, man, come on, man. And now, and not only am I bored, I got this freaking whiny brat all day long.
I thought that was
Well, you know what?
The
Did
whole
you?
thing is a freaking babysitting mission.
Well, you have a lot of
Like-
kids, so that's probably you're probably
You want to get away?
PTSD.
Yeah, I have a lot of kids. They talk to me like that dude talked to Kratos. They just, like they don't understand respect. This kid, man.
I was
you
backhand that
You
little
know what?
Boy,
You know what?
how
That-
dare you talk to me like that, boy.
I'm glad
Watch
you.
your tone.
I'm glad you explained
Well,
that
listen,
because that makes a lot of sense.
I understand now
I get it.
because
Yes.
this is not an escape for you now.
Yeah.
It's back to square one.
I get
Yes,
it. No,
yes,
no,
yes, yes,
That
yes.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I don't have any kids, so I'm like, all right, whatever. It's
Same,
annoying little
yeah.
brat. I can deal with this guy.
Let me boost up his arrows so he helps me out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I found that the way, even though they changed how you fight, I felt that they kept
The essence.
the essence of how you fight in the game, especially in the middle of the game.
They did.
And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe it still plays like God of War.
I can't believe you're saying that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes. Once you get the chains,
Yeah.
that was the best part for me.
I mean, it's
I was
a
like,
great part.
finally, it feels a little bit like God of War.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
It
that was,
originally-
that was an awesome part.
I'll
Because
tell you what it is originally. It's Thor originally.
That was the best part.
It is Thor originally. The game is Thor. Thor
Yep.
the game.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
it turns into God of War.
well,
More.
God of
I
Thor.
was-
God of
If
Thor.
you
God of
remember,
Thor.
It might as well be
Thor.
God of Thor. Yes.
When
It's
I
still
was-
great though.
when I was playing, and I remember you telling you that was like the part that
It's a
was,
turning
and
point.
I was like, I don't know, man. It doesn't. Like I told you all my gripes.
Yeah.
And you were like, just keep playing. You're gonna, just you
There's
didn't
just
say anything. It was just
something
like,
about
just
it.
keep playing. And then when I
Something about
got
it.
the chains, I was like, oh shit, okay.
Well, there was something.
This is it.
I was
I was like,
very.
But why do you have to play for freaking 6 hours
But yeah,
to actually
but yeah,
like
no,
a game?
I agree with you there.
Yeah, it was like 15
you
hours.
literally have to
The
go.
funny
through-
thing is, everything everyone is saying is I can't argue anyone's points because
Right.
I understand where they're all coming from. I played the God of War series extremely late. Very late. I started
Play
with
'em in a
one.
row.
I played them all in a row, right after each other. I played 1, I played 2, I played 3.
I couldn't stand watching you play two.
No, dude. I
dude,
played
you
them
got-
all,
you got-
and you saw. I told you all my frustrations with
It's so
all the
cheap.
games. With
So
all the
cheap.
games, I'm like, some of this shit doesn't make sense. Why is Kratos jumping on these gears? Makes no fucking sense. This is stupid. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And then
But you're playing it later, man. You
but
but
then-
it when
then-
it drops day one.
but
That's
but Joel,
that's-
then I got to 3 and I said 3 was really something special.
Yep.
3 was something
3
special.
is
It really
amazing.
blew my mind when you're fighting on top of that giant
There's a
fucking
certain
thing.
type of
There's
epicness.
something that I
It's
was
epic.
But the
That's
thing about
yeah.
3 to me, I said this is as far as they can go with this play style.
Yep.
That's what I said. You can't go better than this.
But what
This
about
is-
Ascension, man?
Reggie's
No.
talking about Ascension.
Ascension
good.
is
No,
not
Reggie-
Ascension
No.
does not touch 3.
Reggie's trolling.
I don't want to hear
Yeah,
that.
he's trolling. He's
Reggie's
trolling.
trolling. He
He's
knows
trolling.
Ascension is not.
I don't
good.
want to
That's
hear
the
it
one.
from Reginald right
Ascension
now.
is horrible.
I don't want to hear
The
from
elevator
Reginald.
stage right towards the
But no, 3.
and
Oh,
Ascension,
but the
yeah.
thing is, 3 to me struck me as something that's like, all right, this is the best that God of War in this play style can get.
Yeah.
And then when I mess with God of War, I'm like, okay, this is how it plays now. I love the axe. Don't get me wrong, I love the axe.
The
It
axe
felt,
is
it felt like Thor.
Powerful.
It felt like Thor throwing the shit into somebody.
Man, I hated having to recall it.
No,
Come
but
on.
the thing is, I like the shit.
That was
I
good.
like throwing that shit.
That was the most tedious
I
crap.
love throwing that shit into somebody's chest and then start hitting someone hand to hand, calling that shit back and start killing somebody. And then when you get the chains
Yeah.
and you get the 2 of those, I'm like, oh, now the combat's all out of control, dope.
Yep.
I really, really like that shit a lot.
and you can
it's
switch.
still to me had that little that magic from God of War and had to incorporate something new because I don't think they could have done something better than Part 3 with that play scheme.
Same.
You know, fuck the jump.
It never felt as epic as
Except for the jump.
3 was
3.
epic.
There was no part that felt as epic as some of the parts in 3.
No,
I don't think it could without replicating it.
I can half agree with you on that because 3 had that one moment that I was like,
How could you do it again?
This is fucking crazy.
I don't
I
know.
was
I
like,
don't know if you could do
Can
that.
you grab a planet?
but you can't ask. You can't ask for that in a sequel. You can't ask for that.
Are you
I
going to
don't
climb
know
the
if
Earth?
Yeah,
Like, what else can you do?
I don't know what the fuck you can do to top that.
Dude, how it takes forever. Like what I loved about God of War is like when you start the game, you're just trying to stay alive.
Oh no, it's action.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, it's
definitely
like
action.
40 minutes gone by of this kid. I don't know what's going on.
The ashes. They got to bring
Damn,
the
kid.
ashes.
Oh, we're gonna go hunt a deer. Okay, that's great. You know, that's why I bought this stupid game. Like, it's just like it's so boring. It's so boring.
I see that you're like this is parenting the game.
That connection. You had the connection with
Like
the
I don't
son.
even want to teach my real kids. how to hunt.
Joel's like, I'm playing this game. I already have kids. Why are you giving me another one?
Why
You
am
can
I doing
cosplay.
this
You can cosplay and have that moment with your kids.
Boy.
No, I
They're
feel,
asking in the chat,
that
what's
makes a lot
what's
of
the better voice actor, the older one or the new one? So the one from
The older one, man.
the one who liked
From
Khadijah?
Living Single, man.
Who like
You
what?
can't-
From Living
You
Single.
can't.
That's right.
be-
That's him, right?
Hold on,
That's
hold on.
right.
hold on.
It's him. It's what the fuck's his name? The
Not
dude-
Overton, the other guy.
No, the
right?
dude with the dreads.
The yeah. Kyle Barker. What
Kyle.
is it?
Yes, Kyle. Yes.
Kyle.
I forgot that was him.
Nah, that was the
That's
original guy,
fucking
yeah.
funny.
That's
But I like the
hilarious.
new guy though. The new guy
not
is
bad.
the
It's
new
not
guy is
bad.
actually him.
Good.
The new guy is actually
He
him
actually
in real
looks
life.
like him.
Yeah.
He looks like him.
He
in
was
real life.
wearing some funky shit at that
Yeah.
fucking award
He
show.
said,
though.
Hell yeah.
I blame the NBA for that.
Oh damn. Blame the NBA. I
For
blame,
those suits.
man, I blame RuPaul for that.
Read it, boy.
How?
What?
And honestly, like the story is horrible. I play a game for a story. Dude, Kratos' story in the beginning, his wife getting killed, like him getting manipulated, he wears the ashes of his family. Like, that stuff's dope. And this is like
He still has the ashes,
rat.
I think.
All right, how about this? Are you gonna play the sequel?
Ragnarok.
Are you open to it?
Ragnarok.
I'm open to it, but I feel like it's gonna be the same thing that happened to the Resident Evil series.
Really?
Where
Oh,
like,
so you compare the new God of War like the new Resident Evils?
I compare the new God of War to Resident Evil 4,
Oh, okay.
where they changed things up.
Good one.
And everyone loved it so much,
They
they're like,
changed
let's
it
give
up.
them more of that.
Okay.
So in the next one,
Okay.
y'all just gonna be walking.
Okay.
That's all
So
you're
it's
gonna
the same
do.
shit.
You ain't gonna be.
You don't even consider the 7 and 8 as anything.
right. Oh, that's not even a,
That's not even a
Gonna
thing.
be walking.
that's too far gone.
That's
too
way
far
far gone. That's way far gone.
So you're saying the next? This is Kojima's next
And
game.
then they're gonna be hating on it because they're like, this isn't God of War no more. I'm like, and you know that's what happened to Resident Evil 5. They're like, this isn't Resident Evil 5, and like Resident Evil 5 is more of 4. You guys
Yeah,
love
it
4
is.
so
It is
much.
more. Yeah,
It
5
is
is more
We're
of
gonna
4.
give you this.
My
Five is
biggest
I'm
argument
just
for
gonna say,
Resident.
I love Resident Evil 5,
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I love
but I
5.
feel like that's the direction that God of War will go in now.
I like it then.
And people will go, oh wait, we lost our way. When they didn't see it lost its way already.
They didn't do an Assassin's
And then when we
Creed.
get to
point,
God
though.
of
They
War
didn't-
8, when we get to God of War 8, people are like, it's back, it's awesome.
And the new one, I need more kids.
You need more kids.
Yeah.
In the new one.
Yeah.
I need a squad of kids.
No.
It's gonna be a strategy
Yeah,
game.
he's gonna have like 2 other kids with him in the next one.
You know how many illegitimate
the-
kids he has? We went over this.
Oh,
Well,
we did. Yo, Kratos don't pull out, man. He's got mad kids.
Yes.
They act like he's got one kid over the
No,
years.
no,
Get
no,
the
no.
fuck out of
No,
here. He's got
that's
like
a-
9 kids.
That's a great point. Listen, I have a coworker of mine, right? He is a diehard. When I say diehard, he is a diehard God of War fan.
like Bruce Willis.
And no,
Die Hard Games.
Wow.
really diehard.
You like that? Give me some.
The magazine.
All right, whatever.
Nah, it's even better.
Wow. Anyway, and I told him that. I told the joke that you said. You said, "Yo,
He don't pull out.
he don't
Mad
pull out,"
kids.
and he said,
Believe that.
"He's like, yeah, you know
Believe
what?
that.
He's like, you know what? The next
Illegitimate kids.
Ragnarok. He's like, yeah, illegitimate kids.
Illegitimate
They're gonna
kids.
be popping
those-
from everywhere, man.
He's gonna have to kill all of his kids.
They're gonna be they're gonna be the enemies.
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
are gonna be the
He's
bosses.
gonna have to kill him.
Those are gonna be the bosses, and that's gonna be the storyline.
It's gonna be like
Going
a
out throughout
Chinese.
the whole
It's gonna be like a Chinese
'Cause,
flick.
like, think of, and he told me, he was like, think about this. He's like, there's no sex mini games.
No.
in the last God of War.
Because he
why
had
do
all
you
the
think?
sex.
Why do you think that is?
He didn't pull out anybody.
Why do you think that is? And that makes 100.
He's
Dude,
got so many kids.
Bro.
That's three
that-
games worth.
But that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I was gonna say he was upset over the loss of his wife, but
He don't care about that no more.
Nah, there's more.
Well,
women.
you only played the last game.
There's
you
more
didn't even
women.
play this.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know the lore.
Yeah, you don't know.
I know the Lord. He
You
lost
played
his
1, 2, and
family.
3?
He got
You at least.
You
No,
don't
you
cut
don't.
his microphone.
Dude.
Cut his microphone.
Dude, you don't know the lore. So anyway,
whatever.
So-
yo.
going through the game, it's like you have
He busting everybody. man. I'm just saying.
Kratos had the mini games and all the other games except for the last one.
Because he already had the kid. He knows what it's like now.
Exactly. No, he
He's
had
like,
the
enough
kid.
sex.
But
I had the kid.
I don't.
Okay.
Like the question is like, is that his only kid? That's the question.
I think so. I think.
Would
I
that be?
don't- I don't think
Listen,
so.
Joel. Would that be a better story for you if that was that? Is that's the way it went?
That'd be it. That's
would you
all.
be
I
interested?
mean, I already thought that. Oh, okay. In the next one, his son will be the enemy. Grow up
possible.
and will be the enemy.
Well, he's Loki.
Possible. What up? Yeah.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
Damn.
Spoiler alert.
We spoiled
I
the
was
shit
trying
way
to not
before.
say that, but
Sorry, y'all.
Spoiler alert.
That was kind of a big thing.
He has a show on Disney Plus.
it is and it isn't. The story is so
No,
it's so
man, it's
paper
all of it.
thin
It's so
compared to what we've had in the past with God of War. Like it just blows my mind. Like I'm not saying it's a bad game,
Okay.
but it is it doesn't even compare. Like when they say best God of War game, when they just praise it to the heavens, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what game did y'all play? Because
God of War 1.
for me, it was a bit of a chore.
Right.
To finish it, I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, I guess I'll keep going. Like,
That's funny.
you
I
know,
was
and
stuck to
let me
it.
fight this same guy that I fought 50 times already.
I got stuck on the first boss in part 3.
Part 3.
I was doing good, and then I lost my save, and I played it again on the remake.
No, I
and I got
love-
stuck. And I got stuck on the first boss.
I died to the first enemy until I learned how to block.
Dude, that part
I
3
love
is epic.
part 3.
They started me with no energy.
Part
And that's,
three-
that's the checkpoint. Fuck that game. Because they did that, and I had to start the game over.
No, part 3 was
Because you can't get past it. They start me at that checkpoint with no energy.
That's
nice.
On
You're
the
talking
boss.
about the
But
first boss
You don't
On
know
the
how to
first
play.
boss.
You don't know how to play.
that you can get to in like 2 minutes.
No, don't that
part-
game.
Just start the game over if that.
Part-
Part 3 was good, man. Part
No, I
3
know.
was
I've seen part 3,
three's
and
incredible.
I've got pretty far
That
in it
was an
before.
Incredible.
But that was the end. He had to kill all the titans, all the bosses. You know.
I don't
so-
think they could have done better.
But this isn't an argument
But-
about 3
But
versus
God of War,
God of War.
you,
no.
you fight a dragon. You do fight some big epic things. You fight a dragon. You see that big ass giant.
Not as
in the
fights.
snow.
I mean, but listen, the fights in the older game are more
Throw axe,
like
make
an
a
action
freeze.
game. It's more like an action game.
Yeah.
Like it does get more epic. There's a lot of shit you do. Like when we were fighting on the back of the giant, and that shit was flapping and they're flying around you and
Oh
stuff.
my goodness.
Like that was like they kind of hinted at that in the new game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it totally did go into a certain type of
Yeah, it never.
Like,
You
it never
never
really happened.
fight an epic, huge boss.
stuff was happening around you, but you never really had full control.
Yes.
I think that's the messed up thing about like good franchises is like when you are very successful and you go like you hit the 3rd sequel,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, what the fuck are we gonna do now? We're gonna do the same formula? We're
You
gonna
do
change
Mega-
it up?
You gotta do
And-
Mega Man?
And
Are you gonna-
it takes some balls
Yeah.
to do something completely different because you know you're gonna divide your people.
Yeah, the
Well, you got to
family.
change
Yeah.
it.
Well, check it out.
You can't.
But it
make
does need. It always does need change though. Like
But you need
Gear-
Mega Man.
Devil
Legends.
May
Like,
Cry.
Gears of War had to go that route for Part 5. They had to.
But
Because
did they-
that shit
but
was stale as fuck.
Here's the thing, though. Did you have to call it God of War? Could it have been like, you know how Mega Man Legends is a different game than Mega Man? Different game.
God of War, something.
Something. Just to call it something like a new beginning.
Possibly.
And started a
Possibly.
different franchise.
Possibly.
Because, you
Like a
know,
spin-off?
Mega Man is not beating Mega Man Legends.
Yeah,
like
Mega Man
that.
Legends, Mega Man X,
It's
Mega
different.
Man. Yeah,
And
they're all
that's
different.
It's
yeah.
a spin-off. It's a
Yeah.
spin-off.
Do
But,
something like that.
God of War Chronicles.
but like
Same with Resident Evil.
Maybe.
First person should have been a spin-off.
when I
Yes,
when I
should've,
when I
should've,
think
yeah.
of God of War, the closest type of gameplay style that I think of is Devil May Cry. And I
Right.
look at the last Devil May Cry game, which is Devil May Cry 5, and that shit hasn't changed at
Some
all.
people might have gotten
When you-
tired of that
When
game.
you look at that gameplay style, like me personally,
And didn't that win Game of the Year? No.
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 Nah.
No.
What it got some praise for something.
Well,
They got
it
might have got
nominated
an
for
action
action
game.
game.
Nominated
It
for
did.
action.
It
Nominated
did.
for
Action.
gaming.
But
yeah.
and listen, I love the Devil May Cry series, but
Do you think
Like-
you need a
like
change?
God of
After
War.
5, after 5,
like after
it
5,
needs
like
a change.
dude,
it
this
needs a change.
needs a fucking change, like
Needs a change.
bad,
Well,
like really
I've
bad.
always liked the
better,
Devil
better
May Cry.
argument.
Like, I've-
better
I'm
argument.
not gonna argue with you that God of War needed to change. That's 100% correct. The change they gave it was boring. That's 100% correct.
Okay. That's an
In
opinion.
comparison to the other
That's an
game, it's a
opinion.
different style of game.
That's an
It's a
opinion.
definite. It's a definite.
It is a different style of
It
game.
is a lot different,
It is.
especially if you.
But it's not
if you
kind-
love 3.
It's beautiful.
Right.
It's 100% beautiful. It looks great.
Right.
It's not side-scrolling
it's
Contra
not-
going to 3D Contra.
not that fun.
That's the bad thing. It's not side-scrolling Contra going to
Joe,
3D
Right.
Contra.
Joe, what if Ragnarok gives you a jump and adds a lot of variety to the enemies? Oh, is that a good start?
Yeah. I'm in.
He's like, all I want is a jump and some variety.
And they may do that. I doubt they had to jump, but they might
I
add
think
more characters.
God of War has like 4 enemies. I feel like that's
Well, I
it.
think with the
And they just change colors.
I actually I gotta play it again.
And I thought we left reskinning in the 16-bit era. Dave,
It worked in
apparently
Double
not.
Dragon. Just fine.
Double Dragon, it works. Yes,
The
absolutely.
Williamses and the Lindas
and the Ropers
and the Ropers.
Ropers.
That works for that just fine.
why did they create?
I don't know. I think if you guys just kind of took the beer goggles off for a minute and looked
enjoyed
at
it.
God of War.
I really enjoyed
I'm
it.
not saying it's a bad game, but
No, I got it.
look at it as like, I don't know, man. I don't know the Kool-Aid everyone's drinking to make this game of the year.
Right.
No,
Different-
I did
Wow.
not say that.
Spider-Man,
I
listen,
will not say it.
Spider-Man was out the same year, so there's a big
Spider-Man
argument.
is obviously to me.
There's a big argument there.
I'm choosing one of
Well,
two.
it won Game of the Year, right?
God of War won.
God of War.
I mean, they different
Yeah.
award ceremonies
yeah,
won
yeah,
different
yeah.
things, but
Yeah.
they both
Right.
won certain things.
But,
But overall,
it blows
yes.
my mind.
But I mean, I'm not going to argue.
I'm not gonna say
I'm not
God
going
of
to
War is
argue
game
and
of
say
the
it doesn't
year.
deserve it. If it got it, I didn't say, oh, nah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Death Stranding. It was like, oh, no. Death Stranding got
Oh,
game
Death
of the year.
Stranding gets no.
different. That's different.
8 nominations.
That's
like,
different.
What the
That's
fuck?
tragic. No, you
That's
don't do
paid off. Okay, so there's a difference. Like I understand. Listen, part 3 can get a 9, it can get a 10. Like this God of War can get a 9, get a 10. It's fine.
I
They're different
love
styles of game.
Yeah, I love the funny thing is I really enjoyed the combat so much.
I thought the combat. Yeah,
I
like
thought it
combat
was
a lot.
so.
It was dope.
I love
It was
You
just
had
it
the
just
hand-to-hand.
it felt good. It just
felt like a
really
god.
It felt good. Like when you're just surrounded, throwing fucking axes at the people, switching the shit, and just doing all kind. It felt awesome.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really felt really good.
And then the
with
light
combat.
rune and the heavy
No
rune
qualms.
for each weapon with different attacks.
Yeah.
You're messing with those,
Yeah.
you're upgrading those, you're strengthening
the
that.
armor and stuff like that. it
Joel,
really
Joel,
felt
I just
dope.
think you needed more time with this game. I think you wrote it off too fast. It was too slow in the beginning. You just was like, nah, I'm done with this
Dude,
game.
It's too slow all the way through. Listen, this isn't a game that I just played the first level or
Do
two.
the
I
trials.
beat it,
Do the trials.
Right.
Do them over again.
and I was just like, "That's it. That's the end."
Nah, there's more.
No, I
That's-
did think
They just
That
stopped
was
it, though.
my-
There's
I think
more.
my-
The ending did feel like there was going to be
Ending?
DLC.
that ending was just like
There's more.
Wait.
There was rooms you couldn't get in. There was rooms in
Yeah,
that thing
yeah,
you could
yeah.
not go
Yes,
to.
yes,
and they
yes,
just
yes.
said, nah, we're out of
But
time.
I had a feeling when I beat the game, I had a feeling of that I did want to. I felt like I didn't play it the right way, and I should have played it like
I
a
saw
lot
it. You
more.
played it. I
Like,
saw you
I should have
it.
played it better. I
You
felt
played it
like.
better than I did.
Yeah,
I was like,
no,
what
'cause-
armor is that?
No, because I honestly, like, when I was playing the game, I was, like, listening. I love the interaction between Kratos and his son, and I just like, got lost in all that.
That
You know what
some-
I mean?
Sometimes games,
And then-
yeah.
And,
games
I
do
was
that.
searching, and I was just searching all over the map for different stuff for me to find, because that's what I do with these open world type games.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just get into it and just start searching for
You
shit.
get the-
I did a
yeah.
lot of side
Not to
quests
talk
too.
about it forever, but
Yeah.
another comparison that you can put this towards the two is like Gears of War.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
part
it, yeah.
4 was like, okay, I've had enough of this.
That's
type
exactly-
of Gears
yeah,
of War.
exactly what I was
You
saying,
have
yeah.
to change this game, and then Gears of War 5 came out. Granted, the gameplay was still there the same way, but everything felt like a huge action
had to-
set.
had to change.
The
It
set
had to.
pieces were totally different. It felt like a real. It was way more epic. 5 was
Yeah.
way more epic than 4, and 4
Yeah.
actually
That's what
kind
you
of
should
ended
do.
like God of War
Should be
did.
more epic.
Was that?
You shouldn't go backwards.
No, it didn't go backwards. They did change
No,
it.
that's what I'm
in
saying.
Game of-
They did
yes.
it right. Where God of War goes backwards.
I thought it was
It should be
epic.
more epic.
I thought that God of War was epic in its own right.
I thought
I thought it was-
I
it's
thought
all right.
Gears
There
4
was a
to
big
5
dragon.
was the exact same thing. Actually, no, not the exact same thing, but very similar.
They needed to open it.
Yeah, they had to open it up. At that time, with that formula, they have to open it up. Unfortunately, like, a lot of people don't like that, but that's what has to happen.
That's what needs to happen to Metal Slug. Also, it needs to open up. No, if they gave you levels to pick, though, that'd be dope. At least in something like that. They don't need the open world
No.
Metal Slug. No.
No.
But they went
Open
tactics.
Wish
They went the
that we
tactics
had
way
this
though.
conversation
Tactics
right
way
when
is
I
better.
finished the game.
What's that?
I wish we had this conversation right when I finished the game because I had
A laundry
a
list?
whole list.
Ah.
What's wrong with this game?
The thing is that it did end when I thought part 2 was going to come out the next year. I thought they were already done.
It was a
I thought they already had it 2 ready.
COVID.
They just needed more time.
It's just COVID. It's just
not,
COVID.
Not all like everything.
Yeah,
that,
no, come on.
COVID.
Not
all,
COVID.
of the, all the reasons you gave, not all
valid.
the reasons you gave.
They're valid.
Were, like
Yeah.
some of them
It's
were
preference.
like I'm like
it's
oh,
it's
like,
preference at the
I
end
was
of the
like,
day.
okay.
Valid.
No,
it's
that
not
made-
like you said, oh, the game sucks.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. No,
No, no,
it's,
no.
it's a preference
You said it
thing.
was
Every
like-
gamer has a preference of what they like.
Listen, if you beat a game,
Yeah.
you enjoy the game.
It's not like Joel
All right?
played 1 hour and said, "No, this sucks." It's like,
Right.
dude, you didn't
Exactly.
play anything.
No, you beat the game.
Played the whole
Listen,
game, and he
You
said,
beat the game, and that's
listen.
what you thought. So that's
Yeah.
Was God of War Blaster Master? No. You know,
God of War, was God
I'll
of War
play,
Tetris?
I'll
good.
play
No, no.
Blast Master again. I will never play God of War again.
see? All right.
No.
I think we got to the bottom of that one. I mean, like I said, we could talk about it forever. But I mean, yes, I can see the gripes, and they're valid. But to others who may have given it a high
You're gonna
rating,
see him next time you play it.
Oh no.
You're gonna be
Play
like,
it
wait,
again?
what?
Nah.
This is boring. This is boring.
Yo.
I'm
No,
literally
listen.
just rolling down the stream in a boat with my son.
The
Like
guy was
Wind
talking. He has
all
some
over
interesting
again.
stories.
See, that's
Yeah,
where
the
that's
talking head.
That's where I think the disconnect is because like I don't have kids. You don't have kids.
No, hell
you don't
no.
have kids.
Okay.
It was
The only
more.
person that has
That's not.
children
I have a
is
kid,
you.
and I
That's
love
you.
the dynamic. I love the
But
son
that's
dynamic.
but
Yes.
I think
He doesn't have a son.
But you don't have how many? But how many kids do you have?
Just one.
and,
Just
you don't have a son.
As far as how they paced it, it's more Clash of the Titans than anything.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
No,
It
I
is
agree.
more Clash of the Titans than
I
anything.
agree with that. Yeah.
It has its parts,
I don't know
but it
about
takes
that.
a long
No,
time
no.
to get to it. I mean, the old one was good though. The claymation looking one.
Wow.
No, I love the
Depends on who you are.
original Clash of the Titans.
That owl, man.
You know?
That's it. Depends on
I've
who
never
you ask.
seen the new one. I love the original, man.
Yeah, the new one wasn't that good.
No, the new. Don't watch
No
the
one
new.
wasn't
Yeah,
that good.
I'll just
watch
stick.
the
I'll
new
It's
stick
like
with.
playing.
No,
It's
no.
like going from the old God of War games to the new. one.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
I love what you did there.
Bang,
Damn.
That was awesome. That was good.
That's a good ending.
Shots
That's a good
fired,
ending to that
man.
story.
Damn.
I like that. I like
Man
that.
down.
Spitting hot fire.
And there was a sequel to that.
Was there?
Yeah, that one was.
Yeah.
And guess what? It got worse.
Oh my God! They did a sequel.
So we'll see if it actually goes that way with God of War.
Yeah,
If
hope
it
it's not
actually goes to
Ragnarok.
Clash of
Are
the
you
Titans.
sure? Joel, are you
So
sure it's
moving
not?
on.
No, one question. You sure it's not the beard that's pissing you off? Is it the beard?
Oh, boy.
If he,
No,
had-
man.
if he,
I actually like the new look of Kratos.
okay.
Okay.
But like, dude, Kratos was like this. Just his whole character is not. That's not Kratos.
He calmed down, man.
He's a father. He's a father.
He's a father.
He can't be busting everybody.
He calmed down.
He's a
He
father.
calmed down.
Well, that's what it is.
The rage was gone. The
There's
kid,
no-
he has
there-
to show his kid the right way.
Listen,
But we gotta move on.
the two gripes I had was there was no jumps and there was no sex mini games.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That was my two gripes. No, for real.
That's
That was
Kratos,
my
man.
two.
Good deej.
Because out of,
There's no
out of
deej.
out of four
Those
games,
are valid gripes.
out of 4 games before that, like you had those things.
There was always
in
the
game.
Deej moment.
That was the
Took it out.
Deej.
The deej.
You always had that.
They might be back. You don't know. They could come back.
And
He's
make
single
a mini
again, so
game
yeah,
out
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, he's single as hell. He's gonna throw his son in there. Go in there. Deej, deej.
His son can be older in the next one.
Yeah.
He
Hey.
He meets
He
someone
could be
else.
like 20 years old or something.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good
and,
point.
and then he meets someone else, and then,
Nah, you'll play Kratos for like a minute. Like, and
Oh,
then
oh,
the rest of
No,
the game.
that would piss me
oh,
off.
dude.
It'll do a Metal Gear Solid 2.
That would piss me off.
Actually, what if the son
That's
that
what's
you're
gonna happen.
playing as
That's gonna happen.
You're gonna
does,
play as a
does
son.
the mini game with another?
Yo, he says, "Get in there, boy," and pushes him in there. I'd be like, "This is the best game ever." There you go. Awesome. Get in there, boy. Make your father proud.
And then the screen just
Why,
zooms
yo.
all the way up past it.
Yes, and there you
That
go.
would be great. That'd be like, okay, you know what?
Dad, that was awesome.
He
Yeah,
passed-
go in again.
He passed the torch. Go.
Somehow they'd make that mini game boring too.
Damn.
How would they? Do
Impossible.
It, though? How would
Yeah.
they?
So
do
moving on.
it? This can
All
go
right,
on
moving
forever.
on.
Yes. All right, I got some questions about. So you stream on YouTube, obviously. We all know. So those who don't, check out the channel. There's streaming going on.
Yeah.
So you also stream on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
I would like. So we are contemplating or in the move to stream on Twitch also,
Tomorrow.
starting tomorrow. And we wanted to know your like verses between YouTube and Twitch and why you do both and what's better about either.
Okay, so YouTube, where I have the most following, there's more interaction there, right?
Mhm.
And I haven't put the time into Twitch. If I put the time into Twitch, I think it would grow,
Mhm.
and I'd probably have more interaction there.
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
the thing about Twitch is it looks better,
Mhm.
it feels better,
Mhm.
you can raid streams better.
Mhm.
It's just designed for streaming.
Right.
Okay.
Where YouTube, I've been like I was playing Berserk, and then the anime cutscenes played, and they cut me. They stopped the whole stream.
Damn.
Really?
Berserk all day.
I'll play Mortal Kombat, and I get hit with a demonetization.
Oh.
Oh, instantly.
Yeah,
Like there's
'cause of
all
the
these little
violence.
things
Yeah.
that happen
Right.
on YouTube that never happen on Twitch.
Right.
Ah.
That's a big
You know,
deal.
there's these little irritating things that happen,
Right.
you know. But I love to stream on YouTube because, you know, a lot of the Media Glitch fams there, you know, you know, all the regulars, and I hate to like tell them, no, go over to this platform because it's better.
Mm.
Right. Right.
So I just stream to both at the same time
I see.
instead.
Oh, so you do both
know?
at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Two at a time. Sheesh.
Which you're not supposed to do.
Yeah,
But
no, they say
if
not to
you're-
do it, but you know what though? It's like
If you're a Twitch affiliate,
right,
Then you can
you're
only
not.
do it on.
But
right.
and I am a Twitch affiliate.
Oh,
And
okay.
me saying this could change that. But it's like, you know, it's like not, you know, Twitch ain't sending me checks anyway, so what the hell do I care?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I'd rather just have the audience there,
Right.
you know.
But just saying, if you could
And-
build a platform over there, it's a better way to stream.
I feel like it is.
Okay.
Just the way it handles the stream always looks better.
Hmm.
You know, YouTube, like, this is crazy. I go to Radical Reggie's YouTube channel
Hmm.
when he's streaming, or if I'm streaming.
Mhm.
I am a moderator.
Hmm.
I'm even more than a moderator. I have like other rights in his channel, and YouTube won't let me post a link, dude. And I don't need. We can't figure out why.
Wow.
Damn.
I can post
I can't
links
post a
in
link.
Reggie's.
Yeah.
I can, yeah. I got the blue name.
That's what I'm saying. And other moderators can, you know.
You've been banned.
And I have even more rights than a moderator, but for some reason,
got
there's just
banned.
some things that YouTube just it'd be broken
They
sometimes,
haven't
right?
figured it out
It's
yet.
because you multi-stream. They banned you.
YouTube is all over.
That was before.
YouTube's all over the place.
That's
They
funny.
took
Well,
away
you
your
know how
rights.
long I've been doing YouTube. YouTube's already got beef with me, probably. I don't know, man. That, you know.
Nice.
But anyway, that's I would say. But you know, I don't know, man, because then
The communities on YouTube.
I look at
that's
Twitch
what's
and I'm just
different.
like, man, like, it's changed so much. If you don't, you know, stream from a hot tub, well, I don't know if you're gonna get the views. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
dude,
Well,
for real, man.
And that's changed so much. It's, you know,
Yeah,
who knows?
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I feel like there's just gonna be someone that comes along and it's gonna do it right.
Yeah.
And I think when you see that,
Right.
hop on that platform.
Yeah.
Well,
Quickly.
Mixer, man.
What?
Mixer.
They were the only ones
I
to
don't-
try. They were the
No
only
longer
ones.
No,
exists.
they're
Yeah,
gone.
they tried.
I
and
know.
They didn't.
They tried.
It didn't work out.
You can dual stream. Actually, I saw you can do that on Twitch too. I gotta see how you do that.
Dude, Twitch.
You can
it's
dual
like-
stream. Yeah, multi-stream. I think from.
What was it? The other day we logged on to Twitch.
It's hard to log into Twitch as multiple people.
That was the first
I
thing.
tried the other day. Something with your password. All right,
Yeah.
I give up.
Dude,
I give up.
that
Nah,
right
we have to
there
give
was-
you access for the month
Oh my god.
because they do it. They check every month, and you have to like
Jesus
they
Christ.
because they think one person's doing it. They don't know multiple
Yeah.
people are doing it from different
Yeah.
computers,
And that level 857 with 5 people.
and they lock an individual out if it's
Yeah.
other people. So you
Yes.
have to give privilege to
It
everyone.
sucks, man.
That's-
The way
that's
they have
stupid.
that set up, it's like just even logging in is a fucking hassle.
Mm.
But
Well, if you're not if you don't know the platform, even going into it and going, where do I go?
right.
Oh no, yeah,
can-
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy.
Oh,
It
dude,
can be overwhelming. You're like, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
I tried to. What was it? There was a coworker of mine that I was like, "Hey, you know, you should watch a stream." This is when we were streaming on Twitch, and I was like, "Yeah." So I gave him the link. He clicked the freaking link, and he was just like, "What? Like, how do I find? Like, I don't know how to find you. I don't know what's going on. It's like,
Oh, it's
I'm like,
easy
I thought
enough to- it's
I'm
easy
like, I
enough to
sent you
find
the
it.
direct link. Just type it. He's like, all right. So he typed it, and he's like, yeah, this is what I got. He sent me a screenshot,
Oh, jeez.
and I'm like, what is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm
You
like,
mistyped, you
wow.
mistyped.
So they made it. They make it. It's easier to find somebody on YouTube than it is Twitch. Like I don't know what it is about
Just-
Twitch's algorithm when it is.
But their
like,
menus are weird. Their menus.
it's so like.
This is what you
convoluted
do.
and,
Is
like,
you just
all over the place, man.
get Restream,
Okay.
right? And then just plug in your account info, and then you log in from Restream, and it goes to YouTube and it goes to Twitch, and you guys can. It doesn't matter who's logging in.
Okay.
I don't think it shouldn't.
Oh well,
Okay.
hey,
I could be
we're
wrong,
gonna try that. We're gonna try that.
but it seems like that's your workaround for the whole whatever they're doing
Okay.
over there.
That sounds-
Interesting.
Like I don't even like, I don't even go into my Twitch account hardly.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Really?
I just Restream. I go on through Restream and it goes in.
Shit. Okay.
We'll have to give that a
So-
shot
We-
at
we
some
have-
point.
yeah, well,
Tomorrow, no. but,
Yeah,
but at some point,
yeah,
yes.
sometime. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And I even send it to. I even stream on Facebook too.
Oh, really?
I haven't even
As
seen
well.
how
Yo,
that
I
works
was
at all.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
how-
of,
I've
I
heard
was
about
actually
Facebook.
thinking of that because that is a thing too. Like people do stream.
Because
on-
we have 11,000 followers on Facebook.
Jeez.
Well,
jeez.
Well, so, yeah.
That's something
Yeah, I
to
was-
look into.
No, I was thinking of that
Yeah,
also.
It's not bad.
Because I know they do game streaming on Facebook. as
Yeah,
well.
Ronda Rousey has like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
contract with them.
I heard
There you
they.
go.
I heard they did that like 2 years ago.
Ronda Rousey.
yeah, like I
Wow.
haven't heard anything about
2 years ago.
streaming on
He said
Facebook.
2 years ago.
No,
I think when Mixer first disappeared, they were like, "Come over to Facebook." But after that, I was
No,
like, no one's ever talked about it.
every platform is talking about
That's a
that.
thing.
Wow.
Well, I think if nobody's talking about it, that's a good time. That's a good like platform
time to
to
slide
go.
in.
Yeah, to just try it out.
Slide all up in
No,
there.
it
You
gets-
never know if Facebook were to take off.
Exactly. You
never
don't
know.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't think they're going to be the one, but
Well,
$1 trillion company, man.
But you don't know.
They got the money to push.
I think it's going to be what's going to happen is there's this community of amazing YouTubers who never grew because YouTube hides all the videos
Yes.
in favor of Jake Paul and his brother,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and they're just going to be sick of
Sorry,
it,
seconds.
Yeah,
and they're going to create this platform,
yeah. Right.
you know, that will end all platforms. No, not end them all, but we'll have that competition,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and they'll understand the frustrations. It will be birthed out of frustration.
That's,
I believe.
That's a good prediction, man.
but Amazon and Google are juggernauts, and Facebook. So whoever wants to step up is gonna be, you know, it has to be something special.
Well, look
Yeah.
at TikTok. That shit came out of nowhere.
Nah, I mean TikTok was Musical.ly.
Yeah, but it came out of nowhere though.
it was big before that.
China.
Then they bought it. Whatever. I mean, everybody copied it, and we'll see how long it
I mean,
lasts.
shit.
I just started a TikTok 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I have to see these dance moves.
Look at that.
And there's a God of War video.
Yes.
A God of War dance?
No, not a dance. It's just a video.
Come on.
I should here. You know what? Let me send it to.
Is that the one?
I made it.
Where let's see,
MySpace.
Kratos is beating down whatever that god's name. I forgot it was. You did it with you after you give somebody the first round in a fighting game. Is it that one?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that. I saw that. That was pretty funny. No,
That's the stuff I'm doing over there on TikTok.
Running all these
You
social
know?
platforms is another job in itself, man. It's crazy.
That's tough.
No, it is.
It's-
and you
There's a lot of
direct
platforms.
movies. It's crazy. That's a lot.
And
of,
you have a real job.
it's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like so I've just finished a TV series, right? Called Behind the Yellow House. So if you look on IMDb, you can see
Okay.
who stars in that.
Nice.
And now that that's done, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna try to grow Media Glitch. Like when Media Glitch was on TV and I had a team of 20 people, I could direct and do this stuff, you know. And there's a whole social media person. I didn't have to mess with none of that.
Right.
All right. I didn't have to mess with all that. But now then COVID and everything happened. Now we're not on the air and stuff, and it's just me, you know. And you know, shout out to Reggie and John and Saru and them that have been helping me hold this ship down because they're part of Media Glitch as well. But there does come a point where I'm like, man, I'm doing so much stuff. Is it worth it to keep going? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll take these next couple months, start feeding the beast, as they say, and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now with Media Glitch.
Yeah, that was gonna be a question. I was gonna ask what's next for Media Glitch.
It's always worth it, man. It's always worth it.
Listen, the passion is there. It's always worth it when you got passion.
You damn right.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's the passion of playing games, for sure. You know, and my passion to make videos and stuff. That's always gonna happen because I work in the industry. You know what I mean? So like, but it's like, where am I gonna direct my energy? Because it's just me doing it a lot. You know,
You can combine them both and make that God of War movie.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
well, I mean, that's the dream that, you know, someone would say, hey, would you make a legit Mortal Kombat movie? I'd be like, sure.
That's hilarious.
man.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Another half an hour. Let's see. Mortal Kombat. What did you hate? Nah, we can go.
I kind of want to know.
I actually liked Mortal Kombat's last movie. I don't know. I didn't say you had to like it. I liked it better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I mean, what's worse than that?
Of course.
What's worse than that?
Oh,
That's not a hard one to beat.
Well, I mean,
I
listen,
liked it. I liked it.
the first movie, obviously,
No.
is a guilty pleasure. It's a good movie.
It's a funny-
but it's not a great movie. But it's a good movie. It's a fun movie.
It's a
yeah.
It's a
funny
good.
movie.
It's a good bad movie.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a watch.
I will watch that any day, all day.
It's a good bad movie to watch. I like watching.
And I will always fight for that movie. Like, you can't tell me that movie's bad. But Annihilation, yes, I can tell you that movie is
That was
horrendous.
tough.
Yeah, that movie was
I
horrendous.
like making fun of that.
It didn't
movie.
make any
That
sense.
is- that is. my
But this
favorite.
movie, I was surprised by how many people just beat it down. I understand. Listen, it wasn't a perfect movie, but it was not a bad movie. Especially as a fighting movie. Like, listen, Kung Fu flicks, like, you don't have to be grade A for me to like it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the movie. And the amount of hate that came out just because, oh, this is worse than Annihilation. I was like, okay, and now you're just doing it for
That's
clicks. You're
too
doing it
much.
for clicks.
That's too
Yeah.
much. That's
It's
a little
not,
overboard.
you're just lying now.
That's a little overboard.
But, I mean, if
Worse
you don't
than
like it,
Annihilation. Jeez, that's saying a
No,
lot.
that's,
Yeah.
that's a little overboard. I think that's a.
Yes, it
That's
is. I
very
agree.
dramatic. I
But
don't know if it's.
I've
that bad.
seen reviews on it that say, I mean, I was like, okay, I agree. Maybe that was a little bit, but I mean, the story didn't go the way you wanted it to. You didn't write the movie. You can't really complain about it that bad.
Right.
Obviously, you want other characters to be the lead role, maybe in another movie. It wasn't their movie, so it is what it is.
Also, you had to take into consideration. Also, you're a director, so it's like you understand. Like sometimes the studio has a vision, right, and they take over, or you know, and then you have a certain vision, and you're trying to do something, and it's like you can't do what you originally tried to portray in whatever you're recording, because they're intervening with the, you know, what
It could have been a
your vision
longer
is.
movie.
It's
They
like-
could have cut it a certain way. They could have filmed scenes, and they said, "Oh, we don't want this story."
we
Hey, you
really-
know how it goes.
Yeah, we don't know what the studio did versus what, like the original cut, or
You could have had a full movie, and they said, "No, we want Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't care about this. Give us
Oh,
Kano as a joke guy, and get the rest of
Yeah,
these guys
yeah.
out of here."
Right.
I don't even know why they're here. So
Right.
it's possible that could have went down that way, and they just wanted to see the fight
Right.
that their favorite characters. Who knows?
who knows?
But I like the fight. I mean, come on, it was
It
dope.
was good.
I mean, there was some
enjoyed
stuff at the end. It was like, okay, all right, you
Yeah,
don't need to.
yeah,
Who
yeah.
is this guy? But
Who is this guy?
but I mean,
Who
it
is
wasn't.
this guy?
It wasn't the worst thing ever. That armor was though.
I
you
think
know.
they did. I think they did a good job with as far as fanfare. Like they in my opinion.
If
I
it was a
think they-
better, listen, it should have came down to a showdown between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. That's
Yeah.
what we wanted to see.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
we don't care about this guy,
yeah.
but he was there. It is what it
I
is.
think that's
Oh,
probably.
yeah.
I think that's probably like the toughest thing is that there's this random dude that
Yeah.
nobody cares about.
And I did not care
whatsoever.
until you had the armor. I was like, come on.
I didn't even care. I thought the armor was just like get Aquaman out of here. I don't know why he's
He
here.
said
See,
Aquaman.
that's why I think that's what the studio had, like added that. Like
If they gave him the glow, I would have been like, cool.
the
Just give him
glow.
the glow, the Glass Dragon glow. You didn't need this armor.
Nah,
Give him a Super
No.
Saiyan. Give him
Wow.
a Super Saiyan power. That's all.
I wasn't even convinced
That's it.
of his power
'Cause
either.
he was
I
fine.
was,
It
I
was
was very
fine.
confused with all like everything about his character.
Yeah.
Very confused with that. That was weird.
I didn't really care. About
However,
him.
I want to know, Joel, what did you think of Sub-Zero's character in the movie? How it was portrayed?
Man, I feel like if I start talking about this movie,
It'll be all night.
Your audience will be like, man, this dude hates everything.
No. Give your honest opinion, dude. It's not, you know.
Like, cause I'm not, let's talk about stuff I love.
We'll talk to him.
Is that bad? Really? Is that bad?
Joe's a Mortal
honestly,
Kombat
like,
fanatic.
I
He loves Mortal
know.
Kombat.
I know.
You love Mortal Kombat, we know. So it means something different.
All right,
I-
listen. All right, let's make it an even.
That gets in the way.
To make it an
That
even
gets in the
playing
way.
field, here you go. They're actually working on a Tetris. I'm a huge Tetris fan, right? Tetris fanatic. They're making a Tetris movie that's already been like it's in the works. I don't know if they finished filming it yet
Aliens.
because of the pandemic. I don't know what the fuck.
Tetramino.
Well, that was it's on IMDb.
Maybe they realized this is a bad idea.
Dude, yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
kidding.
I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna make a movie? No, they're actually making a movie portraying like how the concept of Tetris came to be.
That makes better
About the-
sense than an invasion.
Okay, that's better. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was the invasion shit came out like 8 years ago.
That's probably what
It
they
was
game.
like-
What's the
it's
movie?
on
More
IMDb.
like,
you
it's
can
like
read it.
Facebook, right?
What's that?
Like, it's like Facebook.
Yes.
The movie.
Yes.
Which was a great
Social
It's
movie.
the
network,
origin.
right?
It's the origins of how
They did a great job.
it came to
with
be.
that.
Now the origin story of Tetris and how it came to be is a fascinating story.
amazing.
It's
Yes, it
really
is. I
really
agree.
good. But I can see how you're a super fan of this particular franchise, and you're like, oh man. I'm nervous too. Like I'm very nervous because I don't like this movie.
They
Like
can't ruin it.
oh my god,
They
dude.
can't ruin Tetris that movie.
I'm gonna
Blocked.
watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
It's just blocked.
I'm gonna watch it regardless. But if anybody's gonna be the biggest critic, it's gonna be me. So I can put myself in your shoes. I understand how you feel.
They're not gonna mess up the
Because-
character.
I'm about
of
to
the
say
block,
there's
though.
no characters in
Fine.
there to really
I
fuck
know,
up. I mean, like,
but I know the origin story of how it was created. and
That's
how, like,
fine.
all
I
the-
know, but they might change
Right.
the villain. Well, you know how they do for movies.
But I see what he's saying.
But you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
right?
when you love something, you want it done right.
Yes.
King
so
Kong,
I understand the
King Kong.
kid.
They make
yes.
villains, they make heroes. You
That's
gotta do.
hilarious.
Yes. No,
All right,
I
I'll
understand
put
what-
it
I
this
mean-
way. So it's not a big question that you have to go so far. All right, Street Fighter the movie or Mortal Kombat the movie. Like, which one do you dislike more? Not the animated movie, the movie.
live action. We're talking
Yeah.
live
Van
action.
Damme.
Oh, all right.
No, the
Chun-Li.
animated Street Fighter.
The Chun Li
is
stuff.
amazing.
I even make.
No, don't add that. Don't add that. That doesn't count. That
No,
doesn't
we
count.
don't talk about that on this
You have to
podcast.
go the
That does not
original.
count.
We don't
Original.
talk about this on that.
You gotta
we
keep
don't
the
talk about
question
that
simple.
on this
Original
podcast.
Street Fighter and
All right.
original Mortal Kombat.
Jesus.
That's it.
All right.
Cut that.
It's like annihilation.
Like that. Okay, I'll say this: in the Street Fighter anime,
Okay.
the Chun-Li Vega fight, there's nothing that comes close
Japanese edition.
in either of those movies.
Japanese edition.
Like, yes, like it's just the most amazing fight.
That was awesome.
It's-
It was.
it's
The
up-
importance of music.
Yeah. I hated what they did to America.
You know what sucks? Is
American fucked it up.
I had the. See, my experience with that was the American version.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
they
bad.
changed the whole
That was
scene.
my
They
first
fucked it up.
experience.
They
with
killed
it.
the emotion.
I only
Killed
saw
the
the
emotion.
American version.
Chun-Li.
They played. It's
It was rock. It was rock.
I liked
Well,
it
it
still
didn't
though.
But
It wasn't
the
bad.
live
I enjoyed
action
that.
though, the live action,
live action,
the
yeah.
live action. What is worse, the original Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
The new one.
No, not the new one. The
What?
original Mortal Kombat, original
We're
Street
going.
Fighter.
We're going
No,
originals.
No, it's about 20.
That's Mortal
2021.
Kombat all day.
No, that Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
wins
no, that's
that.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
was that all
Okay,
day.
okay.
I'll say that shit.
See,
That's
no, I just
like-
wanted to make it simple because I know you don't want to go into
yeah,
everything.
No,
I wanted to
that's an
make it
easy.
simple.
That's an easy one,
So
man.
it's not that bad.
But I feel like even the fighting in the original Mortal Kombat is better than the fighting in this new Mortal Kombat.
Really? Really?
Yes.
Oh, we gotta go.
Ah,
we gotta
man.
go back now. I gotta.
All
go
I
back and
remember.
watch.
Watch. Oh my god.
Oh,
The choreography.
Watch the
really?
Kung Lao and the Golden Child, whatever his name is. Watch that fight.
Mm.
Turn the sound off too, man. Like it's even worse. But it looks like it totally. It's so bad.
I just remember the bad
I
Hurricanrana
feel-
from the first movie though. Like that was Kano when he spit
So,
on when
spit on a leg.
when he
No,
drooled
like,
on her
when
leg.
you look at that,
That was a terrible
that
fight.
The Scorpion Johnny Cage fight.
That was a good fight.
There's not a fight
I liked
in
it.
the new Mortal Kombat that's better than
But
that.
that freaking hook was bad though. I can't even.
The
look
spear?
back. The spear
Yeah,
was
it
bad
was
though.
No, I understand that. Like, I get that.
I was hyped
But
as
I'm
a
just
kid,
talking
though.
It
about,
was
like,
limited by that time's technology.
here we
though.
have a fighting movie
Snake.
that hardly has any fighting in it.
I like the fights. I like Sub-Zero. I really like Sub-Zero in the new one as a villain. He was so good.
He was a boss character.
Yeah,
He was so
that's
good.
great.
And he was badass
I
in
love-
the beginning, dude.
Hell
I love that he went and he just totally massacred every
Yes.
like his
That won
wife
me.
and everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just decided not to kill the other guy's wife and
Menacing.
child. Okay, fine. You want to have a big character change? That's
It was in
cool.
the
Whatever.
script.
That makes
It was in the
sense.
script.
Plot armor.
It was in the script. He couldn't do everything. He could have killed everything.
Plot armor.
Plot armor.
Yeah, look, I could go off on this movie, but I feel like I just don't know if I have it in me.
It's too much energy. It's too much
All
energy.
right.
The same night.
Let's switch to some happy stuff then. Okay. So your most recent are on the remastered editions of the old 8-bit games. Now tell me how you feel about something that you played as a child getting a complete remake in today's type of art style and music, and just to see how it evolved from your childhood memories to what it is now. Because I see you seem to like them.
Well, I like okay, they're two different beasts.
Okay.
Actually, so we're talking about the Wonder Boy,
Wonder Boy,
4
Alex Kidd
remake.
types of things.
And then we're talking about the Alex Kidd remake. Those are the two newest reviews on my channel. And the Wonder Boy, when they sent it to me, I was actually surprised because I got it sent to me when I was on set.
Mm.
And I was in the middle of filming, and I can't just hop away and play the game. So I got to play it later. And I'm just really sad about all the reviews that I'm hearing. Like, that it's just not that great, and, you know, it's old platforming, it doesn't, you know, they needed to change this, that, and the other, and I was just like, oh, that's too bad. And then I played it, and I was like, this is really fun. This is really a good time. Like, I had a really good time with it. And so I did, in my review, I did rip on IGN a bit.
Who doesn't?
As usual. Everyone needs to rip on
need to.
IGN. IGN be on that bullshit.
IGN.
Because some of the things that they said it was just bananas.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, you're 15-year-old kid, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Who
Your balls
reviews
haven't
this?
even dropped yet, and you're over here trying to review this game that you know went out so long ago.
Right.
And so and then there was another game that people were crapping on, and I can't. Oh, hold on. Okay, this bad boy.
Uh-oh.
This is what birthed that review.
Uh-oh.
Was this
Oh, the Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden trilogy. Okay.
right? And I absolutely like every reviewer was regurgitating the same thing. Oh, it's Sigma. It's not black. Oh, it's 2. It doesn't have the blood.
Jesus.
When you pop this bad boy in, you start playing for 5 minutes. You're like, I don't care. This is Ninja Gaiden, and this is awesome. And you forgot how awesome
Ninja Gaiden's a 10.
it was.
That's a 10.
I love
until
those
you
games,
started
man.
playing this bad boy.
I'm about to buy that, actually.
But every reviewer crapped on it.
Why?
Everyone.
How did they
Huh?
forget? How did they forget the legend of Ryu Hayabusa? Like, come on.
Yo, man, that's the dude.
And I'm just like, what is wrong with the reviewers these days? And I couldn't understand it.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's internet is going.
Somebody's
Oh.
internet's conking out.
Joe, we
We'll
lost you,
give
man.
it a second. We'll see if it comes back.
I think we lost you, Joe.
Now he's so pissed off that he can't even finish the sentence.
Yeah, he said, he's like, man, I can't even deal
like,
with this.
They
shit."
took Ninja Guy and he's like,
Look how angry he is right there. Oh, wait, I think we got you back.
Oh, wait.
Let's
Coming
see.
back. He's coming back.
Let's see.
Is it back?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
got you
yeah,
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We thought you were so angry you paused.
Yeah. We're like, oh, shit, he glitched.
I'm telling
The
you,
media
man.
glitch.
The media glitch.
Media has glitched.
Media glitch.
You're back, though.
Yeah.
As you were saying, sir.
It's all the YouTubers banning against me.
Yeah, right? Anonymous.
I was just like, man, why can't people just like think for themselves?
Oh, that's been a thing of the past.
My
That's been-
You know what I
That's
mean? And
not a
just
thing on the
quit
internet.
regurgitating reviews. So I'm like, I have to make this Wonder Boy review and say, hey, it's not the greatest game in the world. It doesn't have the greatest graphics, but it's fun. Just like, and it's this old retro fun, right? And then they sent me Alex Kidd, and Alex Kidd is like, if your kid drew a picture, right, and it's just kind of ugly, and then someone else drew it really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wow, that's kind of cool to see this picture my kid drew, which I love, and I love it because my kid drew it.
Right.
And then here's the Bob Ross version. I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, like that's pretty awesome.
That's a good.
So it wasn't anything new. Like it was that same game underneath,
enhanced.
but
And
with
that's
a
what
better
makes it
paint job.
great. Yeah.
An enhanced.
You know what I
version.
mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, let's support this kind of stuff because these games, and maybe it's just the boomer and us that talking, but it's like it'd be great to see some of these old games, you know, with a fresh coat of paint on them.
Exactly. Because the magic that you had in those easy, simple games back then, to see them done in a style that's newer and glossier and everything, but still have that same magic, that's the key.
That's the toughest
It has
part.
to have the same
That is
magic.
the hardest part,
And that's
especially with Sega games.
Yeah, but when people get those games and they say, "Oh, it plays like the old thing," who wants to play this?
Uh,
The people who like the
Everyone
old
who
thing.
originally liked this shit.
They're like, Al's kid doesn't jump the same. He doesn't jump right. I was like, he jumps the same as he's supposed to. You suck at playing if
Yeah.
you can't play the game like that.
Right.
You're not from
Obviously,
that
it's
generation.
bad. If it was bad back in the day, I would like them to improve it, obviously.
Right.
But if it plays exactly, give me the option. It was
Right.
weird. Well, I'll tell you what was weird about Al's kid. I was playing through it, and I was like, I don't remember this music. And I was like, wait, I don't remember this stage. Where did this come from? And then you switch it to the old style, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, this stage was not in here. But
It's so
but they offered the real game as a complete, like the same exact thing. Like the second
Right.
you open that old game, I was like, this is what I played. This is exactly, and it's here. So
That's
I
good.
can't complain.
That's
I
good.
can't complain about the new stuff. Even if I hated the new stuff, I can't complain because they added my old game in
Still
there.
have your old game.
So if you're going to do that,
Right.
always include the real game. But I
and I like
great.
the option of going back and forth.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's always
Which
good.
the new Wonder Boy doesn't do, but it's because they actually changed some of the mechanics for the better,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right.
You know, and so I was okay with losing that because they were kind of reimagining this thing a little bit.
Did you play the other
You know?
Monster Boys that they redid? The like Monster
I
Truck
did.
and all that?
So so Wonder Boy 3 is my favorite game on the Sega Master System.
That
I-
I missed that when
my-
it came out.
Here's the thing. I bought the Sega Master System for Rostan.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
I actually traded my Nintendo,
Oh,
my 8-bit Nintendo, which is a horrible trade,
yeah.
for the Master System because this kid had Rostan. He had a box of games. And he had Rostan in there. I'm like, okay,
Understood.
Rostan. And like, I don't care. Take Nintendo.
Wow.
Take your Mario. I don't care. I would later make the same mistake with my Super Nintendo and trade it for TurboGrafx 16.
Bonk's Adventure though.
That hurts though.
Keep courage.
But here's the thing. In retrospect, I love that I did that because
Different.
I was introduced to a library that people
yeah.
don't know.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it started with Legendary Axe, but once I popped Ease in,
Oh, he's
That changed the
Ease
game.
on the TurboGrafx 16,
Yeah.
changed my life, and that's why I have a huge shrine of Ease games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would not have done that had I not made the
That's
stupid
true.
move of trading because he had the Turbo Duo with the little CD, you know.
Turbo Duo was pretty cool.
And now that's like a coveted system, and no one knows those games, right? Like, I got to grow up with a bunch of games. Like, to hear him go, "Oh, dude, are you wearing a Rostan shirt? Yeah, you were a Sega Master System kid. Good job." Right? Like that's cool. That's stuff, you know. And so I bought this, or I traded the system. He had a bunch of games. If you've ever seen the Wonder Boy 3 cover, it's horrible.
Yep.
It looks like this. I could show you if you want to see it, but it looks like the most kiddiest game you've ever seen, and I just avoided it like the plague.
I think it's on the list of worst box art.
Listen,
we
Wonder
have
Boy,
it
the
here.
original, had a free crappy snail.
it's on the
It was
list.
not a great cover.
No, it's on the
Yeah,
list.
and
It's on
so
the list.
I just avoided that, and I played R-Type. I played everything else, and then finally one day I was hungover as a kid. I started drinking at an early age. I promise.
Don't.
I just decided, all right, I'm gonna play this kiddie-looking whatever.
I'm looking
it
at the
is.
cover now. It's terrible.
It's bad.
It's fucking awful.
I pop it in, and I'm just blown away.
Hmm.
And at that moment, the trade seemed good because I still don't know if there's a better looking game on the Nintendo Entertainment System than Wonder Boy 3. Like it looks that amazing, and it's my
Tropics.
Battle of Olympus.
I like how you just bust that name out of nowhere. Star Tropics. Out of all games in the world, you think of Star Tropics?
Doesn't hold a candle to it. Battle of Olympus is a game that I absolutely love and adore. Still, graphically, color-wise, it's just so bright and so beautiful.
Battle of Olympus has like 5 colors.
It's blank. Yeah. It's more Link's Adventure than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I fell in love with that. And the remake, I felt like that is so far the best remake ever done.
Perfect remake,
in my opinion.
It's awesome.
And then
It's
I would
exactly
think
switch
DuckTales
it.
would be the second one.
you bounce right into the old game, and it's exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
And it's messed up because I only played that one. I didn't play the old one. I missed that because of that cover. Because listen, when I thought Wonder Boy, it was the Adventure Island Wonder Boy that was on
Exactly,
the skateboard.
yeah.
First one.
Yeah,
And that is Wonder Boy.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the
That's
hell
Wonder
is
Boy.
this one with a sword?" And I wasn't interested because I was ready to play the one on the skateboard. And then I saw the Adventure Island stuff. I was like, "Oh, this is Wonder Boy though," and Master Higgins won. But
Master fucking Higgins.
he's a Bomberman, man. But
Kill him. Kill him.
but that's the one that I went to, and I played this one. Literally, I played it like 2 years when it came out, 2 years ago, and blown away. Still,
It's awesome. Awesome
same,
game.
and that's new. I played it new after playing God of War, everything. I played Wonder Boy on the Switch, the old style game, and it still won me over. I beat it, and played halfway through again, right away.
Damn.
Right away.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It was great.
It's amazing.
'Cause I was
what
like, I
they
didn't
did.
find this armor. I gotta find this. I gotta find this hidden door. And I just went everywhere hitting up. And I was like, I gotta find this stupid door. And it was an old way.
And it has the right amount of challenge, and you really got to think. You got to think out of the box. Wonder Boy 3 makes you think out of the box. Like, okay, and you start to find the secrets. You start to understand how the programmers did things.
Yep.
It's an experience, man. It is an experience. It's my favorite Sega Master System game, even over Ease. That one that was on there.
Even over
You know?
Psycho Fox.
Oh,
Of course. Yeah. It's,
well, Psycho Fox is what? Is that not? It's Kid. Is it not Kid Nicky?
Kid Chameleon.
no. Kid Chameleon was Sega CD.
No, but it's just a reskin of a Nintendo
Oh, is
NES
it?
game.
Is it?
I forget which one it is.
I wonder which one.
Well, Fantasy Star is still considered one of the best Sega Master System games, though.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
as far as
that's my
graphics.
favorite, yeah.
That's the best
That's-
graphic game
I
when they did.
would play the Sega Ages version better though
'Cause
because
of
they
map.
put the maps.
Yeah.
Maps, yes.
Like,
He loves-
oh,
he loves
yeah,
that
no,
one.
the maps. Oh,
That's the way to play it.
on
You
the
have
Switch
to.
one,
Saves
oh,
everything.
Makes it way more playable.
But is that the
Yeah.
best looking 8-bit game?
What, Fantasy Star?
Fantasy Star. Is that the best looking
No.
8-bit game?
It's up
I
there.
told you what it was.
It's up
It's
there.
Wonder Boy 3.
That's best looking over Fantasy Star, really, for graphics?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
okay.
so.
Still Sega Master
It's-
System. I give
Gonna
it
have
to
to
you.
match that up.
But is Space Harrier? Nah, Space Harrier's ugly now.
Space Harrier,
It looks very ugly now.
That dragons in segments, man. It's like a piece here, piece there.
That's hard to do, man. But yeah, there wasn't a lot.
I hope they keep making these.
I
Fuck
I
yeah.
really hope so. I hope that's a whole
No,
genre by
Bring that
itself.
whole
This
catalog,
should be
man.
a trend. This should be a
I hope
trend.
that it doesn't seem like it takes much money. I mean, obviously the art and everything, yes, but as far in comparison to like a big
Those
3D game,
million
Bring them
dollar
all out.
games.
Bring
like
them all
yeah,
out.
just do this. Have a company that just does this,
Yes.
and I'll be very, very happy.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Continue
yeah.
doing that,
I'll be very happy.
and as long as you can switch to the old game, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Don't mess up my music like the old, like the Fantasy Star remakes that they did. Holy don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Don't mess up my music.
They messed them up. They
Don't
messed
mess
the
up.
fans
At least let me switch the old music while the
Yeah.
new game. I can do the new game graphics, the old music. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
If you do that, don't mess up my music.
Yep. For real.
I wonder what they're gonna do with all its old Fantasy Stars.
I don't think Sega has an idea. Not at
An
all.
indie company
Yeah.
does, but not Sega.
Yeah.
Sega
yeah.
doesn't have any clue.
Maybe what you call it?
Oh.
Didn't what you call it? The one who did Panzer Dragoon.
Forever Entertainment.
Forever Entertainment.
They
Maybe
got more money
maybe
now.
maybe they'll do that for the Sega part.
They got more money now, so
Yeah, because they went to Sega, Nintendo, and something else.
hey,
Was
listen.
it Xbox? I'm not sure, but I don't know what they got planned. But that seems like something that they should put their hand in.
Yes, please.
'Cause those are old role players. It's already written. They just do the graphics of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I'll tell Dave Griffin in the chat you got to play Wonder Boy 3. It's epic. But it's not called Wonder Boy 3. What do they call it?
Monster Trap, is it?
But
Was-
Monster.
Well, it's called
Monster
Wonder
Boy.
Boy 3.
Wonder
in
Boy
the old
3 is
days,
for the
but-
Sega. Yeah.
But when they remade it, they call it. Is it Monster Trap?
Monster Boy.
Monster Boy.
No,
yeah.
no. Monster
yeah.
Boy's the new one, right?
thought it was
No, no.
Monster Boy.
That came after.
No, Monster Boy
I
was the
thought it
old
was.
name.
I thought it was Monster Boy.
Monster Boy was the old name.
Yeah.
And then they had the 2-player one on the TurboGrafx.
Crap.
Yeah. They were all named. They were all like if you go to the history between Wonder Boy and
In TurboGrafx
Monster Boy?
16, it's the same game, and it's called like Dragon something.
Something. Yes.
I forget what
they
it's called.
messed up the titles on all those games. They're all related. And I saw a podcast that talked about the entire lineage of all those games. It was a long podcast because they just went down the rabbit hole of, all right, this was named this, but this
It'll
was
be
this,
infinite.
and this was this, and this was the same game as this, and this. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
what the hell were they
Yeah,
thinking?
a lot of Nintendo people don't know that Adventure Island is actually Wonder Boy.
Yeah. No
And
idea.
it's just called Adventure Island.
It's not Peach Dragon's Trap. Peach Dragon's Trap.
Wow. Peach Dragon.
Peace Dragon Trap.
Yeah.
True.
That's great.
Anyway,
Oh, anyone else?
I just want to talk about the old school stuff.
Oh, well, obviously.
Which title would you want them to do? Like if you had your choice to get this done to something, what would you pick? Besides what's already been done.
it's funny because Turbo was talking about, redoing Revenge of Shinobi, and I said, why would you touch a masterpiece? I said, do Shinobi 3. That one needs a overhaul. I would think, I don't know. Oh, my goodness. That's a good question. What would I have redone? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's
too much
too
pressure.
hard.
It's too much pressure.
That's so hard. Like Battle of Olympus does. I know that I'm not just saying that because someone brought it up, but I actually really do have. I do love Battle of Olympus. And if I don't know if it's remake that game, but bring that back in a whole new way, almost God of War style, but not so boring.
I knew it. I was waiting for it. I was about to say it.
The jab.
I like that. I like that. That was good.
That reminds me of this thing. Okay, so Rygar. Did you play the original Rygar? I mean, arcade one.
I did.
When you played it
And I got the PS2 one as well.
And the new one. I was gonna say, did
the
you play
PS2
that
one.
remake? And that was more like a God of War type edition. And besides the voice acting, it was a great game.
Yeah.
Bad.
It was a great
This is
game.
what they should
I liked
do.
it.
What's
I liked
that?
Sega should go on a reskin kick and do like Golden Axe,
Should be
Altered
coming. That
Beast,
should be
I'm
coming.
down
the
with that.
Fantasy Stars.
I'm down with that.
I think that would be awesome. I think they've already milked the Sonic Genesis Classic thing as much as
They've
they
been doing
can.
a lot of Sonic lately.
Come
Not yet,
on,
not
man.
yet, not yet.
Give it a rest.
This last one has to come out.
Give it a freaking rest.
And I think
the
now
movies.
they should just take the next step and reskin them.
Yeah.
I think Golden Axe is the
These
next logical choice.
It has to.
I think so.
Well, some of these need remakes rather than a reskin, I think.
They're not making Rastan again, so they got to do Golden Axe.
Golden
They gotta
Axe
do
is
something.
is
When's the last
next-
Barbarian game?
Yeah.
you
Well,
made?
Golden Axe needs the Streets of Rage treatment.
Exactly.
The sequel.
The next
I'd rather see
Barbarian
a
game?
sequel of it.
I got no
rather than see
complaints.
an old
I got no
reskin of it.
complaints for Streets of Rage 4.
Conan, Barbarian.
That was another. That's not a remake, but that's the perfect way to
Streets of
handle
Rage
a
4 is
franchise.
beautiful.
Perfect way
Streets
to
of Rage
handle a
5.
franchise.
Streets of Rage 5. Seriously.
Oh, that's never coming. You got another 15 years.
Probably. You never
Get
know.
3 waves of DLC first.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That should be dropping any moment now.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're
true.
killing me with that. Man.
Yeah.
That's true.
Killing me with
Should
that.
we close with the games we're playing?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right.
Quickly want to do that.
Well,
I'm
let Joel start.
I'm gonna start
Joel.
because I've only played one game.
Let Joel start.
I was gonna say I'm gonna start because I only played one game,
Yeah.
and that was for Tetris Tuesday. I played Tetris Kiwa.
Tetris Quinoa?
Kiwamamichi.
Keemstar edition.
Wow.
Kiwamamichi.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but anyway,
You said it better
it's
than I would.
It's a Japanese. It's only released in Japan, and I didn't even know this game existed. I found out that it did, and then I found out that it was only released in Japan in the Naomi arcade cabinets and for PS2 in Japan.
Wow.
And I tried the game.
Like it?
It's good.
Good.
I gotta say, it's a good port. I'm like, I was very disappointed in the fact that it was never ported to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that like some of it's translated in English and a lot of it is still in Japanese.
Oh, it's
And I
like,
was
damn, man.
like,
Can't even, you
I-
can't even do
I
the
had-
whole thing?
I literally had to like figure. If you watched Tetris Tuesday yesterday, yeah, I had to figure out like how the hell, like what mode I'm playing. Like I had to figure it out because it was all in Japanese. There was nothing in English except like press start, and you know, like basic things in English.
To get you going.
That's fucked up.
But
Complete
I was like,
torture.
what am I doing? I don't know what's going on. I got to figure out what's happening. And I lost. I'm like, how the hell did I don't know what's happening. But it was fun though. I got to say it was addictive in that like
That's good.
once I did figure out what to do, I'm like, oh, this is the objective. This is how you do this.
I saw it. It was interesting.
I'm like, wow, this is like, I'm like, damn,
It never
this was
came out.
never released in the
Never
US
came
at
out.
all. And like, no iteration of this was ever released.
So many different ways to play Tetris. It's
This
ridiculous.
is, it
Seriously.
always boggles my mind how, like, and what's awesome is I started the stream because I'm like, I know like, Tetris is like the most ported game of all time. Like, there's no other game that's a franchise or anything.
They
that's
could have
been
easily just
ported.
kept changing the colors.
They could have kept it
kept
the
doing it.
same, but every iteration of Tetris for every freaking console is completely different.
I still
They
want the
always
Jello
add
version.
something.
The Jello. Oh yes, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. That shit looks
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks
I want
dope.
that to be a real
This
one.
Yeah,
I
what the
forgot
fuck?
I forgot the name of the
They
channel.
just do it in like in a program.
You know,
It's
Columns is better, right?
Actually, Columns is dope. Columns is
You
dope.
know that
I
that's
do
wrong.
like Columns.
Columns.
Hell yeah, I do like.
That's for the Sega boys.
You know what though? Just to
three of them.
to on that, I did stream Columns for Tetris Tuesday.
Yep.
I
surprised they don't have a Tetris
confused some
Columns.
people. They were like, "What the?
This ain't Tetris.
What the hell is this? This
You
ain't
false
Tetris.
advertising.
What's going on?" I was like, "No, man. This
They're
is
like,
puzzle
guy
games.
thinks
This is puzzle games.
This guy thinks this is Tetris.
I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna
Idiot.
switch it up on you. I'm gonna switch it up on you. I'm gonna play all. I love puzzle games, so I'm gonna play all different types of puzzle games. You don't know when I'm gonna stream every Tuesday, so
Not bad.
gotta
All
keep
right.
up. But yeah, that's all I play.
I
Awesome.
mean, I guess I did one game. It was gonna be quick.
Nice.
So I got controllers for my phone, right? I got the Razer Kishi, and there's another one off.
Rikishi.
Not Rakishi, but basically you put the controller around the phone and makes it into like a switch.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I could
Yes.
run. This is a pretty powerful phone. I can run pretty much everything on it. So I wanted to test the Wii on it, and I was playing Tatsunoko versus Capcom, right? Is that
Oh,
what you said?
okay.
Right?
Tatsunoko.
Tatsunoko. Yes.
Yeah.
I was playing that, and I just wanted to see if it would run, and it ran flawless. And I'm like,
Nice.
playing Wii on the phone, that's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
That's crazy.
Like a
And
Switch.
yeah, it was just like a Switch,
Wow.
basically. And I played through the whole thing. I love that game. It's a very slept on game.
No, it's
that's
an
one of the
awesome
that's
game. It's
a
a really
fun, very fun versus game
Hell yeah.
from
No,
Capcom.
that
And
is a good
considering the ones that they've come out with recently, that's a forgotten one that
Mhm.
should be talked about more.
Yeah.
And it was weird because the buttons, it's not, Street Fighter has 6 buttons.
Right.
I'm used to 6 buttons.
Right.
It has 4 buttons.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait, wait, I did 2 different moves with the same button. I'm like, wait, hold on. It's different.
Combinations, yeah.
And it reminded me of how the Neo Geo Pocket, when you play Street Fighter
Yes.
versus on there, and you, depending on how you hold the button, it
Yeah.
depends on the move that you get to come out. And surprisingly,
Right.
they made that work with 2 buttons.
Double Dragon.
They made it work with 2 buttons. It was
Double
great.
Dragon also.
Not Double Dragon, fighting game. But,
Oh, it's a beat 'em up. It's a beat 'em up, but it's still. You
But-
know what I'm saying?
but
Same shit.
I played through that whole thing, and I'm testing it. I'm trying to get a grips on what I hate and what I like about it, so I can talk about it. Obviously, let you guys know. So that review's coming up soon for these controllers for the phone. But I have to get some. I got to get some tests to do it, and that's the game I've been testing on this week.
It's pretty crazy.
I have to whip your ass. And
I mean, I can't play 2 players on that thing. It's on the phone. There's no link cable.
You said I gotta whoop your ass.
But I mean, I did play some Super Nintendo and stuff on there too, just testing some games. Obviously, Street Fighter and stuff. But I'll get more into that when I actually put the review out. But you're expecting that soon. But that's all I've been playing this week.
Nice.
Nice.
Interesting.
Need to play some Ghost of Tsushima, but I gotta get back to it.
You need to play
I need
some-
to play.
Astral Chain.
I know.
Astral Chain.
Next.
I'm about to rant about it in a second.
Yeah, next
No, I
month.
know they're gonna go on for another 5 minutes.
Next
about
month. Next month.
this. So next person, next person, go.
Toho?
Resident Evil 3 remake.
Oh, nice. How you like it?
Oh.
I'm past the hospital, so it's like
You're almost done.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty quick game actually. It's like 4 hours.
It feels like
I
it's
haven't-
almost done.
I
but
haven't played it
I
yet.
like it. Yeah, I read reviews about that saying that everything that was cut and the reason why certain things were cut because it's like, well, it's an alien apocalypse. They're escaping and certain set pieces don't work
Aliens?
anymore. I like the game a lot. I might almost like it better than Resident Evil 2 remake. I gotta see.
Bullshit.
Did you wait?
Wait, I'm about to cut your mic if you say that
I'm
shit
with
right
you,
now.
Turbo.
Wait, can I ask
I'm
a
with
question?
Go
Can
ahead.
I ask a question? Because I've never played the
Stop
original.
that shit right now.
I stopped after 2.
I played the
I
original
played-
Resident Evil 3. Yeah.
You did. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that
like
was my
3 better
question.
than 2.
I played the original.
See, I never played the original 3, so I don't have any nostalgia like connection.
They switched
to
some
it.
scenes. Like there's some
So-
things that happen to certain people and something different. Well, they still die. They just die differently, you know. But they die.
Seems like you got emotional.
Yeah.
I got very emotional. Yeah, but I'm liking the game. I like the game a lot. You know,
Okay.
they say, "Oh, there's a lack of puzzles in the third." So who
Kevin,
cares?
if you beat that game and you come on this podcast and say that's better than Part 2
I'll
remake,
see
you're
what happens.
banned from the podcast for a month.
Well, no,
Really?
you're controlling. You.
All right, I don't give a shit. Who the fuck says that? You're out of your goddamn mind. If
So
you say
far,
that.
so
What
good.
if
I
what
like.
if I said it?
I like
Then
Jill.
you're both
I guess
banned
that's-
from the
I
podcast.
haven't even played the
I
first.
dig
can't
Jill.
even-
Jill.
I don't give
Jill
a
is
fuck what
good-
you did.
I haven't even
She's
played
got
the
the
first.
knife stab.
I don't get-
that
what the
makes
fuck
it-
does that
I
even
would-
mean?
She stabs like this.
What else
It's
you been
cool.
playing?
That's.
I would say I'll never say that.
I think
though.
that's it. Yeah, it was mainly Resident Evil 3. this
Guy's
week,
getting
yeah.
me mad right now.
Pretty much.
Part 3 is fun, man.
It's great.
3 is dope. 3 is dope. But stop it with that 2 shit.
All right, well, I'll let you know when I beat it. I'll let you know when I beat it.
I had more fun with 3 than I did with
All right,
2.
Joel's been fun.
See?
Joel.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone. It's been fun. It's been fun.
I'm feeling something with 3 that's a little bit. I don't know what it is.
Like I went for the platinum in 3. I like how quick you can get through it.
Yeah.
That actually, all right, I could see that because nowadays games are too fucking long,
Well, it's all action.
and it's
all
just
action.
bang, bang, bang.
And it's
I'm
action,
done.
yeah,
4 to
yeah,
5 hours. All right, I like the game, and it's over. Okay, I could co-sign on
And
that.
2's good. I like Resident Evil 2 is my favorite Resident Evil.
Yep.
So so like it just doesn't have the charm that I'd rather play the original.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a purist. You're a
right,
purist.
next
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. You are a purist.
You are a purist.
You're-
You like the originals of anything that you like. You
Next
from what you
podcast, we're gonna
remember.
talk about that.
That's-
Yeah, that's a great
Give
great
all that to
topic.
me.
Next podcast, talk about Resident Evil 2.
or old compared to new.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a good topic. Actually.
No, there are fans that are straight like through and through.
Yeah, no,
They're
that's
purists.
true. That's very
They don't
true.
like any change.
We'll put you on the schedule.
This
we got
is it.
We got the topic.
No, we have to have Joel for that.
And that's
no one
awesome.
else. We have to have Joel for
That's
that because
cool.
he's
No,
perfect.
that-
he's
that's-
perfect.
Actually-
for that.
That's cool.
We got Joel and Reggie. I know they would. I know.
Yeah, Reggie would be
You mean
good
you mean
too.
Reginald?
Reginald, yes.
Reginald.
Rad Reginald.
Rad Reginald.
Rad Reginald.
Chalk took out the rad part when he beat him in Street Fighter.
Damn. I didn't say that.
Hey, shots fired. Bang
What
bang.
about you?
I'm not
Sean?
denying it either.
Man.
Anyways,
Hey.
Damn.
I played Guilty Gear Strive for Fighter Fridays.
Nice.
That game is fun.
Nice.
It's
Looks good.
Again?
It looks
fun.
great.
Again? Let me stop.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Like it's not one of the most popular games out right now.
No, dude.
Damn.
That's
Played it
beautiful.
3
That's
times.
a beautiful
Let me
game.
stop. Let me
I
stop.
played it twice on Fighter Fridays.
You
and
played
I,
on Saturday.
and I
Highlight
played that doesn't count.
Have you
That's
gotten
not
better?
Fighter Fridays. Yeah, I've gotten better.
Better?
Shots
Saturday.
fired.
You play on Saturday.
I was beasting with Giovanna. She's a very fun character.
That's the one
With the
wolf.
dog.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, so fun.
He definitely plays that better than Mortal Kombat. I'll tell him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I play that way better than Mortal Kombat.
It almost made me. You almost made me want to go out and get a copy.
Oh.
'Cause I really like Guilty Gear.
That's a beautiful game.
No,
It's worth it. I would say it's worth it.
I
And,
introduced
The
you
problem
to
is they're gonna release another one with all the stuff in it, and that's why I just wait.
Yeah, they still got season passes. And
They
stuff,
always do that.
so. But yeah, I'm really liking Giovanna and Ramlethal. It's like the Ramlethal is a chick with the 2 giant swords. Like super fun. I got a perfect with her that on Fighter Fridays. Yeah. Actually, I posted that on IG, so
It happened.
check that out.
You got to shout out the people
And,
you actually get it perfect on.
Nah, I can't do that. That's
I would.
I posted the video on Instagram.
Well, it's already live.
And
I would.
and I played Avengers.
Nice.
They dropped some new DLC, and that boss is cheap.
Still
as
can't beat it?
After that?
No, I can't. I can't.
We're gonna have to do it. We'll do
I
it.
played as Iron Man, and I was like, all right, Iron Man's a little weaker. Maybe that's where I went wrong. I used Thor.
Nope.
No,
Oh, shit.
still couldn't beat her.
Strategy, man.
You
Nah,
still play
he
them.
needs the Avengers,
No, it's-
man.
it's
He needs
cheap.
the Avengers.
You got to assemble.
Cheap.
You got to assemble.
Yeah.
Yep, we have to do that.
Absolutely.
We got you, Chalk. We got you.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
all.
on a mission to download the content. It's like a
We got
5-hour
you,
mission. to download
I mean, if you start it now when it doesn't matter, yeah, you should
Yeah, exactly.
probably get it done.
Gears away. Yeah.
What about you, Eric?
I played a bunch of stuff.
Just one.
Which is like 3.
Just one.
I played the demo to, what the fuck was that game called? Astalon Tears of the Earth. Remember we went over that for the eShop. It's like you're 3 different characters: a warrior, a wizard, or whatever, and an archer. I enjoyed the shit out of that demo.
That looks good.
I didn't think nothing of it. I enjoyed the shit out of that demo. And when it drops in price, because it's $20 right now, it's a little too high.
Like this man has been caking over
Listen, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm very picky with how I spend my money, all right? I'm very picky with how I spend my money. All right, I want to hear it, man. I want to hear it. No, stop laughing.
Uncle Sam.
Shout out to Uncle Sam.
Help me, please, Uncle Sam. Let me get this game.
No, the game is fire, man. It's a lot of fun. Really old school, really cool. Platforming, strategy involved in it. Really, really fun. Finally beat Nier Automata.
You beat?
Yeah, I finally beat it.
Not fair.
I have a lot to say about that game, but I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. It's the funny thing is, the game hit me late. The game hit me late because I always thought it was a good game, and I'm like, oh, it's a good game, But when I beat it, it just had me reflecting on a lot of shit because it's very deep. It's more deep than it actually seems, and it hits you late. And I was looking up a little stuff. I want to watch this thing on YouTube about it. How they have like references to like a lot of philosophers. They're named after a lot of characters in the game, and there's a lot of
a big breakdown.
There's a lot of life shit in there, and I'm always intrigued about stuff like that. So it's a lot deeper than it seems. Yeah. And I was like, oh wow, this game is really like a special game. And then I started downloading the soundtrack because I liked a lot of the songs in there. Yeah. Even though I have a slight mini complaint about the songs. Because I thought they overused the singing too much. There was too much singing, especially during dialogue. The chick is singing, and I'm like, I can't hear the bitch talking. I'm trying to hear the point, and she's singing over it right now. but I won't knock the game or take a point away because of it. But I understand a lot of the the moments in there, and I compare it to Astral Chain because I'm a big fan of Astral Chain, and I thought Astral Chain used their soundtrack better on how it built up the game than Nier did. But Nier did have certain moments where the music emphasize the moment that was going on, obviously, and the amusement park part, obviously, and that one song at the end, that one song, which I will tell you right now, the Japanese version is way better than the English.
Oh yeah,
and it's funny because I was reading the comments, and they were like, the emotion from the Japanese version hits way harder, and I was listening to it, I said, oh wow, that's powerful. The way I don't know what it is. I can't understand what they're saying in the Japanese version, but it just hits harder.
More impactful.
It just hits harder. So
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the way that I didn't get the special ending, but when I saw it, it kind of tied in everything what the game was about, and I thought that was very powerful. And I was like, wow, this game is really something special. It really is something special. And I was like, I'm very happy I played it. I'm not going to beat it 100%. Fuck that. But
you don't want the 26?
No, fuck that.
I got that.
No, I'm not about that. But no, it really is one of those games I think everyone should kind of mess with. And along the lines of Astral Chain, because Astral Chain has
it's a platinum
games
like
has they have something with music and the moments you go through and the way it hits you, and if it gives you chills, then it's just like, all right, you guys did your fucking job. So beating that was definitely pretty fucking awesome. Other than that, I started Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise today.
Heck yeah,
Holy
man.
shit, dude. I only played
That's my game right there.
I barely played an hour, and I'm like, oh, this is basically what I wanted. This is basically what I was expecting. Give me the ridiculous kills. Give me the insanity.
It's got the best smack
just
I've ever seen.
Oh, the bitch smack. Like,
it's got the best smack I've ever seen.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
Over
man.
the top.
I will talk about.
Wait until you start serving drinks in the bar.
Dude, listen. I'm trying to get to the brothel part.
Oh, yeah, the pimp part. Yeah,
I want to be a pimp in that game. But it doesn't have Heart of Madness, which is fucked up. I want to somehow put Heart of Madness into that game. I need that song in there.
Just got to play it on stereo.
Yeah, for real, maybe. But other than that, tons of Smash Brothers. Finally getting a lot better with Sephiroth. Getting closer to elite status, but with the fact of cheesy ass Kazuya being released, it's fucking up my shit. But yeah, those are the games I'm playing.
Okay. Cool. How about you, Joe? What you got?
Dang. Well, as a reviewer, I gotta play what's sent. All
right.
But I had fun, Wonder Boy, Alex Kidd, and then actually me and Reggie have kind of got back into Dead by Daylight with the Resident Evil.
Oh,
2,
that's right. Yeah, they
the Resident Evil drop.
That's a big DLC.
Oh.
So we did that this weekend. We had a blast.
I never played Dead by
Y'all
Daylight.
should come in.
I never played Dead by Daylight. I have it.
Oh, you gotta. Yeah, you should come in with us. We'll teach you the ways, man. It's a blast.
Do it, man.
Is it on PS4? It's on PS4, right?
Yeah.
That's the.
Yeah, he's on PS4. I'm on PS5.
Oh, it's
Even
cross?
if, and then we bring in CAG. He's on Xbox. So
Oh, okay. It's cross-platform. I didn't know that.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I see it.
Reggie's like, yeah.
I'm just gonna get caught up. Like I know.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. We
I'm
wanna
gonna
see
be
you
up on a
close.
hook the whole match, and y'all gonna be like, "Yo,
Well, now,
get him."
yeah, we'll just bait you out.
I'll be like, "I'll run out." I'm like, "Listen, I'll run out. You guys get the freaking
Yeah,
the
dude.
machine.
Then
You
you
guys
guys be
do
like,
it."
yeah. Oh shit.
I'll be on the other side
Now,
making a mad
Six
noise.
is dead. Six is dead.
Six is dead
I
again.
mean, this weekend, I'm gonna post it, but had one of the most epic wins ever on that game. It was great. It was awesome.
okay.
So that's been great. And then of course, I know this is sealed, but I'm playing the digital version.
See, that's.
Ninja
But is
Gaiden
it,
love.
I'm
but is
that.
it
I'm
worth
for
the price? I mean, dude, it's 3 games.
It is 3 fucking games.
I don't know why they even complaining
And
about
it's the
How much-
Razor's
how much
Edge
what,
version
$60
of number 3.
I don't know, is
Yeah.
it 50, 60? I don't know.
How much
Man,
is
this
it
is so good.
39.99.
No, it's worth.
It's only
the price.
39? And they're
39.99.
complaining?
It's
Oh,
worth.
that's
it.
worth it.
$39.
No, it's worth
People are complaining about
They're
it.
complaining
worth
about
3
it.
games. You get 3 games for 39.99.
3 amazing games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
1 and
games.
2 alone.
I know people complain about the third one, but it's just because they're dumb.
That's 2 amazing games.
That's a bar.
Razor's Edge 3 is good. It's really
I
good.
played
know,
the
I
original
agree.
first.
I
think
never
it's
played
really
3,
good.
and I'll probably do it just to
3 is
play
good.
3.
Razor's Edge.
I had Robert T. Sturgeon
It
in
is,
mind.
it's good.
Yeah.
They took him out of
They
it.
took-
And then I have been playing this, which is really good.
Oh,
Of course,
Returnal.
and
Yeah,
Returnal.
Returnal.
And Returnal.
I want to play.
Everyone raves about Returnal.
No one's returning Returnal.
I want to play it.
You can't. It's open.
It's good.
Why don't you get it, man?
Not bad.
Come on, get
Not
it.
bad.
You know
It's
you
on
want
sale.
it.
It's only $50 right now.
Well, no, you're not allowed to get to beat Astral Chain. I beat Nier, motherfucker.
Damn it.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
deal. That's the deal.
I
You
want
know?
to play
Played
it.
it.
I want to play it.
You know?
And play,
Let
I
him
didn't
get
say
it
you had
so
to
I
play
can
it
play it.
fast. I'm playing it.
Let him get it so I can play it.
Stop getting distracted.
All right.
Reggie, you save me as many times as I save you.
Reggie
You
still-
guys should come on and play with us. You'll have a blast.
I definitely might.
You should,
I've watched y'all play for
Do that shit.
Like I lurk in the background watching.
You lurked.
This is one of
Lurking.
those games where you go that you guys all hate, that we all hate.
Hmm.
That is, there's no story, you're just playing to play.
But you at least can get out. There's an ending. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
just
can
don't
get
fight
out
for
of the
points.
match and you finish the match,
Yeah. It's still an
but
ending.
for me, like, I remember seeing it for the first time and going, okay, wait. There's serial killers. You got to escape. This is like what? This is amazing. This is what I want.
What did they do?
And
Didn't they just
so,
come out
like,
with
and then they
Scream
start putting
or
like
something?
Freddy Krueger, and now they got Nemesis in there.
That's
Oh,
great.
everyone's in that.
Oh, wow.
What was the game they were just streaming?
That looked old as shit, though.
And they get popped and they flew like.
Oh, Scream? That shit
That
was
was Scream,
terrible.
right?
Yeah,
that was
Scream,
a fake
yeah.
ass
Oh, yeah, it
version.
was Scream.
That's like Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, no, Jason. Which was
He got
I that
sliced
too.
and she went to heaven. She flew straight up.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
She was glitched as fuck.
But it's the same type of game.
But that's what I've been playing.
though. I gotta jump in on that.
Yep.
That's it.
All right.
All right.
All right. Now I can go eat. See ya, boys.
Well, Joel, listen, you can go eat because it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And as always, it's always awesome having you on the show.
Hell yeah.
And this won't be the last. Listen, we got that topic already,
man.
so you know what you're coming back for.
That topic's
No, we
waiting
got-
for you.
You know what you're coming back for. So everybody in the chat, get ready for that one.
We got to figure out that game to play
We definitely got to get
against
a
Media Glitch.
No,
Yeah.
let's take
Yeah.
him down in Mortal Kombat 11, Jay. All right, you get me and
listen,
you
listen.
versus
You're talking
Joel
out your
and
ass
Reggie.
right
He's
now.
gonna he's
No.
gonna run through everybody, dude.
Come on.
No, we're gonna do.
I don't
We
play it.
gotta
Al
get
doesn't
him-
really
I don't-
play it.
I don't play
You're
it.
not that good.
We
Chalk's
gotta
better
get
than
him.
y'all.
We
He got
got-
work.
That's not true. That's not
He's
true.
talking about getting good.
Yeah.
It's like
I definitely gotta play it a little bit before.
We gotta
before
beat them at
listen,
their
before
game.
I throw the challenge,
No.
I gotta play it a little bit. All right,
fine.
I'm not playing like garbage.
It is.
No, well, you got
fighting
to
game.
do a
You guys are good
counteract.
at fighting games. Just it translates over, man.
Well, you got to
Oh, it does.
you got to
Well, yeah. If we play him in Mortal Kombat, he has to play us in Smash Brothers. Like
And
you gotta
Tetris.
you gotta have a
And
trade off.
Tetris. And
or
Tetris.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
and
We'll do it
Tetris
that way.
and
You know?
Tetris.
Like
You got to
something
play
like
me and
that.
Tetris and you know.
You sure you want to play Dragon Ball
counteract.
Fighters? Eve?
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
So,
All right,
okay.
check it out, guys.
thanks again,
Joel, thank you so much. man.
Thank you, Joel.
Thanks
It's
for
been
having
awesome.
me, guys. Always fun.
Yeah, man.
you,
See you
dude.
next time, brother.
All right.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.
We definitely got to reserve that topic for him.
Absolutely.
There's no other guest who's perfect for that.
Hell,
Old versus new, remake versus
Hell
old school. Definitely
yeah.
got to have that.
Yes.
Reggie says, "Don't challenge Joel in Mortal Kombat 11."
I agree with that, Reggie.
That's true.
Some,
know.
some people
We know.
you gotta leave alone in the game. You know, you gotta leave them
Yeah.
alone.
Listen, that's
No.
his game, man. I'm
That's the
not
game.
jumping in that.
I'm not
I never played that in my life.
Yo,
I'm
we,
not.
we'll figure out the
down
collab,
to
man.
fight him again.
We
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
figure out the
No,
collab.
we have time to figure out. If you guys out there think,
Give
that
us
you know,
ideas. Give us ideas.
we will take suggestions. Please let us know.
Should we just like trade game for game, or just play one game that we just never played before and just try to
I think
like a
that's
party game, maybe a party
honestly,
game or
I
something?
think we should play games.
I think the party will be the best. The best
No,
way
man.
to do it first.
What's wrong with you?
Best way to do it.
Wait, can you do a 5-on-5 again?
Nah,
Yes, you can.
Are you,
Nah.
Yeah, but you're gonna dominate.
Nah.
But that's
You're
one
gonna
against 5.
dominate.
That's one against
Listen,
5.
I think
Exactly,
party, listen,
but
party's the way
It's
to go.
got to be even.
Party's
It's
the way
got to
to
be
go.
even. If it's a
Party's the
game
way to
that
go.
nobody,
Party's the way to go. That's what we're doing first.
like I was saying,
I'm throwing out Night Squad too. I'm throwing that out
Yeah,
there.
that's the
Night
way to go
Squad 2 I
first.
think is a good idea.
If we can get
That
that,
is a good
happening,
idea.
if we can
But-
get that happening,
But I'll do research
really
on some more ones just to see
Yeah.
what works better.
Same.
Actually, no, you
Same.
can't do 5-on-5 in Gears.
of course
Okay.
not.
No.
So tell them what we got.
Nah.
Tell them what we got.
Well, anyway, this Monday, we do have the Indie eShop recap.
This Monday.
Coming Monday.
Huh? Sure, pause.
Yes,
Coming Monday all over your face.
coming
what?
Monday
What
everywhere.
happened? What?
Everywhere.
Oh, it's pause.
Let me say-
Wow.
Pause.
Bomberman, though. That's a good one.
Barman's a good
One's
one.
not bad.
No, it's not a good.
For me, it is.
For me, it's not.
So,
I'll hold it down.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming up, we got the Indie
Yeah,
eShop
man. I
recap.
can't wait, man.
That's
I
right.
want to know what
You gotta see
new
what's coming out,
trailers.
man.
I want to know what new trailers are out there, and you guys can join too.
You're going to see those post E3 trailers. We got some good ones, hopefully.
That's right, baby.
Ready for the summer.
Man. Oh man.
So
In the
be
eShop.
there. Live.
And then of course Tetris Tuesday with me, Algie857 on Twitch. That's right, not YouTube. We're gonna be streaming on Twitch for the first time. Tetris Tuesday on Twitch.
The link will be on YouTube. Just click that thing. We good.
Yeah.
Click that thing. Click that thing.
Yeah, man. Well, we have the community post. It's going to be posted up there with the link, so
Yes,
you
yes.
can definitely see that.
Yes.
And yeah,
And then, of course, you got Wednesdays, the video game podcast.
That's right.
With everybody.
The
You're
Squidard.
watching. You're watching it right now.
The Squidard.
You're watching it right now.
and we're going to have a special guest
Referee.
with a little beard who goes by the name of
I was gonna say someone, but
No. We're going to let everybody know.
all right.
Some bearded love.
So catch it.
Beardy John.
7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'm actually very excited about that because we haven't
been
had
a while,
him on.
man.
It's been a long
He's like our
time.
most reoccurring guest, probably, right?
Yeah.
He
He's probably
is.
like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
He is the most reoccurring guest, but he's also like the last time we had him on was like a year ago.
And that was
Before the pandemic.
That was on through Skype, I believe. We never
Yes.
had. We haven't
He's
had
a
him in
guest.
Before the
person in
pandemic.
He's
minute,
been
yeah.
a guest. He's been a guest host. He's
Yeah, no, he's.
We gotta squeeze him in here in person, man, because I know he wants to be here in person. We gotta get.
Well,
we
I
gotta,
don't
we
know
gotta
if
squeeze
the-
him.
You have enough mics
well,
for
I don't know
that?
if, no, we
We
don't
can
have
get
the-
him one of the
we don't
live
have the
mics.
equipment for that, but that's okay because we're gonna have him on the podcast. So
He'll be here.
He'll be
He'll be. And
He'll
then
be
we
here.
got
He'll be here.
Throwback Thursday,
next. Yes.
and that's gonna be on Twitch also.
That's you.
Yes, that's me with Sticks on Twitch. Sticks on Twitch.
6 on Twitch.
Six on Twitch.
That's gonna be the new
Six
name
on
of the show.
Don't get
That's gonna be a show at some point. It's gonna be a show.
Six on Switch.
It's gonna be a show at some point. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to watch. And I'm playing Neo Geo this month. Neo
All right.
to the Geo.
I thought you said snitch.
Neo to the
Snitch.
Geo.
It's gonna be snitch.
And we got
Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Friday,
with your boy.
I know they know what's
Damn, yo, he telling you what to
What's your
say,
name?
fam. He
He's
telling
the
you.
one that's saying it.
Damn, man. Fuck, yo, he telling you what to say.
So we got Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with yours truly, your boy Big Chop.
There you go.
However, this Friday
It's Smash Friday.
at 8 p.m.
We playing Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Ooh.
8 p.m.
Elites gonna eat.
Yeah, we're gonna start early. We're gonna
8
start at 8
p.m.
p.m.
And who gonna be there?
We got 23rd Stallion jumping in. We got Turbo jumping in.
Oh yeah.
The 2 Elite Savages.
Elites gonna eat.
And
Elites
yeah.
gonna eat.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna be a rough night for any newcomers.
It's gonna be miserable for everybody.
Maybe not
yeah.
me.
No, you're gonna be miserable.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
You'll be first eliminated.
It's gonna be great
On your own show.
all the time. Who cares?
So-
But it's gonna be great.
Check it out.
It's gonna be
It's
great.
gonna be fantastic.
Just
and
tune in.
I guess that's also gonna be on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
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 No.
Okay.
You're
From now-
scheduled. You're
from now-
scheduled.
Listen, from now on, all the streaming schedule is going to be on Twitch, except
Except
for
the indie shop.
except for the eShop.
In the podcast.
And the
And the
podcast.
podcast.
And podcast.
Everything else is on Twitch.
Yes.
Okay.
And that being said, also
Sticks on Twitch.
I'm looking at the chat, and I know Reggie's dying to say this, but you know what? There's a video coming out. I'm working on it as we speak. There is a video coming out that's gonna answer this, but you know what? I'm feeling kind of generous, so I'm gonna say it right now before we end this podcast.
Till next time, y'all.
Peace.
No,
No.
I'm just gonna say peace.
No. I was gonna say the last game in my Tetris collection to complete the whole collection, which I did complete, by the way, was 3D Tetris 4, the Virtual Boy.
Oh,
right.
snap.
And there's a whole backstory on how I got that, and it was, oh my god, there's a lot of, it was very emotional.
We hired
But-
actors and everything to tell the story, too. Watch.
But yes, it's the video's in the works,
It's a movie.
and
It's a
look
movie.
out for that. It's gonna be on the channel, and man, it was an awesome journey. Until next week, y'all.
Hey.
Peace. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thumbs up, like,
I'll
subscribe,
hold his face.
all that good stuff. Bam.
Hold his face.
Thank you.
Nope,
guys.
you didn't hit
Oh,
Bam.
hold it,
No,
hold
no.
it.